One.
Let's go!
This show fucking stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for it. AJ, never cease to amaze me with your toxicity, pal.
You got a couple of these?
God damn it! What the fuck are you doing?
Fuck Boston.
Here we are, Friday. Feel good Friday, May 12th, I believe, as I check my sheet. Here is the Pat McAfee Show. I'm AJ Hawk, sitting in for Pat as he's taking care of his nice baby. Feel good! Mackenzie back home with his wife. Sam, what's up, boys?
Hey. How you doing?
Hey.
Nailed it. Hey, how are ya?
So Pac-Man Jones is not here with us, obviously, today. Pac-Man, I think he said his kids are in a state track meet, right?
Big meet today, yeah.
So good luck to him and his kids all this weekend. I love watching Pac train his kids on Instagram and everything else.
Oh, yeah.
It's fun. To watch. I mean, I want to send my kids to Pac-Man, honestly.
You
Have them
should,
run
yeah.
those hills.
Oh,
That
yeah,
hill he has.
100%.
With the parachute on?
Yeah.
And his kids wearing parachutes too, like
yeah.
General
yeah.
Bob?
Yeah, they switch off. Every time they run up the hill, you know what they do? While they're walking down, they swap the parachute.
Well, that's good to know. I need to do that with my kids, guys. But I don't know if you guys saw, there was a lot of schedule release videos, I guess. What could we call these for someone that hasn't seen them or is not really online, but they like football and they like supporting their team? What are these called?
NFL Social Media Olympics.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Social media schedule release celebration.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I would say that. And
Skits
so they come up with skits and videos and different ways to.
Fun, creative ways to release the team schedule.
Boom.
There it is.
Make
I
it
think
an
that's a
acronym.
perfect. Do all teams participate? All 32?
No.
Do they
No.
give it a shot?
No, not all 32.
They do something.
Some teams definitely take this much more serious than other
Yes.
teams do.
Yeah, obviously. And Evie, I don't know if you can pull up that thing. There's something in the USA Today that ranked all of them. I guess we don't have to sit
Yeah.
there and rank everything, but we can scroll through this and check out what people did a little bit, don't you think, boys?
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely.
Yeah. There's a couple worth watching, but for the majority, you kind of get the gist of it.
Yeah, like Seattle just did this weird thing with their players. The Cardinals, who released a bunch of stuff beforehand.
Yeah, what was there?
On who they were playing, but their schedule release was just Kyler throwing a ball with another person.
Yeah, and the stuff they released beforehand with the team, a player on the team with a Spotify song, that was awesome.
Yeah, good idea.
But the video themselves they made was, just kind of boring. It's just
This was
Kyler.
it? He's just talking about who they're playing?
No. Watch.
He's just
keep
playing-
watching.
He's just,
Playing a little catch.
but like, don't
with
watch
Hollywood
too hard
Brian.
because you might.
Boom. There's their schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
Hey, at least it's out. They put something out.
yeah.
oh, exactly.
Oh, and then it's still going. Never mind.
Yeah.
and
he
then
said,
Kyler
like-
says, "Can't wait, bitch."
I'm watching film.
And that's the official Cardinals one?
Yeah,
Yep.
there was that.
Okay. All right. That's a little better than I thought it was then.
Yeah.
Niners had a rap, but it was apparently the USA Today didn't love the rap.
Who was it, the players or somebody else?
No, someone else.
Someone
Yeah.
else, maybe DJ.
I mean,
Khaled.
I bet. So these like social media departments. Some teams probably have a team of 6 or 7 people, and most teams probably have one person with an intern.
Maybe.
Yeah,
you
maybe.
think?
That's why the Cardinals, I assume, they're making some changes over there, working on buildings. I bet they got one schlub who doesn't know what he's doing, and he just said, okay, my best idea is to do the Spotify, mix.
Oh,
Right.
And then they did the Kyler thing,
Yeah,
just to make it more simple.
they peaked too early. I mean, you do have to be creative, and you have to really okay, how can we make something that's cool? It's not super corny.
Yes.
It's very, very difficult task, I think.
Well, and some teams did like 8-minute videos, 5-minute videos.
That's too long. 8
Exactly.
minutes too long.
Yeah.
How long is Tennessee? We'll get to Tennessee's, which is their genius stuff.
Creme de la
Yeah.
creme.
The
yeah.
Jags, which I thought did it was funny. It was good. It was well done. They did the NFL script, and they did some plays last year talking about the script and then what their ideas were for this year's script.
I believe
Now-
the Saints did the same thing.
Saints did, but the Jags did it better.
Much
Saints,
better, yeah.
Saints were just kind of like a round table. The Jags did a full. They did an 8-minute video, but it was done very, very well. Like so.
8 minutes of anything is tough to get people to stay into, right?
It's wild. Yeah, but they did do a good job with it.
That's
Is that Wingard?
Yeah, that's Wingard. It's Joe Dirt. Because they said that sometimes Trevor Lawrence doesn't buy into the script. So when he doesn't buy in, Wingard has to fill in as Trevor Lawrence, and he was actually
I like that.
Trevor Lawrence
Yeah.
on all these plays last year.
Oh, okay. I like. I didn't watch the Jags one, but I like it more and more.
And Shad
Now that
Khan,
you're-
Shad Khan was in it,
was
yep.
great in it.
It was really
Is,
good.
is he on his yacht? He should have a shot of him.
He was
on his
in his
yacht, like a
office.
drone shot pulling back of him hitting golf balls or something off the yacht.
He was in his office talking about how they tested the idea for his mustache, and
Yeah.
it went really well through testing. He doesn't love it because it's a little itchy, but it went through well with testing, so he's going to keep going on.
Okay, I
he
like what the
crushed
Jags
it.
are doing then. I really do.
Best owner performance by far goes to
Okay.
Shad Khan.
You didn't like Jerry's?
Oh yeah, Jerry, come on.
You know, Jerry's was nice.
Oh, what did
but
Jerry do?
They
I know the
brought in-
content bus ran over deck. I'm sorry for cutting you off, but right? That's
That-
all I saw from there.
That's Chargers.
That's the Chargers video.
My bad.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Oh.
Which
See, they're all run together in my my brain.
And it furthers your point how good the Chargers one
You're right.
was
Mhm.
because
You're
of the
right.
fact that that's what you remember about the Cowboys.
Jerry brought in Taylor Sheridan, who writes and creates Yellowstone.
Oh yeah, him and Kevin Costner are in a fight right now. I just saw.
Well,
the
'cause
fight's over,
Costner's
unfortunately.
going through some things. Let's not bury Costner.
I wasn't burying Costner.
Packers
They're
had-
both awesome.
Packers had a really good one, except for one of their left tackles said it fucking stunk.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
didn't.
Yeah.
they
I
didn't
did
like
see him kind of going back and forth with the head PR guy, Jason Waller.
a little
there
bit.
online.
Yeah, they got into it, but also, you know, how
But what'd
much,
you expect from Green Bay? Is like a
It's a traditional
old
franchise.
school traditional
Exactly.
franchise. They're not going to step out there and have Charlie D'Amelio out there doing something.
Yeah.
Who?
It's a little dated too for the online people.
No, there's
TikTok legend.
Yeah, she's
The-
still
Oh,
around.
okay.
Yeah,
The
those people.
Melios, yeah, but I feel like teams like the Packers, and we kind of talked about this. Packers, Steelers, Patriots, they don't give a shit about this.
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly.
They just don't want to do anything that's going to cause any ruckus
Right.
that's serious.
Yeah, 100%. Man,
Like
yeah.
it's still pretty neat.
Yeah.
They tried. They
It was
put
an
effort into
infomercial
it. They did it.
style.
Yeah, you're right. There's a theme. I'm okay with it. Whatever.
Yeah, they did the entire
Lions did AI Dan Campbell voice, which was I enjoyed for a good bit. It did run on a little long, but it was good.
Yeah, it was a good idea. I think Patriots are next. They did not have a great one.
I wouldn't expect them to
will
really
say.
go out on a limb and have anything crazy, right?
Yeah, no, they did this whole retirement house thing.
Like the Heisman House.
A little bit. They
Similar.
bounced around. Sebastian Vollmer's in it speaking German.
Nice.
So trying to teach the guys who call the local broadcast, Zolak, and I forget who the other guy is. Honestly, that's on me. But it was okay. They tried. The big thing with this, one, Ernie Adams makes his return.
Awesome.
Because last year it was all Ernie
Yeah,
Adams
keep this going. Oh, yeah.
doing the
I
schedule.
forgot that's what that was last year.
Yeah, that's just all it was. It was just Ernie talking about every single team. But yeah, see, you can kind of see how
3.5
doing.
minutes. But the production, they shot. That took all day to shoot this thing, probably.
Yeah,
and
they
then
did.
edit it. Like, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, it was a whole entire thing. I'm not positive, but I believe that is Devin McCourty's house. And he brought everyone in and kind of did this whole entire shindig. But yeah, Buy Magazine, Week 11 edition. Pretty
Classic.
sweet.
Get it.
I saw Edelman's pissed though, right? He said,
Edelman,
my
yeah.
invite must have got lost in the mail. What happened?
I'm not sure. Funny enough, I would have figured that he would have been the one to do all this stuff and not Devin McCourty. But I guess who knows? This is for the Vegas game. You go into the
Andruzzi?
room. Yeah, Joe Andruzzi.
Yeah, Andruzzi. He was a hero at the Boston Marathon.
Yes,
wasn't
he was.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Andruzzi's is a restaurant in Green Bay.
Okay.
guy.
Okay,
But
I was
That's
gonna
what you
say,
got thinking.
Yeah, Andruzzi. Yeah, he's a beast. Here's the.
Was that Todd Chrisley?
No, that was.
He's in jail, remember?
Yeah.
Has he started his?
Are you
I believe
kidding
so.
me?
What?
Our sweet Prince Todd is in jail, and you're going to say, is that
Our
Todd?
sweet Prince
Yeah,
Todd.
he's not my sweet prince, Tony.
He's not my sweet prince.
I don't
thought
think
we
Tony-
all-
I don't think Tony can stand him either.
Tony
I don't know
hates
what
his
he's
guts.
doing.
Yeah,
I do,
what are
I
you
do.
talking
I
about?
do, but you guys all
Wait,
fucking.
is he in jail already? His wife? Aren't they both supposed to go? So do they stagger
not
their
sure.
sentences?
Is Meemaw in jail too?
No,
Which one was
Meemaw.
Meemaw?
Their grandma.
It's that was all over Meemaw's head, Tony. So let's not
Okay.
even associate
Yeah.
the two together because that would be tremendously disrespectful.
Is Tom in this thing at any fucking point?
Tom is in at the very end. So that's Ivan Fears, running back coach, James White, running back. Obviously,
Okay.
they both retired.
Almost like
James
Tom.
James still doing some yard work. You can fast forward to like the last 10 seconds. Tom makes a quick little appearance. Not only was Edelman not in it, Gronk nowhere to be found.
Right.
Well, Gronk's not
I
retired.
mean, they probably couldn't. They shot this all in
Here
one
it
day.
is. Here's Tommy. You got room for one more?
well, that's
Classic Tommy.
Classic Tommy.
that's green screen.
Classic green
He's
screen.
not
Yeah,
there.
they're not in the
Tom
same
couldn't
room.
even
Yeah.
fucking
That
bother
might
to
be
show up.
Might be AI.
It might be AI.
Might
Tom.
be
It could be
AI
AI Tom, but if that
Oh,
was
the eyes look right.
see AI Tom, if that was the case, this video would be taken down, and unfortunately, it feels as though there might be a chance that the Patriots would be in some shit
Oh boy.
if he did do that. Yeah, Ninkovich.
So when did this become a thing to where, like you say, it's the
I think it was
social
last
media
year.
Olympics?
I feel like it was.
Because what's cool is they're gonna have to keep, like, especially the Chargers and these teams, they're gonna have to one up each other, like themselves. Over
Oh,
and
yeah.
over.
There was a top two for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's tough for Tennessee. I don't see how they can make a better because you can't do the same thing back to back.
Can't keep doing man on the street stuff.
No.
Like that.
And
You could get. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question.
but that is the other thing. It was such a home run that people might just want to see that again.
Yeah.
I know I do. I thought that was genius.
Just
I had some good
find ways to tweak it to make it a little bit different.
I had some
somehow.
good LOLs on the Titans.
So,
Oh, yeah.
so
Very
did I.
good.
When
Like
yeah.
like we were saying before the show too. Like. Can you do that again? Because how long did it take them to actually find 5 or 6 people who
That's like 5
don't
hours.
follow the NFL?
They had to talk to so many.
They said
Someone
someone
tweeted
told me earlier today in this office. I can't remember who it was that they said they were on
Broadway.
Broadway for 5 hours.
Yeah, that was me. Someone tweeted who helped record the video, whether it's an intern or someone who works in the video department, saying like, I'm glad that the 5 hours on Broadway paid off because it really was the
It's
best
2
one.
minutes. Do we want to run it?
Yeah, but can we run it?
Yeah, I got it.
We're
We might as
talking
well.
about
These
it.
middle ones,
It's
I
not
mean-
like everybody has seen these.
Yeah, and everyone's kind of.
Here we go. Tennessee Titans.
What the is that?
I like the little mic too.
Me too.
St. Louis Rams.
Same.
Awesome.
Fucking got me right away.
Just good editing too.
Queen.
Legend for Queen.
Oh, that's just the football logo.
That's my favorite. Just the football logo for the Browns.
Boston Bobcats. No idea. No idea.
It's a good guess.
Yeah,
Wow.
great.
Cowboys. Yeah.
I like this. My favorite. Yep, cold. Yeah. They're so sure of it.
Baltimore Orioles.
Oreos, okay.
Close.
That is close.
Got the
This
city.
one is the Red Stallion.
And they changed their Twitter name to Red Stallion.
Falcons
Yeah,
and Bond
touche
all the
for
way.
Atlanta, good for them.
No. Stars.
Stars.
Has Steelers on it.
Niners, Stars.
Pirates. From the islands of the Caribbean.
That's awesome.
I love that.
Like that's real. That's real though, huh?
Yeah.
Chester Cheeto.
Tigers. North Carolina Tigers.
Nailed it.
Yep.
Got the Carolina.
Texas. That's the Cowboys. That's the Cowboys. Texas. Got that.
Got it. Nailed it.
Why does everyone think the Colts are the Cowboys?
Atlanta. Florida.
Florida Dolphins.
Yep.
Yep.
Atlanta, Florida Dolphins. They got that.
Oh, Texans.
Okay.
Eagles. Pittsburgh.
Both of them wrong.
Who's that? Bulls? Who? Patriots? That's the Patriots logo.
That girl should have had. They should have done her for. I bet she had a good reaction a lot.
That it actually does not exist.
Oh, that's a shot at the
It's
Jags.
Nashville, Tennessee.
There we go.
Titans.
Tennessee Titans.
Tennessee Titans. Ooh!
Tennessee Titans. Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Yeah.
Good job.
Great work.
Yeah. Very creative,
Tennessee.
smart. I guess. I wonder how long they were out there before they realized, like, hey, this is. I think we got something.
Yeah, we're cooking with
I
gas.
think we
here.
got something. Here.
Yeah,
We just
I
got to find the right people.
I assume it was those groups. Like once they talked to those groups, they were like, okay. And who knows how long it took? But because if they obviously didn't hit first try with all these people, but they must have after a couple hours been like, I think we got enough.
The good part is cutting off immediately as soon as they say the name because you don't need the bullshit that they
Yeah.
say after.
Yeah,
right.
Just putting it up as the name.
Yeah,
That's right. They cut it very well too. Yeah, like how and you see the same people over and over a little bit. Obviously, those guys and those gals got some right too. We didn't see the ones that got right.
Exactly.
Yeah, see the
Do we
same
know that?
script is in
We
things
don't.
too, but
We haven't seen evidence of it, but I'm guessing it just didn't make the cut. Maybe when they nailed it.
It is crazy, kind of realizing like, okay, so we do just live in the NFL bubble, and not everybody.
100%.
Yeah,
I thought of that too right when this came out because
Yes.
I'm like, we do live in that bubble to where like there's a lot of people out there doing a lot of things that have no clue about the world we live in.
at all.
Kind of
Yeah.
surprising though when you're in a city with an NFL team. I mean, I guess you maybe aren't gonna
I guess
know like any other
Nashville's
teams.
so transient though. Like people
True.
come from all over now.
True.
To get there to but just
Like if you have a team in your city, whether you like really are a fan or like follow it or not, I feel like you just by association like kind
Yeah.
of have an idea of because even like if you're watching local news, like they're covering that stuff on the
you always know what the team is, kind of.
Right.
But I guess if they popped the logos up for all the hockey teams in the NHL, I don't know if I would get it. Would you get it?
I think you would.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, definitely.
No,
I
you
get,
wouldn't.
like-
You're a doofus. You
I
don't
get
know.
some of the Edmonton. I get all like some of the Canadian teams. I might. Yeah.
That's
No,
fair.
like you'd know Calgary.
Calgary.
Hartford
Vancouver.
Whalers might throw you through.
Maybe. I don't think they're in the NHL, are they?
Boom! Look at that.
They
See?
used to be.
That
Winnipeg?
one
Nice
for
try.
one.
Nice
there.
try. Good test though, Diggs. It's a good man on the street.
Yeah, the Winnipeg Jets would be tough.
Oh, just ask him the city name. Ask him to name the team. Then there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not happening.
That would-
Ottawa. What about Ottawa?
Ottawa Senators.
Boom.
Boom.
Okay.
Yeah. See. Look at that.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, is this Sporkle? Is this Sporkle?
Pull it up
What is
right
that?
away.
What
I
is
believe
this?
so.
It's quiz. You gotta
Sporkle's the
guess
best.
all the teams.
Yeah, simple.
Yeah.
You can do this. Are there any that you look up there and you have no idea?
Is there any maybe bottom right? What about bottom right? Above,
What's the flaming?
above the lightning?
The flaming sea is worrying me for some reason.
What are you talking? Calgary, pal.
That's Calgary. You said that would be my trouble.
Gary Flame.
What about above the lightning?
Carolina Panthers or Carolina right
Yeah,
there?
above the
Hurricanes.
lightning.
The Hurricanes one is.
Where's
tough.
above the lightning? Where is that?
Bottom right.
Bottom right. That one.
Oh, that's the Devils, New Jersey.
You think?
No,
No.
Islanders. I mean,
There it is.
Nice.
that's what I meant. I don't know why I said Devils.
Zito, did you tell him?
No, he didn't.
No, I actually said Rangers earlier.
Okay.
No, I
fine.
knew it's not the Rangers right in the middle there above.
What about
Los Angeles Kings?
bottom left?
So I think that's the Blue Jackets, I
Okay.
believe.
What about the one next to it?
That's what I was going to. As I was answering Blue Jackets, I was questioning this Shark Man with the C.
That's the Vancouver Cougars.
Yeah.
What about above
Vancouver
the Blue
Canucks.
Jackets?
Above the Blue Jackets.
Vancouver. What? What's their name?
Vancouver Cougars.
Fucking Canucks, pal.
The Canucks. Yeah, the Cougars. That's the Carolina Hurricanes.
And then next to it. Left.
Minnesota. Wow.
There you go.
There you go. You're good.
See,
Look
you
at
know.
this Buffalo
got 'em.
Sabres up there.
What's
Man.
next to Buffalo? That one's tough without the name in it.
Chicago.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No.
Where?
To the right of Edmonton. Oh, did I say Buffalo?
Yeah, you said Buffalo.
Oh, my bad.
This guy doesn't even know.
I meant Edmonton.
Show me Edmonton again.
It's to
Oh, to the right of it. That's Ovi. It's Washington.
Nice. Nice.
Yep. See, you know. You
Yeah, I
know.
do. You're right. I do know. Las Vegas Golden Knights, the Stoner.
Yeah, exactly.
I see Arizona up there. That's the Dallas Stars, Avalanche, Blues,
Hey, we haven't talked about it.
Maple
but,
Leafs.
I mean, you and Pat made it into what people think is the number one
Yeah.
Oh, the Chargers, right?
schedule release video.
It took me a minute to realize
are
what that was.
Hunting down the wolf.
People were, yeah. So this is, yeah, this is amazing. When I saw the name tag on my shirt later, I was like, oh, that's us.
Yeah, you guys look awesome. I am still wondering why they gave Pat like a Adam Cole soul patch on his chin. I wasn't.
Is that what that
positive.
is? Yeah, that is.
I'm
kinda
not
does
sure.
look like it.
I forget what it's. Is that a goatee when you just have the bottom?
That's
No, that's like a. I mean, that's pretty close to a soul patch.
it's close to a soul
Kinda
patch. It's
sweet,
just-
though.
It's like an inch lower than
Maybe
most
it's
soul
What's
an
in
anime.
AJ's
Is that an
throat?
anime thing?
What's in my throat? Is that hair? Do I have
I
a
think you
neck
have
beard?
throat hair.
No, I think it's a shadow.
Is that a
Yeah,
shadow?
because there's shadows on Pat's as well.
Yeah. So they had people would like draw these up there, like
I think so.
probably on one of those sweet screens I see in those commercials. Where
Yes.
you can
I can't
animate
remember either. I think last year we may have talked to someone where
Yeah.
we heard that like this takes them forever. It took that like or at
They
least
hired
last
an
year.
animation team, I thought they told us.
Yeah, exactly. And I think
Months.
it took like either multiple weeks or like a very long time to put this whole thing together.
Really?
And
And now,
they knocked
this is
it
the
out
same
fine.
one. See, you're right. I think every team is theirs. I'm thinking of when they're playing the Jets and Aaron's standing in Times Square. That's the Chargers video too. right?
Exactly.
I think the Chargers touche. You guys did a good job.
They also
Maybe
had the,
it's because they put me and Pat there. Maybe that's also why I think everything is too.
No, but they did. They
They
had
had the
one of the best
Lions,
ones.
which was they had a good thing for the
yeah.
Lions.
Should we just play that one as
AIMCDC.
well?
Can we play the Lions?
No. The Chargers had a good thing for the Lions.
Did they?
Yeah.
Did a good thing for the Packers too.
Did these
Gambling
sports
problem.
gambling because Jameson Williams and all those
Oh
other
my
players.
gosh! I don't think I even saw this part of it.
Yeah.
What they have?
That's
for,
awesome.
For the Packers, it was just like a guy that was supposed to be Rodgers, like flipping a light in like a dark room, and like his face
I did see
illuminates,
that.
and then there's stuff like
Man, they really put some thought
Oh, yeah.
into this,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Like, how much you think that cost to make that video? Tons, right?
probably a decent amount.
Evie, if they hired a whole animation,
$100
team,
grand.
I couldn't even guess.
I would
have
say
no
easily
idea.
100, right?
$100 grand. That's what I would get.
Everything costs so much money, especially when it's like this is super high quality. And who came up with the ideas too? Like each team, you had to come up with something. That
Yeah,
worked.
those
Yeah.
social
Can
media
you pop up
teams.
the Jets game when they show Aaron with all the different things? Gabagool, I love the
Yeah.
Gabagool on the.
They put for the
Signs.
Patriots Bill watching all tape of like all the other teams. I think it was a shot at like Spygate.
Spy
Oh,
game.
for
Yeah,
sure.
I figured that. Yeah. You think anyone gets mad at this? Like, it feels like someone took a shot at him?
I think it's fun, tongue in cheek. You know, everyone
I think
kind
the-
of
yeah.
But I saw Zach Wilson, and wasn't there some on the billboards? Wasn't there
Cougars.
some like Cougars
Yep.
type
Yeah.
out there too?
Yeah,
they're taking
they're-
a shot at their own guy.
I think Jameson Williams probably was like, "Hey, too soon, maybe." Because I don't know how over it he is just yet.
Yeah.
Because that only happened a few weeks
The
ago.
most
It's only
shots
6
were
games, not a year, just 6 games.
True.
Maybe he feels better about it because of that.
the most shots were taken by the Cardinals announcing who they were playing for the year, not when they were playing.
Yes.
It wasn't their schedule release. It was tweets with pictures of a player and who they were playing versus
Yeah,
their
so here's
Spotify
one.
songs.
Really?
Yeah, so Cowboys, I fall apart. That's classic.
So I'm taking a shot at Dak.
Yep.
Oh,
Running back.
Yeah, players can get pissed. I bet Dak,
Oh, yeah.
Dak's pissed.
well,
at
this is
I would.
bullshit. Take it down.
Well, this
Wait.
one also isn't that
Oh,
funny.
they
'cause-
claim he didn't catch it?
Yeah, that's why it's not funny. They lost the Super Bowl. I figured they.
Yeah,
could've-
what are you doing?
They could have done something.
San Antonio
much
Holmes.
better.
I see a tone. Super Bowl MVP.
Love you, Tone.
I don't know
what this one means.
So don't look personally, the way I took it is don't look at the name of the song, look at the cover
pictures
of the song.
There's a lot of.
What about?
I don't understand it.
I thought it had to do something with D-Hop.
It was the D-Hop David Johnson trade, boys.
Yeah.
That's
See,
not how
they
I
also
took it.
traded in the draft
took it
though
somewhere
too.
else.
See, I was being
what is-
sarcastic because I thought it meant something
Are
else
those
about
people
a trade.
pregnant? Are these people pregnant?
Yeah, I thought this
A trade with the Browns.
I thought this was with Deshaun Watson. Yeah, to be completely honest with you.
I thought
I did too.
and there's somewhere where someone tweeted something about why is someone pregnant. I thought it might have to do with that. But that's a different team.
Lamar
No, yeah.
Jackson,
Yeah,
why
Lamar-
old buddy pregnant?
Yep.
No, I think
There's
this,
layers to this problem.
There's so many layers.
There are
to
layers.
this.
Nick, yours
Yeah.
probably makes more sense.
D-Hop makes sense, but I guess I didn't think of that because of the drama going on with D-Hop and the Carters, or lack thereof, because he said, I never said I didn't want to be there.
The fact that they put the Santonio catch when they lost the Super Bowl.
That was dumb.
Yeah, you're taking a shot, I guess, trying to claim it was 1 foot, but you guys still lost the Super Bowl. That stinks.
They also edited that photo.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
They
Does
did,
look
didn't
like it.
Yeah.
And then there was also the one of,
Oh no.
yeah, this is awesome, with
Whoa.
Trey Lance. They did one with
taking
the
shots
Eagles.
at all these dudes.
They did one with the Eagles of like just hold on, and it's I think Darius Slay holding on to Juju, and they also got buried because they said someone quote tweeted and said, "Hey, guess what? The reason the Eagles lost the Super Bowl, that guy's now your head coach." So I don't know why you would kind of put this in there, but
Well, a lot of people were attacking the Cardinals because I believe they do have the lowest win total on the year, over under at 4.5. So it was quite a bold move of potentially the worst team in the league,
Yeah.
taking a lot of shots
But
at people.
what you have to realize, I think, too, though, like everyone's in their own silo. These social media people that are in the facility, they're not having meetings with the head coach every day. Hey, coach, this is what we're pitching. This is what we think. Like, I think these videos come out, and the majority of the organization looks like, oh, okay, that's what we did. Like, they don't. I don't think they converse.
Do you think
on a lot
coaches
of it.
approve?
No.
No.
Not at all?
I would imagine they give the social media
Coaches
department,
don't
like,
even know. Every coach I ever known would be like, "What are you talking? Like, what?" They wouldn't even know what this is.
Probably never
They wouldn't
even watched
understand.
Someone's
they
got to
also-
approve, though, whether it's the president of the organization or maybe even the owner. Or
director of communications. Something.
But
Yeah.
you would have to sit
Conti.
there, think about it. If you're,
what did the Colts do?
if you were showing this to an owner or GMs, people that are older, it's going to be like you're showing it to me. You got to explain every slide to them,
Yeah.
though.
Like,
Hey, this is why it
the
is
Chargers
funny,
too,
sir.
right?
You got to explain
Jerry
why
was
it's
kind
fun.
of the star, though, in his. I assume he made sure that he.
Yeah.
Jair's different though. He's
Maybe
gonna
they
be,
do. Honestly, maybe the owners, maybe they do sign off on everything.
What
I just
did
don't think coaches pay any attention to any of this.
no, I think it's like an executive. There's no way owners and GMs and coaches are like, hey, don't forget to have that social media video schedule release on my desk.
Yeah.
By noon.
But they don't want them. They don't want them putting up so-called bulletin board material towards anybody,
Right.
towards
Yeah,
any of
I
their
get that.
opponents. That like they'd be pissed, and all of a sudden Dak comes back 9 weeks later and after he beat you, and well, they put that social media. That video they put out was disrespectful. And
But
then
in the
owner-
case of like the Chargers, like you would assume that they just got full autonomy to do that because if they didn't and it goes back to it, it's like, all right, well now we don't have time to fix this.
Yeah.
So like you guys are gonna have to come up with some bullshit deal, on schedule release day.
yeah, they have to. The Chargers people, they know who they have working
Yeah.
for them. They're probably, hey, do your thing.
I
You
guess
guys
they're
are
in
artists.
LA too, so that the access to all this kind of stuff is probably a little bit easier.
Does this catch on with people? Like, we might take some callers later and ask them, like, do these videos catch on with fan bases?
For
Do
sure.
they get behind them?
I think so, yeah.
Absolutely.
They should only get bigger and bigger. This
They're
is just the
going to, yeah.
beginning.
Yeah, that's why I feel like the bulletin board material is one thing, but the other side of it's like, hey, if everyone's taking shots at each other, like, who cares?
Yeah.
Like,
Just don't get too personal.
Yeah,
That's
well,
probably what they're saying.
That's why the Chargers was awesome. Like, they took shots at what the other teams have done. Here we go.
This slide was great.
Yeah.
So they got out of GB, up in age, Zach Wilson up there, right?
Yep.
Single
Single
Cougars in your area, of course.
The photo below them was a deleted TikTok
yes.
video from the Jets that was just like the worst TikTok
remember
of
that.
all time. Yeah, bingo. We talked about it, I think.
Even just
did.
like this is just all of the authentic Italian Sabaro like
The
Geno
Office?
Smith?
yeah,
Is it The Office
yeah,
reference?
exactly. The King of Broadway with Trey Young like taking a shot at the Knicks like
Oh, yeah. CPOY,
And then-
Smith down there. I didn't
Yeah,
see that.
Rex's damn snack bar, bottom left. That's let's go get a
Who's
damn
this
snack.
picture? Who's the missing picture?
I don't know.
I couldn't
So
figure
the
it out.
missing picture is a reporter for the Jets, and we actually did talk about this. I forget what the specific
remember
story
that, yeah.
was. Yeah, but he reported something that either wasn't true or was true, and the team got pissed off about it, and then basically no one has heard from him since then. Not like heard from, like he hasn't had access and he hasn't been like relevant since the Jets kind of buried him, I believe.
Is he still working for the team or like covering
like
the team?
Manesh or whatever?
I don't
It's
know.
not Manesh, is it?
It might be.
He was I would always see his name. Anything New York, it was him.
Yeah.
He
That's
was
what I
like,
thought.
He
That's
was
what-
like the big salacious.
That
yeah,
wouldn't
like-
make sense because I haven't heard from him.
Yeah, always stirring shit.
That's who it is, I think.
It has to be that because his name would always, if anything New York, especially the Jets, it seemed like it was him.
Yeah, and the Gabagool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's pretty
I
sweet.
don't find that funny.
What, the
Why not,
Gabagool?
Diggs? What happened?
Why not? There's good
Is there
Gabagool
anything
in
else?
New York.
Do we miss anything? Any of the
I mean, the
little
New York
nuggets?
Sack Exchange, I didn't fully understand that. Mark Klecko lines Salam. I wasn't sure what that meant, really.
It's probably
Is that their numbers or how many sacks they had?
Probably numbers.
Those are old Jets, boys.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying, is that their number of
Yeah,
the
that's,
jersey?
that's what they were called, the sack exchange.
Yeah, but like, is that their jersey number or the number of sacks they
I
had?
believe so. I believe that's their jersey number.
So that makes more sense.
Okay.
It is.
Oh, no way. I just saw this now. Right next to that, comeback player of the year, Geno Smith.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
really,
see, like the level of detail in all of these ones, like, and I haven't done this yet, but I bet if you go back and look at every single one of these, like, you can do the same deal.
Like they literally had a QR code for the Raiders that took you to a website, and then it was like, if you're a Raiders
Job
fan,
finder.
click here, and it was like how to find a job.
really.
Yeah.
Like it was just
Next
so many
level.
We're
layers.
trolling everybody.
Yes,
And now on the left side, too, are the Darnold Tower. That's what that says, right?
Yeah.
Wait, where?
Left side,
Are the
next to the Times Square sign.
Oh, is that what that says?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Is that a play on Trump Tower too? At the same time?
Oh,
want it to
and
be?
almost.
I'm wondering. New York.
almost.
Well, I don't want it to be because I know they'll be pissed off that they're disrespecting your guy's tower.
Almost
You know what I
forgot the Browns still fucking stink, and you know what? So does the Miz. Okay,
Oh yeah.
Hey,
what,
man.
what happened with
Brownie
him?
would never beat Pat in a wrestling.
Yeah. What did they say or what did they do? This one?
Yeah, so they did this entire thing.
Did he wrestle
with
somebody in the
Miz.
video or is it just?
Yeah,
Brownie.
Oh,
Brownie's
okay, I
wrestling
didn't see
everyone.
this.
Yeah, so
Brownie wrestled everybody.
their video was Brownie in the ring in one after like a
So
Royal
was Pat
Rumble.
representing the Colts?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the Miz was voicing over it.
Well, he's a Cleveland guy, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, those
You know, the Miz.
He's a scumbag.
I mean,
fucking scumbag.
that
is
guy's
a
a
scumbag.
unique character.
Yeah, unique as in shitty.
Yeah. Yeah.
At
Agreed.
golf.
Agreed. Very good golfer.
Golf is special.
One of the best looking golf swings I've ever seen. No
Yes.
joke. I'm not joking.
One of the worst distance traveled balls off a golf swing
So, you
I've
know,
ever seen.
But I've never seen anybody swing with more confidence and hold a follow through with more confidence for shots that go like 26 yards in front of them.
Exactly.
Like
I respect that.
time and time again. Like I have so much respect when you guys.
You shouldn't, though, because you can't do that.
Sometimes you gotta. Sometimes I respect sometimes delusional confidence.
Yeah,
and I
sure.
feel like on a golf
Absolutely.
course, the Miz has that. But
You
a
said
lot
at the
of-
par 3, people were actually kind of getting pissed at him, right?
Yeah,
at
Anthony
the-
Anderson,
at
right?
the
He
top.
was-
Yeah, a couple years ago, Tahoe, not the Arizona one, where because Miz has a whole pre-shot routine. And I think we hit 2 balls, and Miz lines up and does this arm thing and this wiggle for this arm thing and
Oh,
all
yeah.
this, and then he was like, "Bring this around," and I kept doing all this, and yeah, I think it was Carlton Alfonso Ribeiro and Anthony Edwards. All right, man. All right, let's do it. Come on now. All right, here
Anthony
we go.
Edwards, Dr. Green from ER.
That's Goose. That's
Anthony
Goose.
That is Goose.
That's
Anthony
Goose.
Anderson.
That is
Anthony
Goose.
Anderson, he's on that golf circuit. I think he's a big PXG guy as well.
Oh, wow.
He's a big commercial guy too.
With what?
You'll see.
Is that show still on?
What the
Big time hit show.
him with that?
Fun.
Blackish?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I don't know, to be honest.
I believe it still is.
A lot of shows getting canceled right now, so hopefully he can.
The writers
The
still
writers,
striking?
is it the writers deal is hurting everybody?
Yeah, it's a big part of it.
Late
Are they
night
just
still
canceling
dead?
them or they can't go on hold?
The ones on the fringe, I feel like, are getting axed. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. If it's a question, see ya.
But
Yeah.
Blackish is not one of those. That would be a show that would stay.
What are those? Oh, so the late night shows, are they all still running right now?
No.
They're not like Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon?
I know Fallon and Seth
They
Meyers.
said they're going to pay their writers, right?
Right.
So the
that's still
studio is paying for 2 weeks, and they're paying 1 more week after that. So they get 3 weeks.
And then they hopefully work it out and
Yeah.
get back in there.
Hopefully, this is week 2, correct?
Yep.
I think so.
Yeah.
What do the writers want? Do we know?
More
Better
money.
wages.
Yeah.
Obviously,
It-
more like
It's with
Better
the
benefits.
Better
Cut of-
pens.
Cut of the streaming.
Yeah, it's with the streaming. They want money from the
And they
streaming.
want no AI.
You think?
Oh yeah.
They
They
want
want AI.
job security for sure. But yeah, the streaming, they need
It's
to
all
get
streaming.
paid.
They got to figure because there was no like contracts or any. No one didn't know what streaming was, so I would assume that a couple people up top are keeping all those streaming numbers, right?
Bingo,
And you got to
yeah.
fight to try to get whatever you need.
I mean,
you
that's
deserve.
bad news. I just saw IBM said that in 3 years they're gonna have to cut like 7,500 people. 'cause
IBM's still a thing?
AI is gonna replace their like
Watson?
7,500 jobs. Yeah.
Yeah, IBM, of course.
Did they really say that? Can't we work together with AI and these robots?
No.
Do you have to pay AI?
No.
Yeah, so it's
Someone
one
has
of
to
those-
build AI though.
Someone
has
those
to
people make
maintain
tons.
AI.
Sweet Blake. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Can
'cause
Sweet Blake
AI need
maintain all
health
of them?
insurance and dental insurance,
Yeah.
sick days.
AI is going to want that
Eventually,
as it gains
yeah.
power and becomes
Well, guess what?
sentient.
When AI wants all that stuff, we're fucked. So it doesn't even matter.
Yeah,
Bingo.
we will have been long gone by then.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but that's really what it boils down to. Because a lot of the movies and shows now, like they're just going right to streaming. So like they have a fee,
Yeah.
and then that's
Movies
it.
will be fine. Like this isn't really going to
Yeah.
affect the
It's
movie.
just shows.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's even like the whatever. I don't even know if she's still on TV. Ellen show. Like, would that be on right now? Is Kelly Clarkson still on the air right now?
I don't know.
All
great
those
question.
people all have a bunch of writers.
Any of those like variety type shows like rely on the writing big.
What about
time.
Steve Harvey? Like Family Feud.
Family Feud?
That-
I would guess that'd be okay
Because they film a bunch at
yeah.
once.
I
Exactly.
did it. Yeah, he films. That dude is a workhorse.
I know you guys said movies are safe, but don't you think like nowadays people are like, I'd rather watch 10 episodes of a show instead of a movie?
Depending on like the
Attention span
director,
people.
right?
I'd rather watch a movie.
Yeah, potentially.
I think it's different. Yeah, it's whatever mood you're in. Like
It's like-
sometimes a good movie is what you want. Like, hey, it's Saturday night or something, whatever, and you want to.
This is probably a horrible example, but like Harry Potter becoming like a series instead of a movie, like people are gonna enjoy that a lot more just because they can
Well,
put more shit into it. Right?
If a movie hits, then that's why they make 15 sequels because they keep making
True,
money off
yeah,
of it, and
for
people
sure.
like to. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they'll both still continue to go. But
Well, in the short term, it doesn't really matter too. Like all the shows that were supposed to come out this year are still coming out because the scripts were finished. It's not as if you were expecting something to come out at the end of the year and now it's not coming out. Like that's done. It's still happening.
what about the script writers for the NFL? Are they on strike?
I don't know.
It didn't seem like it.
Yeah.
In the Jags video, they seem to be. Well, actually, they got fired at the end of it, but spoiler alert.
Damn it.
But it seemed like they were
Oh, yeah.
still writing.
Saints people too. Same deal. They showed up.
Yeah,
They were there.
you're right.
Yeah, they're pro bono anyways.
Mm-hmm.
You think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you guys? We glossed past it for a second, and then we came back to it. But yesterday, Ross Chastain, the co-owner of his team, is Pitbull, Mr.
Yeah,
Worldwide.
crazy. Well,
Armando.
Armando. Yeah, that's not his name. but-
Armando
Awesome.
Perez.
What does he not do? Pitbull is
Armando?
involved in everything.
Mondo does everything.
You're Mondo. You just call him Mondo. Okay, is that what it is in your phone? Just
Mondo?
Mondo.
Mando,
Yeah.
What's he call you?
Ton?
TD.
I thought you had a special nickname.
I thought he
No,
called
no,
you
no.
touchdown. Yeah.
What'd you say?
No.
Dogsy.
Dogsy's sweet.
Sometimes.
Is
Diggs,
that
what's your
die?
dad call you?
Anthony.
What's your mom call you?
Anthony.
You're so Italian.
Yeah.
What about you,
Yuck.
Con Man?
Connor.
Okay.
Ty.
Is your name Tyler?
No.
What is your name?
Ty.
Good for you. Good for your parents.
That's crazy.
I always
What
say
do your
whatever
parents
you want
call
to name
you?
your kid, put it on the birth certificate. Whatever you
Little
want to call
Hulk?
him, make this. You don't have to say Tyler. Like if I'm going to call you Billy, I don't need to put your name William on the birth certificate. Put Billy or Bill on the birth certificate.
Yeah. What do your parents call
Do they
you?
call you Angelic?
It's good.
Angelic James Hawk? Is that what it is?
No, but I'm going to make my wife call me that from now on. No, I've been AJ from day one.
Really?
Yeah, from the jump.
Oh,
So you got serious issues with your parents.
Yeah, you hate
No,
your
my
parents.
parents, they're the one that brought that to my attention. Because my dad's name is Dean Keith Hawk Jr., but he's gone by Keith his whole life.
No,
and
it's
he's
Pistol.
Keith's a strong
He's
name.
gone by Pistol since I was in the second grade. We've all called him Pistol, but he has always had like license and different issues with. He says, I wish they would just name me Keith. Like I wish they knew he wasn't going to go by Dean. That's what his dad goes by.
Where
So-
did Pistol come from? Was one day he wake up like, you know what? I'm sick of it. Just call me Pistol.
No, I think I've said it on here. I was a big Pistol Pete Maravich fan. Do you know who that is?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Great floppy socks.
Utah.
He had some VHS tapes you could send out in the mail and get them back, and like ball handling, spinning the ball. And I was big into that back in the day when I was playing AAU. And when I was in second grade, I used to practice in the kitchen, like the big slam the ball through your legs and do all
yeah.
those things. And Pistol was let me try this. And he was slamming it and almost hit himself right in the balls multiple times trying to do the different ball handling stuff I was doing. So making fun of him, I was like, all right, Pistol. And then it stuck.
Damn.
And now, 30-some years later.
So you're kind of keeper of the names because you also dubbed Bruce, and we never
I
looked
didn't
back.
mean to. Like Pistol, I didn't know what I was doing. We were just joshing
And you
in
called
the moment.
And you called Bill, and now he's Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that you guys were calling him Bill.
No.
No, it was always Bailey.
You guys called him Bill, though.
No.
You definitely. I didn't call him
telling
Bill. No, Bruce. I understand because I never knew Bruce's name all I knew was you guys would call him Brown, I think.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right?
that's his last name.
So
Browner.
naturally I said, what's his first name? Bruce. And you guys said, yep.
Yep.
And so
Forever.
Matt is his real name.
Yes.
Yeah, his real name is
You
Matthew.
just saw his last name and thought of the NBA player Bruce Brown.
We actually
You're
had a
like,
pretty good
he's
game the other
Bruce
night.
now.
There's a good chance of that, Evie. There is.
Yeah,
And then they
has
call
to
him
be.
that. And then I get these emails from Matt Brown, and I'm so confused at who this person
Who
is.
the fuck is this guy? Well, now
He introduces himself on calls and stuff like that as Bruce. So.
Well, I mean, when we're golfing,
Oh,
and
that's
he,
my favorite part about
when
this.
we're golfing, and he gets pissed at himself. He calls himself Bruce. Come on, Bruce.
Yeah.
He speaks in the third person
In
in
the
his
third-
fake name.
In the third
How's he
person.
say it?
He goes,
awesome.
Bruce.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yes, swear to God.
Yep.
If he hits
Bruce
a bad
is
drive
awesome.
off the tee,
Okay, what's his girlfriend call him?
Matthews.
Oh, she knew him before.
Yeah.
yeah,
His parents call him
bullshit.
Matt, obviously. They're probably so confused.
Yeah, they don't know.
Like, what do people say back if his like buddies back home? Like, what? Why is everyone calling you Bruce? Like, they're probably pissed.
I think
Yeah.
he's going to legally change his name to Bruce, so we won't have to worry about this much longer.
Yeah, no one ever called me Connor. I was always a last name guy because there was
Campbell,
like
Cam Man.
No, just Campbell.
Big
a lot
Soup?
A lot of Connors in my town.
Connor's not your last name?
No. Funny enough, Connor
I thought
is
Boston.
my,
what's
I thought
your
Boston
middle
was your first name.
my middle name is O'Neill.
That is sweet. Is
That's-
that somebody's last name?
No,
Named
that's
after-
Shaq,
after
right?
Shaq, my dad's favorite player growing up.
oh,
you
wasn't it
serious?
after Robert?
You didn't
That's
tell Shaq this?
awesome.
Yeah. So he was like, you know what? I want to name you Shaquille, but instead we'll just settle for O'Neill as a middle name.
And you're serious?
No, it's my grandmother's maiden name.
Either way, you should have told Shaq that when we had him on. Or Rob.
I
I would
was
believe either
gonna-
Rob O'Neill too. I can believe either of them.
I was gonna mention something, but then he said, "I want to talk to you. Give me the guy in the cowboy hat." Remember?
Oh yeah, Shaq was. He's
did say
awesome,
that.
man.
What was I going to say? Oh.
What's up? Oh,
You're not sure? Are you not sure? Are you not sure about what you want to say? Or
How do you feel about your team's season upcoming if they don't have one primetime game?
how many teams don't have one prime time?
Four, I think.
4. Yeah.
Do we know which ones? Which
Yeah,
one?
it's right
Yeah,
there.
they're right.
Houston, Atlanta, Indy, and
Houston,
Arizona.
Atlanta, Arizona, and the Indianapolis Colts. How long has it been since the Colts had one?
A
Have it?
primetime game?
They had one last year.
Oh, okay. I thought they were
This-
claiming they
This
didn't
will be the
have.
first time probably in 20 years. I think
I think this is
Peyton.
the first season ever where not every team is
How does
promised
Houston
a
not get
primetime
one?
game.
Would they get Stroud and Will Anderson? You would think they get one primetime game.
They-
Give them a Thursday.
Unfortunately, they still expect them to be dog shit.
Oh, they don't call Thursdays primetime, right?
No, they do.
No, they do.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
And not every
So
team.
they're
is
not playing
promised.
any Thursdays.
No.
Exactly.
Man, that's nuts to think about.
It's the first year this has ever happened.
If you're a team owner, you got to like hire some lobbyists to go sit there and yell at Goodell all year and be, "Hey, man, we need primetime games."
Yeah.
That's money right there.
And those are kind of big markets, right? Like Houston, Atlanta,
Huge. Atlanta, are you kidding me?
Indianapolis,
Phoenix.
Yeah, but it kind of doesn't make much sense. But also, you can kind of see what when you look at those 4 teams, what the expectations.
As a
are.
player too, are you just like I'd rather just have 1 p.m. games?
They are nice. Like
Lions, this happened to the Lions.
as a
last
fan-
year.
Yeah, Lions had
As
no
a-
primetime
Yeah.
games, all 1 o'clock games, and I'll say it, I fucking loved it
I
as a
love
fan.
Oh my
as a
God.
fan,
It was
I like
amazing.
What, like-
I love 1 p.m.
Well, and they're lucky. Lions are lucky because they have one just built into the schedule every year because they play on Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
12:30
Yeah.
every
in
single
Green
year.
Bay, those like you're on Central Time, so we would kick off at noon Central, 1 Eastern.
It's awesome.
Yeah, the games it didn't have as much juice, especially early on. But man, we loved it because your game's done at like 3:30.
Yeah.
The 3 o'clock, 3:30, you'd be home hanging out with your family, hanging out with the guys on the team. Like it can help your team, like because you have more time to hang out together after a game when you can actually like let loose and have some fun. And that's why I love those games, especially playing. Think about it, noon Central. I'm home with plenty of time to hang out with whoever's in town or whoever was coming over from the team. Oh, it's awesome. So that part's cool, but primetime games are primetime games. There's something different.
You know you're a good franchise when you do lose your 4-time MVP quarterback and you still have 5 primetime
I'm
games.
absolutely shocked that the
Green Bay?
Packers have 5 prime.
I figured they'd be
I'm
sitting
shocked
at
that the
4,
Chargers,
3.
or is that the LA Chargers have 6?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's a bit surprising for me.
LA.
It could be their schedule too.
What about the Rams? Where are they?
That's the thing about
2.
Yeah, they only have 2. The thing about the Chargers is same with KC. Those divisional matchups are kind of primetime games. Like those teams all could be very good. That's why Vegas has 5, and then Denver has 4. Like a lot of those are going to be divisional games.
The Green Bay one. So they have at least 2 Sunday night games.
Yep.
So when I instantly saw this last night, I was like, well, what if they're bad? they'll flex them out.
Yeah, potentially.
That's all I thought about. They'll want to flex them out if they. So they are late. So I think they are trying to protect themselves if they need to. But they're playing the Chiefs in Week 13.
Yeah, that one will stay for sure. Week 17, maybe if like the.
They're hoping that has implications for the playoffs.
Right.
Obviously, if it doesn't, it could get flexed.
Patriots could also be flexed into Week 17 if they do have implications, because that's another divisional game that will be. I hate having to have Sunday night football games. I'm gonna be honest.
You mean when your team's playing?
When you have
you're
to,
a fan of
Week 2 against the Dolphins. Like, we're playing the Eagles Week 1, not expecting it to go too hot, and then we have to play the Dolphins on Sunday Night Football for the world to see. Like that. That's not the greatest thing.
It's nice when your team's really, really good.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
When it was the Brady era. Oh yeah, give me all the I eat primetime.
But
games.
early games though, weird stuff happens in those early games where teams that are really good maybe haven't put it together yet, and someone's hurt, or like. And sometimes you can win a couple games like that.
Yeah,
cheap ones early.
First quarter of the season, I would much rather play the Eagles Week 1 versus Week 10 when they definitely have it all figured out. But I mean, it is awesome seeing the schedule. It gets you excited. I know we're
football's
still
close.
in May.
It really is close.
Oh yeah, lines are out. Lines are out and everything. It's awesome.
Yeah, we're coming up on 100 days till NFL football. Once that thing,
that doesn't feel as good. That still feels pretty far out.
It's summer.
It's a nice 100 days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's not.
Everyone's pumped now.
Not cold 100.
Even
days.
like this, I think we kind of thought it last year with the Thursday night football schedule that like there were a bunch of good games, but you look at this, with the exception of maybe like one or two, like. I think they heard Bezos loud and clear.
Mm-hmm.
Like this seems like a pretty good slate.
Yeah, look at the Jags Saints. Like that could be a questionable game, but before it's Mahomes and after it's Josh Allen.
Yep.
They have and same thing before the
Bears
Chiefs. Like Bears and Commanders, but before that they have Lions, who are a top 5 offense, and Jordan Love,
great game
who I do feel like is gonna. It just feels like the Packers are gonna
even like the
I hope. I mean. A lot of pressure on Jordan Love, no question. The Tennessee-Pittsburgh game, November 2nd. I wonder how that'll go.
That'll just be a grit your teeth and battle in the trenches.
Absolute
I could
down
see,
and dirty
I could
physical
see a lot
football
of.
game.
I could already picture that one. Not a lot of
that
people
game's
could.
going to be 49 minutes long total.
Yeah, probably will.
Is Spokane still on the team?
Steelers Pats will also.
No, Bubby's not on the team anymore. No.
Damn.
Who? Spillane?
Bubby Spillane.
Where'd he go?
The only man to destroy Derrick Henry on his own.
That clip is so fun.
I don't know.
to
He's not a
watch.
Steeler anymore, so I don't pay attention.
Oh, you don't follow?
No.
Wow.
Are the Steelers the only team with
Tony.
2 Thursday night games?
Well, that's awesome. Looks like it.
Yeah, and that's what's interesting. Like, not including the Cowboys, not including the Lions.
Bears do too. Never mind.
Yeah, not including.
They want the primetime teams in there, you know.
But that's I don't understand why we don't count Thanksgiving as Thursday night games.
It's absolutely primetime game. Thursday or Thanksgiving
or just
games.
just Thursday games in general.
As they don't. You mean put them in the same category as this?
Yeah, because the whole thing
You're right,
last
we
year.
don't. You're right.
The whole thing last year was like you can only play a Thursday game once. I mean, the Patriots and Bills played back-to-back Thursday games. That's what I don't get.
Did you see the first Monday night game?
Yeah,
pretty
doozy.
Tell us who it is.
It's a real doozy. I believe it's the Jets and somebody.
The Bills
Jets
travel
Bills.
to New York to play the Jets
on 9/11.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, that's
awesome.
going to be unbelievable.
That's going to be that ticket's going to cost you a little bit of money. Man, that'll be fun. What's that going to look like?
Yeah.
Monday night, Troy and Joe too.
Yep.
Monday night.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be
Gary
rowdy.
V's letting off fireworks at 50-yard line.
Gary
the
B,
game.
I thought was skydiving the game ball in.
No. That's the intuitive iguana.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, because he's not scared of heights. You can tell the difference though between the Thursday night slate and the Monday night slate. How much more they're paying attention to Thursday. It feels like.
Who do you think has the better?
Thursday, I would say. I mean, Panthers Saints in week 2. I think that's kind of a dud.
Well, you get to see Bryce Young.
It has the trappings to be.
Yeah, you get
Who knows,
to see
though,
Bryce
'cause
Young.
The Panthers could win that division this year.
For sure.
We have no idea.
But week 2, I just don't assume they're going to have figured out 2 weeks into and maybe Derek Carr also. Maybe
does that mean
the Saints are good?
Is ABC exclusive? Does that mean is that like Herbie calling?
What's that mean?
I think
that's where there's 2 Monday Night Football games, right?
But why? It's just the top one's ABC exclusive, and then the second one, like Rams Bengals, is what?
No, I think the bottom. I think so for that thing, the Browns Steelers is ABC exclusive, and then the Eagles Bucks are ABC exclusive, and then the Falcons Jags are ABC exclusive.
No, that's
What does that mean?
ESPN Plus
in
exclusive.
London.
That's the London game. They did that last
So
year.
it's
with
just
the Jags.
streaming.
Oh,
on
ESPN Plus.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
ABC exclusive.
ABC is just where they do like the 7 o'clock and the 10 o'clock, right?
Oh
Or
yeah,
7 and
so
8.
7. The early one will be on strictly ABC spilled water.
Doesn't
The
make sense
second one.
Will be on ESPN.
Because right there, both
Who's the
teams
second
are
crew?
East Coast. So.
Is that what Orshlovsky does? the
Didn't I
second
see a
game?
rumor that someone was replacing play-by-play?
Fowler's in there.
Yeah,
right?
Fowler's in
Fowler's
now.
in there for
Fowler's
Levy.
Okay, and then who's the color commentator?
Well, I think it was
Probably.
Orlovsky and Riddick last
Oh,
year.
that's right. They were the other crew. They would do the second Monday night.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
that's right. That's when old Dano, the old fart into the mic.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's right.
You ever say what happened?
That's what
farted.
he. That's what he
farted.
did.
What?
He farted.
He farted and the mic picked it up from
Yep.
far?
Well, he turned around and put his ass in the mic.
Yeah.
Congrats,
Remember?
Dano. You think they sprayed that mic down afterwards
Smell
before they gave it to somebody? Yeah.
No,
he-
he rubbed it into Steve Levy's eye. He got
Yeah.
pink eye. Had missed, I think.
No,
the
that
game.
was
Yeah. Couldn't
There
call
may be a
Hawk.
fight if you're rubbing a fart mic in my eyeball on live
Are
TV
you kidding me?
on ABC on Monday Night Football. If you're,
Didn't
I mean,
Chris,
that's such a
Chris Hassel
disrespectful
used to do
move.
that to you all the time, didn't he? When
Go.
you guys were calling games.
If he did, I would have to take it. Hassle, I would.
When's the last time you had pink eye?
It's been a while. Has been a while.
been a long time.
Long time.
Your kids never jump on you in bed and just fart in your face.
Yeah, they actually try to. Yeah.
That's what I genuinely think the last time you would have.
They would have to be like skin to skin fart on my eyeballs to give you pink eye, wouldn't it?
You don't let 'em?
can't
I don't
just-
think so.
I don't let them fart on me with their clothes on. Like, let alone trying to get to no. I block quick. They know. Such
Batman.
a disrespectful.
That was
move.
like that Tebow story that came out a while back.
What was that one?
When the Pouncey twins did like the heavyweight joke on him. If you could do a blindfolded sit up.
Oh, and what they? and then they put their cakes right there.
They didn't do
They
that
didn't
to
do that.
Tebo.
What are you talking about?
did
That's
that?
what the Pouncey twins said.
No.
I thought you were talking about
Hernandez was in on it too.
I thought you were talking about the
No.
other Tebow rumor that Nick brought up for New Year's Eve.
No.
Smeared poop all over the place.
No.
No, it wasn't
The
smeared.
bathroom.
Yeah, he took a big poop.
What happened, Nick?
Allegedly.
You know,
Go
you were
ahead.
there.
You guys claim he blew that toilet up at the national
Yes.
championship or the Ohio State game,
Yes. Nick went in right after him.
and you said there was
He almost passed out.
there was like
No, I mean,
like
there's
a
a chance.
spatter of poops on the wall.
I didn't describe it.
He
There's
didn't
a chance it could have happened before Tim got in there. He was in there for a while.
Was it Marty?
Marty was chawing. So
More likely- more
Marty was
like-
killing that coffee.
he
too.
was. He
More
may have
likely it
dropped-
was McGee, though.
Oh,
McGee just dropped a
he was on the
scud missile in
phone.
there.
He was on a conference call the whole time too. Didn't even skip a beat.
That's a tough situation too, because that was the only bathroom that
Was there-
everyone that was in there could use.
That was for everybody too. So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
male and female alike.
Oh yeah.
Man.
No chance I'm taking a dump in that bathroom.
There's no way.
Zero
Timmy's not
chance.
doing it. Timmy probably is like the president. They probably have a crew of people carrying a toilet with them that he can use.
Timmy could do it.
He could, but I'm saying I don't know if he would.
I took a massive dump in that bathroom at halftime.
Just because you had to?
Yeah,
Maybe
I
it was
had to.
Ty the whole time.
Was it Ty?
No, it wasn't me. I mean,
Ty, hold on.
It was definitely Ty.
I'll claim it.
Was anyone waiting for you when you got out?
No,
Were you worried about that? Like Hannah Storm's waiting outside the door?
no.
And you just have splattered poop everywhere?
Well, yeah.
No, I mean, I'm keeping it in the bowl. I'm not fucking splattering it everywhere.
I sure hope so. I saw you walk off during the show yesterday. I don't know what
and
happened.
Go stick your head in that toilet in there. It's about as clean post dump as any toilet you're gonna find.
On the break, I'll make sure to
Yeah.
stick my head in
If
there.
Hannah Storm was waiting outside too, Ty's not a prick. He's a gentleman. He would say, "Listen, Hannah, don't use that toilet.
Yeah.
First of
Give
all,
that
the seat's
15
warm.
minutes.
Yeah.
Or
Second
I
of all,
thought
it
you might
reeks.
like, yeah, jeez. That's terrible.
There was one next to it as well that I believe was labeled woman.
Oh, there
So
was.
I think that was
I
just
thought
the
you
men's.
I thought there was like you open the bathroom door and there's two toilets like just on the wall and no stalls and you tried to
Facing
say,
each
"Hey,
other?
you good?" You tried to invite people in. "Hey, you're good. This one's open."
I
This
would have
one's
been
open."
okay with that.
Would you?
Yeah.
We had a couple locker rooms like that we'd go into, and there's just like 4 toilets just sitting next to each other, no walls, nothing anywhere.
I love it. I respect
That's
that.
sick.
I mean,
You
I'm
know,
not
guys.
taking a shit in a public like bathroom unless like I really have to take a shit.
But
So,
with you though, Ty, it seems like you always really have to go.
not
when
always.
you have to go.
Not always, but like if it's I mean,
It seems like it's usually you have multiple emergency situations a
for
day.
sure.
Every day or just
not every day. Not every day, but like yesterday, you get Chick-fil-A. You haven't had it in a while. Okay, it eats you up a little bit, and that's That's labeled an emergency situation.
Yeah, that happens all the time.
I was watching you eat fried shrimp and fries and something else earlier.
That's
How's
right.
that going to handle you?
I should be okay because
In theory, you'll be all right.
Yeah, I mean fried shrimp usually not an issue. What could be the issue was the cheese that I was dunking.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
dunking
all the
fries
stuff.
in.
All that doesn't everything messes with your stomach, doesn't it? Because you had your whole stomach taken out.
A little bit, but it's Friday, so
of Adam
we're
Cole.
gonna
Feel
we're gonna
Good Friday.
enjoy TGI Fridays on Friday.
Boom.
It is Feel Good Friday. And also, last night, just a quick pivot, there's some great basketball played. Con Man, I'm surprised we've gone 50 minutes and didn't mention the unbelievable game not only Jason Tatum had, but the rest of the Boston Celtics to win, huh?
Yeah, a lot of people were saying Jason Tatum didn't really come to play because he was 1 for 13
At the end,
going
though,
into the
when
fourth.
it mattered, he did.
He was unbelievable.
He outscored the whole team, right, in the fourth quarter?
Yes, he did. He outscored the Sixers, but he played unbelievable. Like he affected the game on defense, rebounding, blocks. He also started the game off with like 3 assists. Jaylen Brown didn't play as great, and then right after the game in his press conference said the Garden hasn't been that loud as of late, so we're going to need the fans to bring it on Sunday.
I missed it. I just saw when he slipped and almost died on the
bingo.
floor.
Yeah, and
the game kept going, so awkward. Game kept going, and he's just pointing to the wet spot. Like,
yeah, that was weird. And he also was like limping around, and then he like jumped out to the 3-point line. But no, I fully expected to lose last night, and it was awesome that they didn't. Tatum, like you just mentioned, came alive. He scored. He had 4 threes in the fourth quarter. I think he had 16 points in the fourth, maybe 17.
16,
forget.
I think. 16, and they only had 14, I believe.
Yeah,
and Embiid didn't. He say he didn't touch the ball the last 4 minutes.
Embiid didn't do much.
No, Maxey was running around with his hair on fire.
Maxey's almost been I won't say he's almost been their best player, but he has been the guy that because we were up 15 in the second quarter. It
was a lot.
And Maxey went on a little run. He had two threes and a layup. So he's been unbelievable. But no, it's awesome. Game 7, pumped for it. Still have,
Sunday?
post-traumatic Game 7 disorder from the Boston Bruins. So I'm really not too prepared for it yet. But yeah, that will be Sunday.
the Nuggets
Favorites now.
Nuggets closed them out. Suns are
What
out.
happened to your Suns, AJ?
It's not my Suns exactly. I'm a big fan of the gorilla that jumps off the trampoline and dunks.
He's the man. He's not as cool as Rocky, who climbs 60 stories and throws a basketball over his head.
True.
I did see that.
Yeah, that is the Nuggets guy. He's awesome.
That felt dangerous. So the Nuggets, they closed out the Suns.
Beat
What
the hell out
a
of them.
disappointing year.
They-
Yeah, they were killing. They were annihilating them early on. I know that. When I was
Slaughtered. They were up 30 at halftime. Game
Yeah.
was over. They scored 81 points in the first
Nuggets
half.
might win the whole damn thing.
I'm so Jokic is so intriguing to me. Just watching him lumber around the court.
Yeah.
He's such a good ball handler. Like, imagine watching him when he was younger, and they're like, "Hey, this guy's the next big thing. He could be the MVP of the NBA." You'd be like, "Really?" Like, if you watch him, but then you see how skilled he is. It's just how he goes about it is so unique.
Yeah, he's crazy good. And the only guy that can really cover him, and granted, who knows how healthy he is, but is Embiid going forward in these last 4 games.
Did they say AD, though?
Don't
AD's
say
good
it to
defender.
Lakers.
I know. I won't say it to Lakers fans, but AD is also, he's also AD. So we'll see what happens because Jokic doesn't.
Is he playing tonight?
Exactly. I don't know. And that's what I mean
would
by
assume so.
AD's
Also,
AD.
did you see Draymond? Was it the same game he fell and hit the back of his head?
Yep. No.
That was the game before.
I believe that was.
But he
game-
was right back in. I'm like, I thought this dude's out for good.
Yeah, that was Game 4, not Game 5. But yeah, he
Weren't you surprised?
bashed his head.
Yeah. He had a scary looking fall with Joker. With
LeBron.
Joker. Oh, with LeBron, my
Yeah.
bad. And then the back of his head looks like it hit the ground a
Bashed
little bit.
off the ground, yeah.
And then he just, boom, we're going.
Draymond's a tough cuss.
I know he is. I'm saying I didn't know they let it happen. If that was in the NFL, you're not allowed to stand up and get the cobwebs out. You can't do that.
Yeah,
You're out of here.
He's a mean son of a bitch. But yeah, these games tonight will be awesome.
You should be allowed to wobble back to your corner.
I'm gonna wobble back. Is Connor fighting anybody?
Yeah, he's
anytime
supposed
soon?
to fight Michael Chandler this summer.
Remember, we always ask Dana.
Is he going to be at the UFC as a big, like a
International
event in July?
Fight Week?
Yeah, is it going to be then?
That would make sense.
In Abu Dhabi?
It's usually Vegas.
No, it's in America.
Okay.
But he's going back over to Fight Island though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Slop. I know Slop's
Slop's
gonna be
going there?
Yeah, Slop will be there.
Slop is.
How
gonna
is
be
Slop doing?
Slop is the numbers are insane.
Off the charts.
So-
Online,
social
right?
media.
Do they have? Are they on TV anymore? On
They did one pay-per-view.
It's on what is it?
They did.
Fuel?
Wait, weren't they
Rumble?
on USA
Rumble.
CW
Rumble.
or something? Weren't they on something early?
Live Golf was on CW.
Yes, but wasn't Slap on TNT for a minute? Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
TBS.
It was, and then
Yeah.
someone got
TBS.
slapped and their jam spilled everywhere, and they said not on fucking cable anymore.
Yeah, because Stephon Diggs recorded it. He was like, "This is no crop. This is unbelievable."
And
I
have
need more
people
of this."
watching fucking jam spill out of everybody's head on fucking
Can't
national
do it. That's
TV.
just
It's
crop.
fucking crap.
That is crop.
Yeah. So when you got Jom from the ears, are you kidding me?
Would you guys go to a live Slap event?
Oh yeah.
I bet it sounds nasty.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'd rather go.
Do they put earplugs in or things that protect their
They
ears?
put cotton swabs in their ears.
Still would hurt.
He
That
said
dude
it
catches
helps.
you. Yeah, I'm
Doesn't-
sure it helps.
It doesn't blow your eardrums out.
Okay, if
I
you're
saw a guy
getting
wearing a
slapped-
mouthpiece.
That's smart.
Yeah, but I'm wondering.
Wait,
like
what?
Temple?
You didn't think this mouthpiece?
No,
Or
you
the
can't.
button.
There's the strike zone.
You
Oh, there's
have
a
to hit that
mouthpiece.
strike zone. Gosh.
And cotton swabs.
Yeah, those are earbuds or earplugs. Man, look at that dude's forearm fully extended.
Yeah, yo.
That guy had to go out cold, right?
You never know.
His eyes are closed there.
Depends on the chin.
I think this guy actually got hit, spun around, and then slopped the other guy right in the face in one fluid motion.
How tough would that be? What if you're standing and you knew hey, I'm going first. If I don't knock this guy out, this giant human's going to for sure kill me. So you're putting all into it, and you hit him as hard as you can, and he doesn't even flinch. Just stares right
That's
back.
happened. That has happened.
I think
before.
I'd like it better.
Can you quit? Can I walk out now?
Oh, yeah.
Leave and not get hit?
I think I'd like it better
forfeit.
if the things that they use for eye surgery to keep people's eyes open during eye surgery, if they had that for slap, so that they couldn't close their eyes when they got slapped, that'd be
So
sweet.
these guys are knocked out with their eyes spread open so big. Yeah, I'm sure
be
they'll
cool.
gain more
Can you imagine the social
mainstream
numbers?
media fans.
The social numbers
Exactly.
are
Social
already
numbers would blow
people
up.
can't even understand
I'll
the
hit
social
you.
numbers.
I'll hit you into socials. You ever had anybody say that to you? I've had people say, "Hey," and they don't want to say like, "Hey, give me your number. We'll get you." Yeah, I don't. Hey, I'll hit you up on socials. And I'm like, "Yeah, man, give me on the socials."
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, believe me.
What do you say to
If you're
him?
lucky, I walk away. It's usually as we're like leaving. Okay, yeah. Oh man, I'll find you on socials or whatever. I'm like,
So
yeah.
someone did that at the Kentucky Derby.
I was just going to say.
No, they didn't actually. It happened to me in Arizona at the Super Bowl week a couple times actually.
Oh, at the waste management
I
thing?
was like, first off, you don't I'm old. That's probably for old. I don't know if old people. That's not even an old people.
So has the rapping golfer guy found you on your socials yet, or
That guy was good. That was not him.
Kelly
That was
James?
Not
Now
him.
you know.
Yeah,
It's
what did
time
he
to
say?
go.
We're talking about
For show.
we did it closest to the pin situation at the waste management. Pat and I
Not
did.
Bob Parsons' course.
Not
No.
Bob Parsons' course. We found out. We learned that quick.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
I did.
I can't believe you're still breathing.
What did he do? What did he, remember you looking when he was turning around looking to see what the
He
what
looked
was
at
he doing?
Pat, right?
He looked at Pat and said, "What is this guy talking about?"
I saw the whole. It was like slow motion. I was watching, and I wasn't really sure if it was his course or not. I was pretty sure it wasn't because he didn't mention
Yes, the waste
the waste
management.
management
Yeah.
and all of it. So as you started asking it, I was like, oh yes, I was so pumped. And then when I realized it all played out exactly how I would hope.
Yeah, so we were like 45 minutes into a conversation with a guy that I didn't even know existed, 46 minutes before it, which I should have. That's on me. And also, I asked the question wrong. So once I started talking, then there are times this happens. Michael Scott has said it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I start talking. I don't know where it's going. And that was one of those situations.
Happens to all of us.
Yeah, it caused a great moment. I mean, at least
I loved it.
Bob Parsons is a character in The Office forever.
Bob Parsons probably remembers that too, and he will.
Oh, he'll
remember
never forget it. He's
I-
got a dartboard with Connor's head in the middle of it, and he's just.
it. See?
I hope
Oh,
he
yeah.
forgets it. Yeah. Jeez Louise. I hope he gets a major so that he can be, or a tournament or
A
something.
tournament, yeah, I hope he brings waste management. They're pretty set. Maybe get
Yeah.
a live event.
Yeah, maybe. Bob
you want
Parsons
some?
doesn't strike me as a live guy, though.
Is that a thing though? Like if you're a golf course and Liv wants to come to your course, I guess you have to make a decision, right? Like is
Yeah.
that a political thing?
It's the same
Is that
exact
a political decision
Yeah.
though? Like, is it?
same exact thing with the live asking players. You're associated
I guess it is
with
the
them.
same. Yeah, I guess it's the same. But if you want to host a tournament, it's different than signing a contract for 3 or 4 years, I guess. But if you're signing a contract, hey, you'll play here every year for the next 5 years, so it is the same.
Yeah. And
So people do have to make a decision.
I don't think Arizona, based on the people I know who live through AQ Shipley, would have that big of a problem with it.
Yeah.
But
Just
also
anyone other than AQ Shipley, you're
strictly
basing
based
that
off
off of.
strictly based off AQ.
And with AQ, the size of his head and how smart he is, he can influence a lot of people.
Absolutely.
Think about it. Like whatever he says, there's going to be a lot of people. Yep. Mm-hmm, yes.
The fight camp? Are you kidding me?
Right.
Imagine if he grabbed you with both hands and he went, "Gah," and just headbutted you.
I die.
Or skull would just crush.
Yeah, he'd
Snap my neck.
Yeah, it'd be like the mountain.
Oh yeah. He boxed Connor. He sparred Connor.
Yeah.
That's right, McGregor. Yeah.
We're gonna take a quick break, guys.
Okay.
You know that?
Yeah,
Who's coming up after the break, Con, man? Can you let us know who's coming on around 110?
I mean, around 110 is the one, the only AJ Hawk's best friend from Ohio State, the General Bobby Carpenter.
Oh,
Robert Carpenter
How
III will be
about
here, and then 2:15, Ian Rappaport. I don't know if
Nice.
I don't think his hat and glasses are still here. He probably took those home.
I would imagine.
Yeah, he wanted to keep those.
He definitely wanted to keep those. He could wear them on the slopes whenever he goes skiing next
Can
and
go
playing
boozing.
golf. But boys, let's take a quick 5. We'll be back. Everyone stick around. Bobby Carpenter right on the other side. Take 5.
Fight!
Hell yeah, Red Panda. All over this planet Earth. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, Red Panda is in the Thunderdome.
My God.
Let's go. Hi, Red Panda. Thank you so much.
I'm hyperventilating, Pat. I think I'm going to have a fucking heart attack.
Mad Mel, could you tell me about the scouting report on Red Panda?
Absolutely explosive. You will never see someone with this kind of stability and balance in all your life. Been an absolute game changer for the last 30-plus years. Brings her A game every single time she comes on the court or multi-purpose field.
And
look at her go.
Completion to Red Panda. He's in the trenches. He's got his eyes on the prize. The ball is going on the head of Red Panda. 2 balls completed from AQ Shipley.
This is nuts. Are you serious? This is
AQ can hold more than 2
work.
plates, 2 bowls.
No way.
I absolutely love this song. Oh, my God.
There we go, Red Panda. 1 for 1.
If Red Panda goes perfect on a day, we'll give away $50,000.
Whoa.
To one person that retweets this video and says something nice to somebody.
Red Panda, the legend, performing during the first round at the Thunderdome. She's 1 for 1 on bull tosses from her right foot to her head.
Come on.
Oh, my God.
No way.
Oh, my God.
2? No.
Red Panda stacking 2 bowls on top of each other and...
She did it!
Red Panda! She's batting and pitching a perfect game! There's no way this should be humanly possible.
No.
But what is impossible? It's I'm possible.
Yes. Whoa.
And whenever you're talking about Red Panda, you're talking about the biggest I'm in the history of I'm possible.
Yes.
What
Hell
she
yeah.
does every single night is not supposed to happen.
Uh-uh.
There's no way you're supposed to be able to accomplish this feat.
No way. No.
AJ Hawk, what you say? How many people can do this? None. Just Red Panda. 5 bowls.
Let's go. Let's go.
$50,000 to somebody.
Let's go.
Say something nice to somebody. And uses the hashtag PMS Draft Spectacular. Red Panda, take a bow. Hell yeah.
Wow.
That was awesome.
Hey, it was.
Ladies and gentlemen, a man with the dog mentality, Paisano, Coach Sirianni. You're fucking awesome, dude. Did you ever feel any pressure that you were going to have to change and adapt to being a head coach and speaking in the same bullshit ways that every other head coach talks in?
Some of the best advice I got was be yourself, because if you're not yourself, everyone's going to see through it.
The messaging is the same. You're just doing it in your own way. And I think that's the most important part. And being authentic, you're 100% right. As you were saying, if I wasn't me, everybody who would tell the fucking locker room immediately going to be like, well, this guy, he's a stooge. There's another coach that wants to talk to you. Coach Sirianni, your question for Coach Sirianni.
I feel like I know you just as good as I know myself.
What is it about Jalen, you think, from your point of view, last year to this year, that is like cementing him as a guy that people are talking about? This motherfucker might win the MVP.
Well, I know which one thing you want me to say. He's a dog.
Yeah! Yeah!
He's a dog!
Yeah! Fucking dog!
Do you maybe want to play best 2 out of 3, rock, paper, scissors, coach first coach?
You're there forever, huh? Like, that's that you have to have that mindset as the head coach? Like, do you feel like you're the perfect head coach for the Philadelphia Eagles? Because it feels like the team is the perfect representative of the city of Philadelphia. And I might be wrong. I'm from Pittsburgh, so the Johns are going to judge me for that.
I love the passion of the city and how much they care about football, because I care about football. I love football. I don't have a lot of hobbies. My biggest hobby is football.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, what you got?
Scissors. Yeah, the same person.
Okay.
We both threw scissors.
Dog mentality really is to be in the moment that you're in now and not worry about what happened in the past, not worry about what's going to happen in the future. It's all about our process and about being here today to make sure we're about to go 1-0 this week. That's it.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, I definitely got Jason Kelsey the kegs of beer. I was just trying to sweeten the deal of him coming back. As long as I'm the football coach here, I want him here, so I'm ready to give as many kegs of beer to him next year and the year after that and the year after that, because that guy is a dog.
Rock, paper, scissors,
shoot.
Same man.
We are getting our ass kicked in this preseason game. Belichick is taking it to us. It's halftime, and we are getting booed like you've never been. I was like,
paper,
rock, paper,
scissors,
shoot.
Oh, I think you might have rock there, but hey.
You got no idea what I'm going to do because you're like, there's no way he's throwing scissors again. Come on, baby. I got a damn flower thrown at me. Right? A flower chucked down. We lost to the Chargers. Boom, flower chucked down.
Hey, how's your little manure settling in? That's literally what that John said as they were throwing that John at you. They were like, how's the manure and how's the flowers coming, coach?
Hey, this is game 7 here. Rock, paper, scissors,
shoot.
Oh. Scissors again. He threw scissors again, so did I. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, you guys are the same. Come on, hey, this is for 15 or 10.
Paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh! Dog mentality.
I got dog mentality, coach. What can I tell you?
Hey.
Why?
Let's go.
This show fucking stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for it. AJ, you never cease to amaze me with your toxicity, pal.
You got a couple of these?
God damn it! What the fuck are you doing?
Fuck Boston.
Welcome back to the Pat McAfee Show. Feel Good Friday, May 12th. I'm AJ Hawk sitting in for Pat as he's back home with his nice new baby Mackenzie. Feel good! And his wife Sam doing a great job. His baby's what, a little week and a day now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Congrats. It's awesome. It's awesome seeing him, especially they got to come in. I know you guys were here when Pat and Sam came and brought the baby, and Mackenzie was in here her first time, and seeing everything they're going through is cool. I'm sure both of you two guys right there, whatever face Ty's making, looking at somebody back here in the picture.
Bill's taking an action shot. Yeah.
Is probably gives you guys memories. It probably brings you back to 9 months ago, 12 months ago when you guys became fathers for the first time, right? How old are both of your kids now? If it's a public thing.
8 months.
Yeah, mine's about to be 11 months.
Okay, so yeah.
Almost a year.
Yep, getting close to a year.
Young ones.
It's awesome.
Did you guys plan on being dads when you were young?
No.
Did you ever think of having a kid?
I think I was indifferent.
Like how young?
Yeah.
You mean
I don't
like
know.
when I was 12?
Before you
was
ever
I
had a kid?
thinking about-
I never thought of having kids until I had kids.
I didn't think about it until...
as my wife was pregnant, I thought about that. But
when you had kids pretty young.
Yeah, but we were married 5 years before we had our first.
16?
What's that?
You were 16?
That was his bastard.
I have
That's
I have a
different story.
31-year-old that lives in Colorado.
Yeah. It's a different
I'm
story.
only 39, so shooting it early. Huh?
We don't talk about his bastard, okay? Jeez
Come on.
Louise. Leave
Not
that,
the case.
Leave that be.
That's not a thing. It's not a thing, con man. But we will have Bobby Carpenter here in a couple minutes. Ian Rappaport will be here at 2:15. How do you think he feels? Like, do you think he's upset about how he was treated? No, Ian. You think he feel like he
While
was
he was
treated
in
okay?
studio?
Yeah.
No, we treated him great.
We were great. I feel like we were great.
We were best friends.
He loved it. He was a big fan.
Standing ovation when he walked out of the
You
place.
did. I saw that. That was a nice video.
Yeah.
Did he put that out then?
No, I did.
That's right. Ian's awesome. He gets it.
He's a man. Yeah, he gets it.
He couldn't turn around because he had tears of joy streaming down.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah.
He had been gone for because he went straight from the Derby to here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We walked out.
No, he
walked
went to
through-
New York for 2
Yeah, he
hours.
did.
Yeah.
Or wherever he
Saw
lives.
his kids and then said, all right, see you guys.
Glad I get to leave you.
Even though it's an hour and a half drive from like Kentucky, he could have just came straight here.
We actually looked it up on the security camera. There was tears of joy, and he had his arms wide open.
And he was playing Coldplay.
Arms wide open.
That's pretty cool. Are you guys going to put anything out here? There's so much grass. You going to put a golf course out there?
Nah, they're putting a full water park out there.
Oh, my God.
There's been a lot of
Let me
ideas
know
for
when
it.
that opens up.
Definitely. You know what a water?
I'm going head first.
Have you seen a wave pool before?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have one.
Oh, my God.
Back here, there's going to
Why
be.
didn't you tell me earlier?
A full paintball course.
You never asked.
I'm great at paintball.
Yeah, not as good as me.
I'm better
but
in the woods than the blow up things. I'm not as good. I need
blow
to be
up
in the
things
woods.
stink.
Oh, see, I love the blow up things. You
Well,
get me in the
tournament.
fucking snake. Good luck.
Speedball.
Good. Oh, dude, we're going to ambush you. We'll get 15 guys. And we're just.
We want real life.
I'm putting real bullets in mine,
combat
too. Every once in a while,
situation.
there's a real bullet that flies
You
out
see, I freeze my
you do that?
paintballs so
to
they
shoot people.
so they
Wow.
don't explode.
In
You freeze
Chicago.
them, don't you?
Yeah.
All your paintballs are frozen. Then you have cyanide in there, too, I heard.
Exactly. So if it hits you, you start to fucking feel it.
In Chicago, we have a paintball course that's like
What's
based
happening?
off of like Call of Duty maps. It's pretty sweet.
That is sweet.
That would be sweet. In Chicago?
It's like the suburbs, but yeah.
Every birthday party I had from ages 6 to ages 22, we were going paintball.
You sure not 26, 27?
I'm sure.
You sure you're not still doing it?
I'm sure I'll go alone, but I mean that's just
You
strictly,
go and just dominate some young kid?
Yeah, it's
Hey,
strictly-
I'm on the blue team. This old guy comes in and starts mopping up.
That's when I want to test my piece, though. I just want to make sure it's still got the gas, you know.
You got the quickest little trigger.
Oh yeah, like Dwight
Honestly, though,
Schrute.
I know we're joking about it, but Paintball's fun.
It's the best.
I love paintball.
We did it as a
Absolute
team a few times in Green Bay.
Hell
They'd
yeah.
take us in at the end of OTAs. And I tell you what, we were competing. You would think we were like in a full-go
It's
real
always a great
situation.
time.
When it's in the woods too, it really is. I mean, you're playing Call of Duty.
Unless you get caught in a Jagger bush, then it's not fun.
Yeah.
Not fun.
Yeah, then they ambush you and get shot in the neck and face and everything.
Yeah, you see a thorn bush, all of a sudden you try and push whoever's near you into it.
Go behind him. Hey.
Yeah.
Yep.
You go first.
Take cover right there, right?
Smacking at guys' hoppers, trying to knock all their paintballs out.
Yeah,
Yeah, that happened to a
messed
kid at
up.
a birthday party.
You guys use a paintbrush as a
Stomped
knife?
on all of his paintballs.
Looks like you're out.
That is a good move. Knock into a hopper.
It was.
Say use a paintbrush as a knife?
Yeah, I use it as a combat knife out there.
No,
Like
no
a
one's
get
getting
your
close.
bayonet. You put a paintbrush out there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But I mean, you also they
Paint
also
roller?
have paintball grenades. Have you seen one of those
No.
things?
I don't
Those
know.
are sweet.
How do they like legit?
It's like a sprinkler.
They don't work great with a lot of
Because
them.
they're not putting like a charge in there to disperse
are.
the paint.
No, they are.
They are.
Yeah, if
C4.
if it lands on your foot, you'll lose your foot.
Yeah.
They sell these like at Toys R Us.
They put them in like an empty like Coke or Pepsi bottle, so you got to watch out because that hot plastic will,
Yeah, melt on your
Also,
skin.
paint
Yep.
mines. Those are crazy.
See, let me ask you a question.
This is the problem.
You
I
think,
could go 3 hours straight with this with you guys, and you're.
you think I'm going to walk up behind someone and pull out my paintbrush and slap it on their back, or am I going to put that barrel right in the back of their neck?
Boom.
I can put one there.
Boom.
Oh,
Don't
that
move.
well-
Don't move. And then they flinch. Boom. Sorry.
You could also go heavy artillery and get the catapult howitzers launching whole paint cans over
Yeah.
the other
Yep.
side.
Yeah.
If I mean,
One
I tell
time-
you what, if they're throwing full paint cans, sign me up.
One time I saw Nick. He called it an AC-130. Okay, and it
Was it a drone that dropped paint all over the whole?
No,
town?
it was like one of those planes that put out forest fires, and it just dropped fucking I don't know 700 gallons of paint.
Yeah, you have to call it in.
This is some high level stuff you guys are doing.
Yeah. You green light the fucking target that you want to hit it on.
It's like
and then-
Tropic Thunder.
Pop
Exactly.
smoke. You ever pop smoke?
I mean, I would.
Yeah.
There's lead-based paint too. It's a violation of the Geneva Convention, but
Hey, somebody that knows a lot about the Geneva Convention is waiting on the line, guys. You know who's here?
Who's
you know,
that?
Our
Is
special
our
guest
general?
is about to be here. This guy played with me at Ohio State. He actually saw, my alligator Jimmy that we had. Bobby spent plenty of time with Jimmy. Bobby loved him. I feel like he and Jimmy got along very well. So let's not keep this guy waiting. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bobby Carpenter. Bob?
Well, I mean, first of all, that paintball conversation was tremendous.
Bob's still reeling from the paintball. He had all these ideas going through his head.
Listen, there's a lot of things coming in, asking from both ways. I had to figure out, I mean, we're talking about calling in air cover. I mean, as if we're in Vietnam here, using lead-based paint and everything else. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out how AJ dropped in a Toys R Us reference when I don't know if there's been a Toys R Us around for the last decade. So we're potentially going to get that. And then, well, also with that, did you guys ever, what we would do when we were younger, we would freeze the paintballs. You put them in the freezer. Yeah.
You're my
I mean,
general.
it's like getting shot with marbles at that point.
Bingo.
They may not bust, but like you're definitely going to inflict a heck of a lot more pain and get some welts on your guys.
Yeah, Bob used to tell me he used to heat the paintballs up, and then he and his brothers would dump in this one bucket all week, and they would dip all the paintballs in poop too.
Love that move.
And then spray them out at you. It was terrible. You get hit in the neck or like near the face, you're smelling that for weeks.
Hey, Jay.
Carpenter family too.
Oh,
A lot of
to
protein
poop
in
well.
that family. He's a lot of Carpenter boys.
What's your problem?
What?
I don't know about the all poop. I mean, if you want to just do that, AJ, you might as well just throw it in a plastic bag and then just let it fly. Get the
That's a
latex
grenade.
gloves and just
Boom.
hurl random turds at people.
Poop bag.
Light it on fire. Do a Molotov poop bag.
Yeah.
Hey, Bobby.
So
Go ahead, H.
yeah.
Bobby, quick pivot here. We think you are the guy that gives us all information on the NIL situation going on in college.
Yep.
What's the landscape look like? Are there any rules or guardrails for teams? And how's I know you have a good eye on like what Ohio State is doing. How is what they're doing compared to the rest of the country and all the other big time schools? Are they able to keep up?
Yeah, I mean, I think Ohio State's keeping up. It's for different schools. I mean, obviously, not to speak crazy here, but there was a time where I think there more schools were kind of involved in passing money to players, maybe illicitly than there were before. So maybe certain schools had a stronger infrastructure set up to be able to do that, and so it took some of the other schools maybe some time to catch up. But being a year in, like I think this stuff's kind of figuring itself out. And one of the things, I mean, you get into this if they talk about these contracts and everything. I mean, the contracts really aren't worth the paper they're written on. And you go and you're 6 months in and you're not performing anymore. Well, hey, we renegotiate our NIL deal, or it was a rolling 6 month or year program. You're not going to get the same allotment that you got last year. And so with that, maybe that tells the player, well, you can stay here, maybe take less, or potentially go and find greener pastures. So like it started to kind of settle out a little bit. Because my thing, I look at this, like you're signing up guys where you're telling me that you're going to commit X number of dollars, like let's say $500,000 a year to a player out of high school. When AJ, you know as well as I, Pat, anybody that played, they'll sit there and tell you like, this guy may have been a 5-star, or, all these accolades coming in, and they get there and you're like, yeah, this dude really isn't it. Maybe they don't have it physically. Maybe they're not able to do it just because they really don't care. I mean, they're more concerned about over there going and playing paintball and dropping paint from the sky and everything else like that, shooting people from pellet guns from the dorm windows. I don't know. But I mean, there's a lot of other things to get into in college. And so that's the problem, is the rub of them trying to figure that thing out. And I believe the water is starting to kind of find its lowest point, where now people are a little more cautious. People got, their agent, everyone's got an agent too. They're throwing out these numbers, and a little bit of it's fishing. It's like, all right, well, if you're going to get that over there, well, then maybe you should just go there. And then all of a sudden they start coming back. Well, the player really likes it here and doesn't maybe want to go to the other school, meaning, yeah, well, your offer is pretty good and they'd rather come here anyway. And that, whatever dollar amount we threw out that was crazy, well, maybe it's not as crazy anymore.
Todd Schmidt has something for you.
Yeah, General, we've seen it happen in the NFL with guys, betting on stuff. And then now, with Alabama's baseball team, something just came out. Their head coach gets fired with them. I don't want to say fixing games, but something, kind of to weird going on. And then same deal with, it came out with Iowa, multiple students or multiple athletes like across multiple sports. Same deal with Iowa State. Do you think that's something that's kind of like the next wave in terms of not necessarily NIL, but like all these schools are going to have to stay on top of that because stuff is changing so fast? All these states are coming online with gambling, and like kids don't know whether or not they can bet on like NFL and stuff while they're in school. Like, do you think that's going to be a massive issue with college athletics moving forward?
So here's the problem: is the NCAA's tried to tell us for years that college athletes are the same as normal students. And then all of a sudden, on the other hand, like, but you can't transfer, you couldn't take money, you couldn't do this, what a normal student could do. And now they're also telling you, like, you can't gamble, not even on your own sport. Now, everybody understands, like, if you play college football, you can't gamble on college football. You play college baseball, you can't gamble on college baseball. If you play in the NFL, you can't gamble on the NFL. Now, you can gamble on other stuff, just not from your team facilities, so you get that. But that's part of the problem, is they got to figure out that rule, because that to me is inherently biased towards the players. And you have the thing that, obviously happened out of Iowa, which was a number of players across a bunch of sports. You have the head coach at Alabama, which to me was kind of crazy. You've got a guy, we all knew that young people may make some mistakes. You look at the decisions you guys made in college. I can tell you, AJ and I mean, it's only a 3-hour show, but I mean, it might take a whole week to go through all the bad decisions that we made. So I don't necessarily, you knew that was going to happen with some of the college guys. Coaches, like, I don't think anybody ever anticipated that. Mm-hmm. But one thing that is reassuring, and this is inherently like, and young people today, and I sound like I'm 1,000 years old, grew up with, phones and social media, and they had all this access. They should know by now, man, anything you do on your phone is getting tracked. This era of like being able to skirt around and hide, like you're not going to a bookie in a back alley. You're making a bet on your phone that's being geofenced, tracking you to where you are with your credit card information and everything else. Like, they know all that stuff. So I think it will probably subside because the punishments are going to be stiff. I doubt these people are going to be able to play again. And, they probably shouldn't, especially if you're betting on your own games in your own sport. You have to draw a line at that. I think they should be able to bet on everything else. Right now, it's like, as long as the NCAA sanctions it, you can't bet on that sport. So what does that leave? Like UFC, boxing? I mean, everything else is basically a collegiate sport as well. Yeah, so it's ridiculous. So they got to change that rule. You just can't bet on your own sport and let that happen. But, man, by the way, I mean, they got the Gambling Hall of Fame going up now. I mean, they're putting a shrine to some of the best bettors. My only hope is you can get some guys like, maybe that Alabama coach, Pete Rose, goes in there. Art Schleister. The ref out in the ref.
Donahue.
Yeah, Tim Donahue. I mean, these are some Shoeless Joe. I mean, put some of these guys in there that were willing to kind of give it all up for the love of wagering.
That's right. Tone Diggs, what do you have?
Phil Mickelson.
Yeah, General, I had a question, because for first time in a while, Ohio State doesn't have a proven quarterback going into the season. Who is going to be the quarterback, and would you have rather had them go after like a proven quarterback like Sam Hartman or Spencer Sanders or something like that?
I mean, here's the problem. when you start getting in the portal. I mean, portal's got it's a little bit, like crack cocaine. I mean, we get in there, we feel good, but the next day we may have a little buyer's remorse because in the immediacy, that's going to solve your problems. Like, hey, man, everything that was here, don't even worry about that. But if I'm a guy who goes to a school, and that'd be Ohio State, you look at the best schools, they haven't built their rosters with all transfers. And once you get established, I mean, you're talking about buying the garnishes for the meal. Like, dude, you want to be able to have your homegrown steak and most of your stuff. You don't want to make your whole meal a transfer portal because the guys that are there, whether it's their position or not, they're going to say, hey, we're working hard. We're doing everything we can. We're not like AJ and Bobby going out, drinking and maybe knocking side views off cars and like random stuff that, was outside of the realm of legality. We're doing everything we should do. We practice hard. We play hard. We go to school. We lift hard. We're good teammates. And now I just watched them bring in another guy who, maybe is better right now, but will he be better in 3 games or 6 games? Because then you're stunning the growth, especially at big-time programs. You're recruiting 4- and 5-star dudes. Like, you better be darn sure the guys that you have aren't good because it'll start to erode the culture of your program if you're always just out there portal shopping. And, you go see Nick Saban brought in Buckner. To me, that tells me all I need to know about their quarterback situation in the spring. Like, he must be crazy unhappy with it to be able to go bring in a guy. Now I believe they have 5 scholarship quarterbacks on the roster to do something like that because it'll erode your culture. So Kyle McCord, I believe, will probably be the guy. Devin Brown ended up, hurting his thumb, hit it on a helmet, throwing at the end of the spring. He's a good player. Maybe he beats him out in the spring. But if you have confidence in those dudes, you can't tell people in recruiting, hey, come here, you do everything right, and if you deserve to play, we're going to get you on the field. And then, just because you haven't played before, we're a little nervous. Like, antsy, we're just going to go grab somebody in the portal, and, like, your receivers are looking around like, dude, I'm going to be a sophomore, be a junior next year. These guys are all leaving. Maybe they're just going to go grab a guy over top of me. Like, where does that leave me? If I'm a linebacker, I see them bringing a quarterback, or they brought in a corner, and the dudes who I came in with who should be playing now, they're not. So there's a lot of negative repercussions, guys. It's like I said, that hit of crack cocaine feels really good, but then all of a sudden you may be like Pulp Fiction and Uma Thurman, wake up with that adrenaline needle in your chest, and you got a lot of questions to answer.
Yep. Hopefully Travolta's there to get you going again.
Amen.
Also, Kyle McCord is high school quarterback of Marvin Harrison Jr., correct, Bob?
Yeah, him and Marvin played together. His dad, actually, I've got a chance to talk to him. He was a big fan of us. Like, that was a big reason why Kyle, I guess, came to Ohio State. He was a big Ohio State fan, even being from Philadelphia. Wow. Loved the Buckeyes, and he's a handful. This is how old we're getting, man. Like, he's not that much older than we are.
Oh, his
so
dad's probably our age, isn't he? I mean,
yeah, I think we overlapped in college. I think he was at Rutgers when we were at Ohio State. And that hurt my heart, man, because I still view myself as like just out of college, even though I'm almost 40.
You look great, Bob. Boston Connor has something.
Yeah, General. AJ mentioned it in his intro that you guys used to have a Gator named Jimmy. Can you explain kind of what Jimmy meant to the Ohio State football program? And then what also would Jimmy have said about the slander that was going on to C.J. Stroud?
Yeah, Jimmy, if you would have heard the slander of C.J. Stroud, I mean, you probably could have taken him to whoever was throwing that nonsense out there and, like, slid him in like the back of their car. He would have crawled up like a snake and like bit on their ear.
Nice.
I mean, Jimmy was mean as hell. Like, you get these little gators and they look like, oh, they're so cute and they're nice. And those things, after a while, man, they just start hissing. They'd sit there with his mouth open. And like AJ would mess with it. And they're quick though.
AJ.
And like their mouth, yeah, like that guy looks
He was
cute.
bigger than that. Jimmy was bigger than him. Maybe when he was a baby.
By the end, I mean, what'd you say, AJ? He's probably a couple, maybe 2 feet, 3 feet by the end.
I thought he was about 12 or 14 feet before he died.
Well,
and if my memory serves me right.
So yeah, I don't know if he got quite that big living
Maybe
in the
about
basement.
18 inches.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same story you keep telling Laura. I mean, whether it's 6 or 18. I mean,
that one's
it's
easier.
Mother's Day coming up, so a great Mother's Day. I will tell you this. So my brother did a similar thing. He played down at Marshall, and he did a similar thing. They got their version of Jimmy. They called him Irwin after the late great Steve Irwin. Pour one out for him. And my brother, like they got him big, dude. He was like 4.5, 5 feet long.
What? Where did they put him? In a bathtub?
He was in a basement in a swimming pool, like one of the ones you buy at Walmart. And
That sounds
George was like the only one down there who could go up behind him and like grab him and wrestle him around because my brother George's like a stinking gorilla.
Oh yeah.
So he'd be able to grab him. And it got to the point they used to bring him in the weight room. I mean, it was like any given Sunday.
They put him on a leash and walk him around?
Yeah. They tape him up, but then like the AD, they're like, dude, this is a liability. You can't bring him in there anymore. And so they had a lot of dudes in Florida and said one day, they're leaving for spring break. He talked to one of the guys who was driving back down to Miami. He's like, dude, we're going to duct tape his mouth shut. We'll put him in the trunk, leave it at night so it doesn't get too hot. He's like, when you get there, hit that thing with the knife on the side. Once you let him out, just let him run into the Everglades. He's like, I didn't know what else to do with him, man. He had a full 5-foot alligator living in our basement.
I mean, that's a real problem, I guess. That's what we were hoping to have that issue. We wanted Jimmy to have that issue. That's not him, is he, Bob?
No.
Is that Irwin?
No, that's you don't want. I tried to get my brother to come drop it in my parents' pond.
Dragon?
In your parents' pond?
Yeah, that's not even. Yeah, my parents' pond. He goes, dude, if you would have dropped him in there over the summer, he's like, he would have went from like 250 pounds to like 400 pounds just eating fish and ducks or whatever the heck they eat.
Kids.
He goes, we wouldn't have been able to get him back, and then he would have froze to death in the winter. So that's the problem, man. We want to practice. Don't want to be cruel to the animals. You want to save them. You buy him as a little guy, and you want to nurture him up and grow him, but eventually you got to turn him loose, man. If you love something, AJ, you got to set it free.
I guess that's the case. Bob, what's the rest of the weekend look like for you? What do you got going on? What's on the docket?
Oh, this is fantastic. I mean, guys, this is really an elite weekend we're going to have.
Here we go.
Tomorrow we're going down to Cincinnati. We've got a couple of soccer games there, and then I get to drive back up. And we were hoping the games are going to be in the morning up in Canton. We have lacrosse games then in Canton because what's a better Mother's Day than that? Spend out on the lacrosse field, just sweating your balls off. It's going to be hot, and hoping the games get over early, get back home. No, we're going to have some games that maybe like at noon, like at 1:45 and a 3:30 start time. So that'll put us back at home probably around 7:30. So I'm going to have to find a time at night to really consume some adult beverages, get some pops, hang out, and try to relax because this is not my idea of a relaxing weekend. And speaking of Cincinnati, do you see the Bengals are lobbying to try to get? I know you're southwest Ohio guy.
Oh, yeah.
They're lobbying to try to get the Black Friday game permanently in Cincinnati.
Oh no, I didn't.
They want to be the Lions.
This just happened. So who has it? Who has it this year? They've announced it yet?
Yeah, Jets.
Dolphins, right?
Okay.
Just Dolphins.
And so the Bengals, the organization saying, hey, give us that game every year?
Yeah.
Great.
They want to host it. And I said, the main point should be is, listen, those guys come in on Thanksgiving. There's not a lot going on. I mean, you could probably get the A-team arranged at Diamonds for them. They get in there, fly in, relax, enjoy some turkey, get the buffet, get a nice little show the night before the game.
Do you want to
just like our guy,
Bob?
Mr. Smith?
Pac-Man's not here right now. Pac-Man knows about Diamonds because he played for the Bengals. He wasn't too far away. Do you want to explain to the boys what Diamonds might be?
Fellas, Diamonds is an elite cabaret that looks like you pluck something out of the middle of Vegas and just set it right there in Centerville.
Unreal.
I mean, it's got the finest talent you're going to find.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a landmark. I remember when I got to Cincinnati, I remember Pac-Man asked me about it. Oh, so you're from Centerville, Diamonds. Yeah. Okay.
You know this, AJ. Remember Justin Smith got his DWD coming back, I think, on a Friday night from Diamonds, which is about a nice 50-minute drive at like 2:33 in the morning.
Oh, yeah. When I got to Cincy, I had multiple guys asking about Diamonds when they found out I was from Centerville. So, yeah, it's a landmark there. No question.
Well, because they knew that you were, your gold platinum card carrying member.
Hoping to get some
your
sweat
walls
equity.
on the
Start getting some sweat equity in there. Give me some, make some of that money. That dude had an operation going. I know that. He owned everything around that area.
Genius.
Well, absolutely. I mean, you were his main patron. You and Pistol go in there Father's Day, hang out, watch some dances, relax, come back home. Little Liz Claiborne, a little glitter. I mean, that never hurt anybody, right?
Hey, man.
I mean, like you always said, Bob, make sure you wear your mesh shorts when you go to Diamonds. That's what you always left us with. Bob, thank you so much for your time, buddy. Appreciate you coming on here. Have a great weekend, obviously, for all your games, Bob. What's up?
Big thank you. And listen, I know this is Pat's first Mother's Day weekend. You got to let him know when you have your first kid, like, you're part of Mother's Day now. Like, and your first one kind of sneaks up on you. It's like a sudden change situation, especially for him, that you just had it. So the last thing he wants to do is wake up on Sunday morning empty-handed and like, wait, you're not my mom, but yeah, you're our kid's mom. So that you're the dad. You got to take care of it. Make sure he's good with that.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure we'll remind him. I'm sure he has already, though. But, Bob, thanks, man. We really appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. General Robert Carpenter.
Yeah, General!
What's up? So he said McCord's going to be the starting quarterback at Ohio State.
Yeah, breaking news.
Or he said probably.
Yeah, and Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to have 2,000 targets this season.
And the Bengals.
Should.
Amazon basically told the Bengals that New York is by far the biggest market on Black Friday. So we're going to have the game there.
Yeah, don't
this
hate-
year, though, but couldn't they do it next year?
No, it feels as though the Jets are going to be the Lions of this.
They should be. Why not? Yeah, it makes sense. New York City.
I like tradition.
Jersey.
And plus, you know, he mentioned being able to go to the strip club you love, but what about going to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade as a visiting team every single year?
Yeah.
You think the visiting team's going to do that?
Yeah, probably.
Absolutely.
Strap diapers on and go stand there for
See
12
a
hours?
Big old Charlie Brown.
Yep.
That thing still happens, huh?
Oh, yeah. That's like a staple. People love
There's
the
all these
Macy's Day
performances. I always like to watch the performances on that.
Always
and then
really good.
Christmas. Isn't there a Christmas parade too down there?
I assume so.
Always highly lip syncing.
It's not
Everybody
Thanksgiving
is,
Day
but it's
parade, but
There's a
weird.
Christmas one? I don't know.
I think there's a Christmas parade.
There's SantaCon.
What's
True.
Santa
Everyone
Con
dresses,
Comic-Con?
yeah, no, everyone dresses up like Santa, goes on bar crawls. There's
They
always
get
multiple
hammered
Santa
down.
fights. You
So
always
is
see it.
old buddy, the wrestler, do that? Who's a professional Santa?
Mickey Rourke?
Not Mickey Rourke.
Who's the professional
You know what I'm talking
Santa?
about?
Otis?
Sacco.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh, fucking Mick Foley.
Mick Foley.
Oh.
One of the most famous wrestlers of all time. He is a huge Santa. I think he has a Santa book. He plays Santa all the time. He always
Really?
dresses up as Santa.
That would make sense for him to go, but this is thousands and thousands of people.
WWF superstar Mick Foley.
Yes. Look him up. I'm sure there's pictures of him with all. He loves Santa. I've seen him do interviews like in his Santa costume.
I don't think they have a Christmas parade.
Christmas in New York is pretty sweet.
It's beautiful.
I would
Home Alone.
Yep.
You ever been there?
President. was
Go
the
down to
second one?
Rockefeller Center.
You ever been there?
Man. We
on
didn't know.
holiday?
We went. My daughter's birthday's in December, and we went last year, 2 years ago, to Chicago around her birthday, and that was a great time.
Oh, yeah.
Chicago?
Being in
They
Chicago
do it
around
right.
Christmas, they figure it out.
Oh,
Yeah.
What, Diggs?
The Mag Mile.
Diggs is saying Pittsburgh's
No,
is much
no, no,
better.
no. No, I'm saying New York.
Yeah, New York's is legit. Chicago was legit, though.
Yeah, Chicago's a lot better because there's no trash on the street.
See, I've never thought there is trash in the New York streets. It's
Well, yeah, there's.
in Chicago. You're saying?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we keep it in our alleys like we're Americans.
Yeah, like grown adults.
Well said.
I will say I don't understand the warm weather climates for Christmas.
I would struggle.
Hate it.
But like Florida kids would go, oh, yeah, well, you idiots open your presents and you got to go sit inside and you can't. We get to go actually play with what we get.
Yeah, like I always wish for snow though.
Always.
Like I always want.
Well, you want usually the gifts you're getting
Are snow
you
related.
need snow.
Mm-hmm.
Or even if it's not, you're still you don't care about the cold. You're gonna go fly whatever or drive your little remote control car.
I don't know, unless it's the year 96 and you get an N64 and
Is
you
that what
stay
happened?
inside the whole time and fucking jam out.
Yeah.
So it's great
and what?
wherever you don't. It doesn't matter where you were, Zeke.
Yeah,
you were
96
fine.
was fun.
Well, and
I
that's
said
how it
it's-
is now. Like if you think about it, like for kids now, they want the new system or the new Fortnite
I guess they
skin.
do, yeah. But the warm weather Christmas feels weird. Anytime I've been anywhere warm around Christmas and there's Christmas lights up and you're walking around,
Mm-hmm.
like, this is awkward wearing shorts.
Probably so
In
sweaty.
December
Probably
20th.
so sweaty too.
Oh,
Have you guys never traveled on Christmas before?
No.
Traveling on Christmas
never
is
on
the
Christmas
best.
because
Oh,
no one's
it's the
traveling.
best.
Is that why?
Yes, we did Christmas Eve one year. Massachusetts left Christmas Day.
Kevin!
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It honestly is like the perfect experience travel wise.
I guess, but the day I'm guessing Christmas Eve sucks. The day after Christmas is probably
Oh,
a
yeah.
really bad day to travel.
Oh yeah.
What's the worst day of the year to travel?
Probably.
Probably maybe the day before Thanksgiving. Probably
Yeah.
not great either.
July 5th.
That's the biggest night to go out to bars, though.
Yeah.
July 5th or 6th usually not easy,
Yeah.
depending on where you are.
MWD, maybe the,
Pain in the
the
ass.
Friday or the Thursday before MWD.
What's MWD again?
Memorial Day.
Coming up.
MWD?
Yeah, MDW, but
You understand what?
When
it
will that
means.
be? When's
That's
that? What's
always
date
the
that-
last
2
weekend
weeks.
in May. Yeah.
It was always
2
the
weeks
same
from
time.
Monday.
What did Tom Brady do with this situation? The
What
Las
situation?
Vegas Raiders.
With the Raiders? Yeah, I also had questions about that.
That's what I.
Just trying to be a minority owner.
He wants to be a minority owner. He says it wouldn't mess up his deal with Fox, but we heard. Remember, there was a rumor
yeah.
earlier that Tom may back out of his.
But
Fox
he said
deal.
that was untrue.
Okay. Well, of course, you definitely don't. Even if he does back out, you don't want to let him know now. But NFL legend Tom Brady is in deep discussions to become a limited partner of the Las Vegas Raiders. Sources tell ESPN's Seth Wickersham and me, Adam Schefter. Potentially his second foray into a partnership with Raiders owner Mark Davis on a professional sports franchise in less than 2 months. Is this allowed?
He hates Wickersham, doesn't he?
It is.
Yeah,
allowed.
isn't Wickersham the guy that wrote all those hit pieces on the Patriots?
On the Patriots, not on Tom Brady.
Oh, not on Tom
He
Brady?
got all of his info from Tom.
Yeah, he likes.
Oh,
Tom
didn't he have a
Brady.
book?
Yes.
Yes.
What was some of the stuff he reported
About
on?
Tom and Bill, right?
Yeah, he's
the
the one
Tom
that
and
kinda
Bill
broke all that.
beef. He doesn't like Seth Wickersham, but I don't. a lot of the times when Seth Wickersham does report on day-to-day stuff like this, he knows. He's got his sources.
Tom's wanted. Tom wanted to be an owner of the Dolphins, and that.
So
didn't
he just
work
wants
out.
to be in anywhere. It doesn't. He just wants to own a team, part of a team.
Feels
Doesn't
like
matter where.
a team in a certain city because he also tried to go to the Raiders, which we do know.
Why does he like Vegas so much?
Because Vegas is
Who
awesome.
doesn't love Vegas?
But didn't they say he lives in Miami where his kids are?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
But he wants to own.
I think he has a plane.
Yeah, he does have a plane. Still pretty far flight.
I think Vegas is growing exponentially.
I mean, yeah, I hear the stadium's amazing. Have you guys been in?
They're getting a baseball
have
team.
not been inside it.
Yeah,
but
the baseball stadium is going to be on the strip.
Wait, so they're 100%. A team's coming.
Yeah,
Yes.
the Oakland
A's.
A's.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, that's right. When are they going to be there though?
Couple years.
Yeah, probably 20.
That's why there's 12 people that go to A's games now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're getting a basketball team. That's inevitable.
They
That's been said by the
absolutely
NBA.
should have that. They should have everything. They should have a professional lacrosse team. They should have a professional soccer team.
Yeah.
Do they? They should have everything.
I don't know if they're as keen on getting into those two markets just because of
Why not though? They offer everything. You could be like, hey, we have everything you could ever possibly want.
I think it's because they have the biggest franchise in the NHL, and they really don't want to take away too much from that aspect.
Who's their star player there?
It's fucking Stoner. Okay. You
How
know
are they
that.
doing?
Don't-
How are they doing? I didn't
They played
check my
tonight.
sheet.
They played tonight.
What's the series?
2-2.
2-2.
Like I mentioned when we were talking about it earlier in the week, every single game has been a blowout. So they got blown out in Edmonton. So
So it's their turn to blow out.
Bingo.
well,
The Oilers.
fingers crossed. You would think Stoner, Jackie Aces, and the boys really need to show up tonight. We got a couple guys suspended from each side.
For what?
Little tussle towards the end of the
Oh,
game.
they got suspended for that?
Yeah, big time slash on Leon Draisaitl, which
Pietrangelo got suspended.
Pietrangelo
yeah, you bet
suspended
your
for
ass he did.
tonight's game. You ask me, that's just a couple boys playing hockey, and of course Edmonton wanted to bitch and moan about it, but what are you gonna do? So I think the boys will be ready tonight. We're back home in the toughest barn in the NHL. So
Who's ringing the horn?
I don't know. David Blaine rang the horn last time. If we could get Carrot Top in there to sound the siren, that
So
would
much
be huge.
positive energy.
Yeah.
If Carrot Top is in there.
Maybe Wayne Newton.
Celine Dion, maybe.
He's still doing it?
Yeah.
Is he still performing?
He's still doing it.
What if
Is he?
everyone in the
Britney Spears, she's in Vegas.
Yeah. What if everyone in the Rat Pack came and fucking sounds?
That would be really cool. They're all alive.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet. Copperfield.
Copperfield could be a guy.
He's still performing. Yeah, Pat went to a show.
Yeah, with the Blue Alien. What about you two? Bono's up there.
Is Chris out of
Wait,
the hospital
do
yet?
they have a residency in Vegas?
I thought they got that Sphere thing.
Is that theirs? I just watched them take a tour of it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wayne
There he
Newton.
is.
What is he, like 48 now?
Doesn't look a day over 50.
He doesn't.
I
Look at that gold mic.
I think
too.
he's 83.
How big is he? Because he makes that microphone look tiny.
He's like 6'9", I think.
He's like David Baker.
He's David Baker's
David Baker's-
brother.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
You see.
Yeah, they are family. Him and David Baker cut from the same cloth.
I mean, they look like it. I saw
Wayne Baker Newton is his full name.
Oh my goodness! There's so
Yeah.
many connections I learned from you. Thank you guys for opening my eyes to all this stuff. Have you ever seen his house? He had
Oh yeah.
there's like a tour of that. He had like gigantic animals everywhere, didn't he?
He had it's like a ranch. He has like a massive like horse farm. I mean, anyone who's seen Vegas Vacation has seen his house.
Yes, I watched him do something. It was like maybe it was MTV Cribs back when Cribs was a thing. He might have let him in.
He used to be. He was neighbors with Mike Tyson.
Oh, was he?
Mm-hmm.
When Mike had the Tigers out
Yep.
there, that was in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Mike live now? L.A.
Everywhere.
He's in the weed game big time. I know
Oh
that.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's awesome. He's made a full. I would have liked to go see his one man show he did. I
Yeah.
watched it on HBO. I
On
believe it
HBO.
was right.
Yep.
That's Wayno's backyard.
Is it really?
Yeah,
I mean, I know
maybe so.
Travolta has a similar situation.
That's insane.
Does he have a runway right there?
I can imagine.
No,
I
you can see that is just like a little. I mean, it doesn't have. Like, I don't think that plane is operational.
No, there's no.
No, I think that's how he gets in and out.
It better be a fly in and out neighborhood or not. I don't know.
How do they back that plane?
Yeah, how do they get that out of there, Zeke?
Wayne's actually an accomplished pilot, so.
Oh, I figured that.
It looks like, is this
Where does it
Graceland?
go?
I know Elvis had one of his planes like this at Graceland.
Planes are on a Z-turn situation. They can maneuver pretty much.
I got a John Deere 60-inch zero turn. It's going to
Oh,
have
yeah,
to have
you do.
those capabilities here.
Too.
Do you really?
42 inch. But
Nice. You've been mowing a lot?
your yard's probably.
Tony's isn't a deer, though. Don't.
Wait, what,
Whoa,
what are you
whoa,
doing?
whoa, what?
What are you driving? What's your rig? Kubota?
I got a lot of different colors.
Is it electric?
Huh?
Yep. You
Just
sound
answer
like
the
somebody
question.
yesterday.
No,
Just answer
Answer
the
the
question.
question.
it's gas. Okay,
Is okay. What color is
At
it?
least you got something right.
it's red.
It's not a Kubota.
So what is it?
It's a.
It's a Toro.
Oh, wow.
Is it a zero turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Toro makes solid machinery.
Yeah, they do.
I'm
More like
not
a no turn.
dogging them, but I doubt the price was much different if you would have chosen the John Deere.
I didn't want to steal everyone else's fucking shine.
No, but that's a team thing.
What's
We're
that
a team,
mean? What do you
Tom.
mean? You don't want to use the superior product?
Exactly.
Why?
You want to give. He wants some adversity. He wants to have to overcome some adversity. That's how you are.
I heard it broke down the other day.
It never has.
What?
Not
Wait,
once.
Zeke, where's the video? I know the video of Zeke driving his mower over to whose house was that?
Nick's with the narco Timmy trumpets
That
behind
was
it.
awesome. How far away do you guys live? How far?
A block and a half.
How fun would it be to look out your window and see Zeke just rolling down the street with his sweet riding mower?
I'd run outside.
Is there anything
like a
better,
real dream truck?
Is there anything better though than riding on a Z-turn fucking out in the yard?
Oh, put some headphones in. Oh my god! A couple nights ago, yeah, I went out there and got some work done.
You're just rolling around the neighborhood in that thing.
I would. I give people rides. If they need to stand in the front.
Yeah,
give you a ride. I plow snow with it. I took my plow off.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
I mean that's just smart business.
Yeah, I gotta get chains on my tires though. I spin and slide down the icy driveways and almost go into ponds and stuff.
That's dangerous.
It can be. I lost it for 2 days in my yard one time. It slid down this embankment and luckily hit the fence before it went into my brother-in-law's pond. So took me a couple days to get. My truck couldn't get it. Get Chopper's truck to get it. We yanked that sucker out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I put a tarp over it overnight and snowed all over that thing. It works great. It's John Deere. You know that.
No,
You know it better than anybody, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Nick's out here. Is he coming to punch somebody? Something's going on for the.
He's an IFB.
Oh yeah, I know he didn't want me to make such a big deal about it, but I figured we would. Hey, when's next week's PGA Championship? Right, next week in where was it again? Rochester. Like that caller we had yesterday. Oak Hill.
Yep.
I'm picking right now. I'm gonna make a selection. I say John Rahm wins.
You're taking Rahm?
back to back.
Yeah.
Do you think he's going to win the Grand Slam this year?
The Tiger Slam?
No, the career Grand Slam. What has he won so far?
He's won an Open and a Masters.
The Tiger Slam is the only one to do it all in 1 year, right?
Correct.
Yes.
But just to have the Grand Slam in your whole career is a gigantic thing.
Yeah,
How many people have?
Like 3 or 4, right?
Probably Jack,
Tiger,
Arnie,
Sam Snead.
It has to be Arnie, right?
Oh,
Yeah, I would
Arnie, yeah,
imagine.
for sure.
Gary Player?
Probably. Tom Watson, I think.
Ben Hogan.
Are you sure?
I mean, just
I believe so.
yeah.
Pat Perez? No.
I think Joel
He's on
Dahman.
Live.
He's close.
Joel
to it.
Dahman? How's he doing on the
Old
on the tour?
Tom Morris.
Was that a commercial?
There's 5 men.
Tell me.
Nicholas, Woods, Hogan, which
Obviously.
Okay.
Gary Player, and fucking Gene Sarazen.
Gene Sarazen?
Yeah.
Matt Saracen's father.
Yeah.
Who's Matt Saracen?
Scotty is
Quarterback.
playing very well. By the way, he is currently the leader in this week's tournament.
Yeah, well, I saw something pop up. He was on fire through like 7 or 8. What's he at?
He's through 2 rounds, 14 under.
Through 2 rounds?
Yeah.
So the
He already
winner's going to
finished
be
today.
the winner's going to be like 33
This
under.
is like I thought I saw like the second easiest course on tour this year, because it's a TPC,
Where
I
is it?
believe.
Really?
Where is it?
For the majors, they're doing an easy course?
No, next week's the
Oh,
major.
okay, good. This weekend.
They're in Texas, McKinney, Texas, at AT&T.
What about
Byron.
Jordan Spieth? He's actually
He hurt his
played
wrist.
well. Is he out for how
Last
long?
week he hurt his wrist, I believe. So I don't know if he's
He
playing next week.
has
or
not withdrawn from next week yet. Tiger's the only one.
You know what's weird is Bryson DeChambeau. He was everywhere, and now he's on Live, right?
Yeah, and I have not seen
and
one
I haven't
thing.
either. What is it?
I don't think he's doing very well over there either.
Even if you win over there, though, like I know Brooks won over there, but you got to go kind of find it. You got to go seek that out, right?
Yeah, it turns out once you go to Live and get paid a bunch of money, you don't actually try golf anymore.
Also,
you might be trying, but maybe you just
crazy.
don't
There's
see it.
more to golf than just like hitting it 350 off the tee and thinking like that's gonna just
changed
win
the
you
game.
every
I think he slimmed back down too.
Did he?
Really?
It was probably hard to keep that up. Oh yes.
Hey,
Come
What's
on
up,
in.
pal?
here we go.
Come on in here. Take your seat.
No.
Take your
I'm
seat.
not here for a long time. Just a good
Where
time.
are you?
Hi-yo.
Oh, I didn't even see you till right at the last minute, man.
Boys, how we doing?
How we doing?
Good.
Glad
How are
you came,
you?
showed up. There was a nice lull in the show. I'm glad you
No,
showed
there was
up.
no law. I've been listening. Now, I will say, beginning of the show, for you guys to start at 32 on that USA Today social media ranking
That's
thing,
yeah.
Well, we
I
scrolled
have
through.
never been more frustrated watching a show in my life.
We scrolled
You
through
guys
them.
breaking down. You did not. You didn't even get to.
We showed the.
I was so
we
mad.
showed the
Get to
two that matter.
17.
Just,
Actually.
I was sitting there with my beautiful baby in the living room watching a show has become the norm. Okay, you guys do a great job.
Well, sounds like we don't.
I was so mad. I'm like, who gives a fuck about 32 to 20 to 10? Let's get right up to the top here and start doing this whole thing because you guys didn't
That's
even
why we only showed the ones we liked.
you didn't even really get a chance to dive into a lot of like the kind of good ones because you were talking about the fucking shitty social media teams for 20 minutes.
That's true.
I want to let you know, Other than that, you guys have been batting 1,000, baby. How
There
about
we go.
that?
I think so.
Hell yeah.
So
Remember
not
next
1,000.
year- Next year on this
Other
day,
than
we
that, I
remember
said you're batting 1,000.
True.
I mean, all words matter,
They
but
all
the
can't
whole
be- can't all be homers.
I
Right?
had to go to the pharmacy right down the road and not ready. So
Oh, it's not.
Classic.
I say, hey, let me go
That's
see what
always
the
fun.
boys got going on.
Man.
How are you doing, AJ? You've been crushing it over here.
Yeah, oh, yeah. How you doing?
Sports is good.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Yeah,
sports
yeah.
is good.
Yeah.
Sports is
Yeah,
good.
very good.
Sports. I wonder if I should file a defamation lawsuit now for the people that said I apologized, because there's a lot of like news and networks that are framing this as since I apologized,
Saw that actually.
the thing happened. It's like, well, that's libel, slander.
Yep, that's
Definitely
not-
could.
That is not what happened at all. I got people telling me you caved like a little bitch or whatever. It's like, I don't know. I feel like we had a good deal for both sides.
Yeah.
Good deal. We're past it. We're moved
That's
on.
right.
Absolutely.
We're
That's
doing the sports, but like Fortune magazine, which I guess is
Really?
a magazine. I don't know. I
Yeah.
guess is a thing. I might sue them for defamation of character for what
Might have to.
there's people that were quote tweeting the video we put out and then saying, like, news stations, journalists.
Apologies?
Yeah, because he
Because they probably don't even watch it, but they assume that you wouldn't care. They assume that apologizing wouldn't be a big deal. That's what I
yeah,
think
but
they
that's
think.
completely wrong.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
he
They're-
tweeted
they're
as well.
completely wrong. It's completely wrong how they're thinking about it. But I'm trying to put myself in their shoes where they're like, well, what do you mean? Oh, like,
They're news people though. Like
They
that was a
attention to detail. They should.
that was an interesting thing. But I am pumped, dude. Loving life, fucking
Hell yeah.
enjoying it. Schedule release night's always a fun night. I enjoy the internet whenever that takes place. Shout out to the Chargers, giving a little love.
Yep.
Shout out to the Browns too, putting us in there. I guess.
With the Miz.
The Browns. Yeah.
Who wrote that?
I assume the
Good
Miz.
question.
I don't know if the Miz had time
No.
to write it.
I mean, this nice graphics. Nice. You know.
It made me look pretty properly jogged.
Probably John.
Absolutely.
Hair sweet, good hair day.
Nice beard.
Good beard. The one trick pony, I guess you had to have a horse joke in there because we are the Colts. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I appreciate that little one trick pony.
What's your one trick though? What does that even mean?
I don't know, I got like 15 jobs. or
That's what I don't
something.
understand.
But I do appreciate that they even had us in there. And Brownie's leg drop, brother,
Oh, baby.
top notch.
Yeah, so good.
So I enjoy it. I think it's good internet every
yeah.
time these schedule release. So I was pumped up. That's why when you guys were starting at 32, I'm like,
We really want to go.
you guys are gifting these horrible, trash social media things.
So next year, because we know next year they're going to have to make an effort.
No, they're not though. That's the
don't know.
that's why we should not give them. This has been like 5 years now. This has become like the.
Is it that long?
So, yeah, because you guys were talking earlier. I heard you guys chatting like, oh, so it's going to get even bigger next year. It's like, no, we're already at the point where like the social media teams are told, I think, by the NFL, like, hey, let's make these creative.
Yeah, rip it.
Let's make these fun. Bulletin board material. I don't think they're at that point where that's even a thing anymore. It's like, hey, just make whatever you have to make because they're trying to build this up as something. Because there's a lot of cool storylines that are coming out of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the fact that the Jets and the Bills on September 11th in the shadows of New York City,
right.
in New
Exactly.
Jersey, is kicking off Monday Night Football. That's a massive storyline. The Black Friday game, the Bengals saying, hey, we'll do it. And they're like, actually,
I don't think so.
We'd
Go to
rather
New
not.
York.
That was a bad decision, I think.
Yeah, 'cause the Bengals
Joe
are
Burrow,
good.
Black Friday for at least the next 10 years.
Yeah.
That feels like a deal I would make.
Everyone, if they know it's recurring every year, they look forward to it. It becomes like a whole week-long thing.
And Cincinnati probably has like a parade. The way Cincinnati does shit.
Remember opening for the longest time, the Reds had opening day when it came to baseball, and like Pac-Man said, remember we showed a picture
Yeah.
from Cincinnati
It's
on opening
nuts.
day this year. The two stadiums are there, and it's full of people.
And the
in
Reds
between it.
suck.
Exactly,
Right.
like really
Yeah,
bad.
for the Bengals, they would go ballistic.
Yeah, if that was like a Bengals thing.
Yes.
It'd be
Like-
a week-long celebration.
That's what I'm saying. I think like the Cincinnati people. So I think that was kind of
That was a miss.
I think that was kind of a miss. But all those storylines, kind of develop over this whole thing, and I respect and appreciate the fact that people put time into it to make it entertaining. But it does expose that there's some real crop people
yeah.
in
Lot of
some
crop.
positions in the NFL that
Lot of
have
crop.
social media degrees, I'd assume.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of got them in the spots that they're in, and hopefully the people that are watching go like, oh, that Titans one was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Now, I
perfect.
guess they took a concept from somebody else. Well, welcome to the internet. But also, that was beautiful. Then whenever you talk about what the Chargers have done year in, year out, and I think you guys chatted about the amount of money that had to be spent.
Yeah.
So we actually found out it's all done in house.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Amount of time then
Does
that
any
was
other team
spent.
have those
There's-
people?
Wild.
No.
No other team has the people to do that in-house, I would imagine.
I would assume that's one guy in there,
Yeah.
or one girl in there that was just an editor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like came in as an editor
Yep.
and then taught him or herself how to animate and then kind of moved on.
Whoever it is, you're an absolute weapon.
Weapon,
You are
dude.
so
Crushed.
good.
And you're going to have a job forever. I don't even know if that person knows, like, the amount of money it costs for, like, 60 seconds of animation
Yeah.
and the amount of time to get that. We've looked into it numerous times. we've tried to have numerous cartoons.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Like, hey, let's do this, let's do this. We want to say stuff, but we don't want to actually say it.
Right.
Let's put it through cartoons like other people do, you know? And also Jeff Dunham with the puppet.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, this thing's saying it,
Yeah,
not
not
me.
me.
Right.
The cartoon's saying it, not us. We try. It is so expensive.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was so much.
The fact that the Chargers just have someone sitting in Haas doing all this, the amount of time, effort, and talent that takes is impressive. And I assume they're not going to have that guy for long or girl for long.
Well,
if I had to guess.
that's what we were saying too. Like, it's not all on the surface either. If you go back and look at the screenshots of every video, like the attention to detail and like the callback jokes that they have in every single one of these, it's insane.
How do you feel about them having my shoulders broader than yours? I've been doing push-ups though every day.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
How'd you feel about the chin beard?
What's that for me?
Here.
Yeah, they gave me a little bit of like a Guy Fieri, right? That's
Yeah,
is that Guy?
That's
that is
what it
nice.
There it is.
Is that a Guy Fieri?
Well, that's a compliment then.
Bingo.
Huge compliment.
Huge compliment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually made me think to myself,
Maybe I
Might
should.
run with it.
Maybe
Yeah.
you should do that.
maybe that's the next me, you know? Haven't had a haircut or shave in a while. Starting to look like a real dad there. But I thank the NFL social media teams for what they did last night. And then also the ones that realize that yours is terrible, like maybe step away from the NFL. Not everybody's supposed to be in the NFL.
Yeah.
You know, like maybe go down
Do
to the minor
something
leagues.
else.
Maybe go down to college or something like that. Get yourself better. Boom. Then you're back in the game because that's a big time deal last night. I enjoyed the fuck out of it, just like I've enjoyed watching you guys every single
Yeah,
night. You need to know that. Y'all motherfuckers are very talented. Very fun to watch.
How'd you feel about the Thursday night slate being significantly better than what it was last year?
Yeah, Bears got 2, Steelers got 2.
Yep.
I think that's it, right?
I believe those are the only two, yeah.
So that's awesome for those two teams. They get short
But
weeks.
didn't we last year think though, like when it came out, we had Herbie on. We're like, Herbie, this is a great fucking
Yeah.
schedule.
True.
And then it
Yeah.
turned-
True.
Yeah, that's the issue with Thursday, though, because it's difficult to flex Thursday, even though that's what they want to do next.
Right.
So the first step here was not everybody gets Thursday night game, okay? This isn't NFL Network doing
Correct.
this and then simulcasting on Fox, and Fox isn't paying as premium of $1 as anybody else would be to have an NFL game. It's like Amazon's paying fucking top dollar.
Oh, yeah.
The most.
And their games were absolutely terrible. So we knew that they're going to have to change something. So the throwaway, here's your primetime game because you're an NFL team on a Thursday night is gone, which I think is good for the fan experience. Sucks for the Colts.
It's tough for the Colts.
Bro, the Colts don't have a primetime game.
No.
Yeah.
And those
Wild.
4 teams are tough.
What's with that escalator?
Well, that's the thing. I sent a text to Pete Ward. I said, hey, I'd like a 3% discount because there's no primetime games.
For sure.
And I know we listened to, like a lot of people in here said 1 o'clock games are awesome. Noon games in Green Bay are awesome because you're done 3:30. You get to enjoy the night. I agree as a player completely. As somebody that's like likes to watch all the games, your team in primetime is...
Yeah, it is nice. It is nice.
All the stories, too. They do behind-the-scenes stories. Like, primetime games bring, like, so many other things alongside of it. Like, storylines from your team, spotlights on your team, things that you need to know about your team. You can kind of learn about the NFL teams through the primetime games. That's why, like, a team having a primetime game every year was so nice because we got to learn about the GM, the signings, the trades, the stories. Because they have to fill time on these kickoff shows for these prime. Colts ain't got shit. I mean, that is...
How pissed is Irsay? He's got, like, if
Probably
you're an owner
mad.
and you see you have 0, you got to be so mad.
So this, I think about this with...
Detroit has 4.
What is it? Yeah, Detroit has 4. Jordan Love's got 5.
Green Bay has 5.
Yeah, it's because the Packers fans are so fucking everywhere, and Jordan Love might be a dog. It sounds like he's going to be...
His voice is deep.
Good.
So if
Sounds
that's
like
any
he's going to be...
indication.
I'm a big fan of what we've been seeing. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. He's got some bass in his voice, right?
I agree completely. But whenever you... Pandora used to be a thing. Spotify's really started to just kind of...
Wash over it.
I mean, just completely... The DJ, the feature that they put on Spotify, they need to figure that out. My DJ's terrible.
The enhanced
What is, that,
shuffle.
what is that part? I haven't used that part.
So it's supposed to be like Pandora almost. I think it's supposed to be like a channel that introduces like, because the AI understands the songs that you've played a lot of and have a lot on your playlist, will introduce you new music.
Yeah.
Which I think is a good thing.
Yeah.
But the DJ's fucking, at least my DJ, terrible. This guy.
Was he interested in new music? Because new music stinks.
Yeah. That's
No, it's not. I think new music, not bad if they find the right one, but it's few and far between.
And some of them are old. So some of the songs, like I've had the DJ enhanced shuffle, and some of them aren't even like newer songs. It's just songs
Play me the hits.
similar.
Well, yeah, that's what they're supposed to do, which is what
they
Pandora
don't.
was.
Yeah,
Which takes me back to
exactly.
this point. Like, I always wondered if you were like an artist and you listen to your Pandora station and they put like other artists on your station that like are terrible.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm like, this is my.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be like like-minded, you know what I mean? It's supposed to be like what is similar to this artist.
That's wild.
If you were an artist and you're listening to your Pandora and it's like why is that human on my channel?
Yeah.
Why am I being compared to that person? That's what Jim Irsay's got to be doing. The other teams that are in there, Houston, Atlanta, Arizona, Indy, we ain't supposed to be in that conversation right now.
No.
And if you're those other teams, you're not fucking thrilled about it either. Houston, I think we expect. Atlanta, Artie Smith is going to use this as motivation.
Oh, yeah,
1,000,000%. Arizona, they paid a quarterback and they have no primetime games. That is an abnormality. It's
brutal.
Because the NFL doesn't even want Kyler on primetime. That's an interesting...
Who starts for them until he gets healthy again? Do we know?
Colt, maybe?
Trace McSorley.
Is that really what? Is it? Is Colt McCoy still there?
He's in New England now.
So he's back by end of season, though, right? Or is this a we don't know thing?
It was late in the year when he tore it, right?
It was actually the Monday Christmas
So he's
party that
missing
we had here.
at least half the season, probably, right?
Yeah, but you would think towards it, like his comeback projected game, or
Right.
like 3 weeks in, like
it doesn't make sense.
they don't even have him on primetime at the end of the season. Like that, don't
They
even
know
need
something
him.
we don't know. Like they think they're just going to be like 2 and
They have the
12
lowest.
time.
They're over under 4.5, I think.
4.5. Now that
And you paid a quarterback.
Yeah, that's tough.
that's scary.
Boom, brand new coach.
And D Hop's still there.
Explosives.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
Hollywood Brown.
that was certainly something to find out about the Colts. Washington Commanders had more primetime games.
Like-
Now,
Yep.
their fans are huge, and Tutty the pig had a fucking
Cleveland has 2.
Oscar performance.
What does Jim Irsay think when he sees Cleveland having 2? And I mean, man.
I think right now what Jim Irsay's thinking is we're a long way from 2 Super Bowls in 6 years.
No, we're not.
All
This
it
is right
takes
where
is
we
one.
want to be.
This is where you're under the radar and you just quietly go about your business and you just boom, you go flying into the playoffs.
I wish we could put like a line on this side, same color as that blue one on that side.
Yeah.
Because that would just be a fucking ladder, pal. And that's what the Colts are about to do. We are just climbing right up that ladder with Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
You see, he was cleaning dishes in the.
That's right.
Good guy.
Good guy, yeah.
Colts put out an 8-minute video. Okay.
Okay.
Everyone
Social
watched
media.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Colts social media department. They're very nice to me. They've given me gifts. We get along very well. If you watched 5 minutes, you would have got it and loved it. Okay.
Yes.
But I don't know if anybody was doing that.
5 minutes on Twitter.
I will say though, DeForest Buckner, Grover, they ate the schedule and had to guess what teams it was with what food it was.
Ooh,
good idea.
Fantastic concept.
Yeah.
But it was a slow burn a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I think Colts fans watch this, love this. Like for instance, I fell in love with Grover. This guy is awesome.
Beast.
I wish I was on a team with this man. You could just tell by the way he acts. He has never had a bad day in his life. Okay, he has never had a bad day in his life. But it's 8 minutes and 20 seconds long or something. 9 minutes
almost
and
10
30
minutes.
seconds long. That's a long one.
We thought the Jags. Did you watch the Jags one?
I did. I saw the script writer, and I didn't make it all the way to the end. But I did appreciate the amount of effort they gave, and I appreciate this whole thing because the chef, whose name is Pat, got a little bit of a shine as well.
Nice. Bears did a little spin-off on the show from Chicago.
It was quick
Bear
too. It was
on
like 3
Hulu.
minutes.
Yeah.
Office, you guys are all big Offices fans. You Office fan?
They tried.
Oh yeah, you're on set.
Yeah, that's right.
The Denver one.
With Baumgartner.
It was good effort.
I did. What is it? I don't know.
I
if
think
saw
they
that
needed
one.
more actors.
USA Lace, a tough off.
Wait, it was Baumgartner did the Denver one?
No,
you were on set with Baumgartner.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, what'd you say about Denver though? In Baumgartner.
Denver did an Office episode with Peyton B and
I
Mike,
didn't see that.
Michael Scott.
Yeah.
'Cause
Angela was in it.
Baumgartner actually did last year's Green Bay announced video.
did.
He was in it.
People hated that one.
Did they?
Yes.
So that woman was in the Office.
Oh, Angela.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was.
Okay.
She was part of the party planning committee. So
That's why they did the party plan.
and they had the Bronco spill chili, just like.
So this was an episode.
Yeah.
This was a reenactment.
Is he
Callback
Michael
from The
Scott?
Office.
Is Peyton Michael?
Yes.
Okay.
What would you like? Say you were a player, and you hated your team's
Social media squad.
social media squad.
Well, that
And then,
happened. I mean, me with the Colts for a bit.
But did you tweet like, "Hey,
No.
hey, at Colts, this is the worst piece of shit announcement."
Oh,
of
yeah,
all
you're talking
time."
about Bakhtiari?
Yeah.
Did Jason come back at him, the PR guy?
He did
No,
respond to
he
him.
responded.
Yep.
He didn't, I don't think he came
He
back.
probably responded on Twitter, and then he
Well, he-
called him or texted him. All right, bud.
We paid a social media director. Okay, these people are supposed to be more creative than I am. Well, it's not my job. My job is to make sure everybody's there. That's the answer, and I only know that because Conte had to give me the
that.
answer.
They
Same
tried,
thing.
at least the Packers, like there's some teams that didn't try at all. The Packers at least tried with the infomercial thing. It just wasn't the
Wasn't
best.
that great? You know, big deal.
The Patriots tried, and they spent a bunch of time and money.
Yeah, Patriots.
So Bach
tried.
was right. You're saying I didn't watch the Packers.
No,
one?
I mean I don't know why. Like, who cares? You know, I don't know why. you
Bach's
got-
probably talking shit to that guy. Then that's not to
Jason.
Yeah, he's just talking
Yeah,
shit
Jason's
to that
a
guy.
good dude.
Yeah, but he's been talking a lot of shit about the Packers seemingly in the last
Has
couple
he?
weeks.
He's talking about on that bus where he
Yeah,
said the
exactly.
Packers.
Yeah.
would.
They.
Them.
They.
They.
He was talking about the
These
front
guys.
office, bro.
He was.
That's what
I
he
know.
said.
He was.
And he's
but-
riding in that golf cart with somebody who potentially did not have the best relationship.
True.
With the front office.
Yeah. True.
So that type of stuff can osmosi,
Yeah.
which is a.
Yeah, that's a great use of that. Osmosi. I'm gonna steal it.
That is the point.
Hey, I
Please
got it.
give
Hey,
me
it
credit.
worked. It worked. I give you a lot of credit. I'm still trying to figure it out.
I don't know if it's an actual word,
It
but
doesn't matter. It is now. That was
you
perfect.
get it. But yes, I appreciate that Bakhtiari went public with it.
Mm-hmm.
I like that he was just stirring the pot.
More players will probably get involved as time goes.
Yeah.
Don't you think? Like you say, like DeForest and them, they have them. I would imagine more players will start to get involved.
Well, last year the
Or they might
Bills
make them.
Bills did everybody. It was like the
Really?
yeah. I think it was Dawson Knox, Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs. I think Jordan Poyer was in it, and they were like eating wings, all messy. I don't know if you guys remember it.
I think the Colts towards the end of my run there got a new social media person, Amber. She's talented.
Mhm.
She is a talent. She has a team now. She's a fucking boss now. Has like a full team.
Yeah.
Fresh out of college, she had a social media degree. I obviously had a bunch of questions. How's this whole thing? She was awesome. I think she was awesome because she's like a good executive. Like she talks like to the players. Like, so she has a relationship with everybody.
Yeah.
So whenever they're pitching ideas, it's not just coming from some, stooge that threw a bad, horrible throw on Twitter my first day of practice.
Bingo.
You know what I mean? I think like managing the relationship is almost the biggest part of whether or not players will buy in. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely, because if you have a relationship with them, you talk to them day to day. You can't, what you could bring them, what they'd be open to doing. Like normally, if you don't know the person, hey, this is what I want you to say, this is what we're going to do. 99% of the time, it's going to be terrible. And the players are going to be like, I'm absolutely not doing it.
Well, and
No
also, like, for shoot, we all know this, especially in the NFL world that we cover. Like, if you win, it covers up everything else. That Chargers team, they can ask the players anything.
Yeah.
Because the players have trust, like, this is
Right.
going to be good
Yeah,
shit.
they get it.
You know what I mean? So maybe they don't have to be as good relationship-wise because their talent is good enough where the players are like, these fuckers are good. Everybody says they're good.
They respect them. The players respect them. They
Bingo.
respect what they do.
And like Dak with the Cowboys last year, which the Chargers referenced, like that was the whole Cowboys
Bingo.
content and hitting them, where he's reading the article in that video, like Dak throws 2 picks to lose the game for the Cowboys.
From the Cowboys social media
Yes,
account.
from
You saw
their own.
Stephen A. over there? I didn't even see Stephen A. over there.
I did not either until it got popped up.
Stephen A. was on, obviously, on First Take today. He had NBA Countdown last night, I do believe. He looked a bit exhausted, but he's still Stephen A. So if you can get Stephen A. on TV, you fucking put Stephen A. on TV. He was so adamant that this was a bus and RG3 or a train. And RG3 came on and said, yeah, he had, like, RG3 tried to slip in. They're like, yo, that was a bus. Like, they threw him under the bus, not a train. Stephen A. was adamant that it was a train and that he was the conductor
Is
of the
this still
train.
a train?
Yeah.
Oh, he
It
wanted
was
to be a
awesome.
train?
He just wanted to be a conductor.
Yeah, conductor of the, it was awesome.
What's
kind
the
of
rear view say?
Yeah, I don't know.
Bath energy.
What is that?
Big ass fucking energy.
I'm not
Complimenting
sure.
the Cowboys. Oh.
See, that's how good this Chargers thing is, though. They're referencing stuff, and we're trying to figure it out.
I love that train. That's a beautiful train.
It is, but I
Got
love.
rear view mirrors in that train.
I really enjoyed that Stephen A. was a part of that. Like they really did well. And once again, can't stress this enough. Whoever the animator was that did this is not going to be in the Chargers social media team for long.
Price went up.
It's going to be gone.
Yeah, that NIL deal is huge now.
He or she is going to be gone soon. So let's enjoy this for what it was. I assume they're going to have to come up with another concept next year.
Yep.
And I'll be excited to see what they do.
I can't remember. Did they do the cartoon last year?
Yeah, back to back.
Yeah.
This is season 2. I don't know how Cuz didn't get hired.
By
Yeah.
DreamWorks or somebody like that. Yeah,
anybody.
whoever, Spielberg.
Literally anybody.
Yeah, by us.
Yeah.
Well, we wouldn't pay him more than Chargers.
Never know.
You never
Yeah,
know.
I know.
Rookie contract for that animator.
Yeah,
Whoever
good
that
for
is.
That'd be so funny next year. You just have anime commercial, like cartoons.
And it's just old Chargers guy.
Nuts.
Or
Yeah.
girl.
Did
Whoever
they
it
say
is.
how long it took?
Not gonna ask if you want.
Didn't sleep for 4 months.
I was just going to say, yeah. Start working on it
So,
after
like,
the Super Bowl.
To come up with all that, to draw that and animate it. I don't know. Like, Evie, you guys know, like, how much work is that? Seems
I actually have zero idea.
Ask Dirty.
I've
Dirty.
never tried
so
to animate.
overwhelming to even think about putting that together.
Dirty would be the person to ask
Yeah,
for.
I've tried to animate, and that shit takes forever. So
I've
to be able to
animated
put
it-
all of that together. Is
It's
a lot.
frame by frame, and then you gotta do a bunch of like scenery in the background. It's a lot of work.
Yeah,
a lot of work.
it's literally everything. It's like those books that you
Yeah, every movement.
and you have to like move the person's arm just
That's
like
exactly
a tiny
what you're
bit.
doing.
You got to do that like digitally,
They don't
right?
have programs to do that digitally now.
You got to draw it though. I mean,
Yeah,
don't
you still got to draw
Still gotta
everything.
draw everything.
Well, AI is coming for your fucking
Bingo.
ass.
That's right.
AI is coming for your ass, dirty.
Hey, I'll do that in 10 minutes.
So you could add like skeletons to like cartoons where like the movement of the arms, and then like they have like the mouth stuff now. That's pretty easy where it just gets syllables and it does the mouth. But like after that, that's still
Yeah, but you got to correct it.
Exactly. Yeah.
And which is every single thing. And then also that is a very cheap
version of it. Yeah.
That's a very cheap. No, I'm saying that's a super expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That thing right there.
Well, I
is-
think it's the beauty of like South Park. South Park does it very cheap, and obviously they've been killing it for years, right?
Yeah, that's because they do a show in 5 days. That 5 days to air thing is
Genius.
awesome to watch.
And they're 25 years in or something still.
Yeah, how many? They got a team of like 50 animators though.
They do.
But
Like,
when
do they do every voice?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
When they first started, they weren't animating. They were actually like fucking cutting them out with like construction paper and putting them together. And
Like claymation, essentially.
Yeah, like very early on.
They won an award. They won an award. I forget how many years ago. They won an award, and they like shouted out the animation team, and a whole section of the theater stood up.
Okay,
That was
I
like-
hope so.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense with the way they go about doing
Remember
it.
when they went to? They talked about. They went to some award show.
The Oscars.
One of them was wearing a dress, and they were both on acid
They were
or
both wearing
mushrooms.
dresses, yeah.
On
Tripping
acid or
balls.
LSD before they went
Was
or
it?
something. Yeah.
They threw a perfect game that night too, just like old Cuz.
Yep.
Man, but watching that documentary, that 5 days there, I believe.
Yes. Yeah.
And seeing, I'm watching like, okay, this is a ton of work, and then I see them sprinting to the booth and doing all the voices.
I don't think so. Yeah,
Oh my
man.
goodness! Like right up until the last minute, these dudes are still laying down the voice tracks. I'm like, this.
And then classic, just like athletes, I think they send it in. They're like, "That's just crop."
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crop.
They don't. They just like go into a hole. They're like,
They are.
I can't believe we're putting that shit on television. That is the worst show we've ever done. And then probably 2 days later, they won an award.
Yeah.
For how great the episode
And then
was.
boom! As soon as we send this one out, boom! We have to work on the next week's episode. Here, so this is the Academy Awards.
Yeah.
This is where Will Smith slapped.
Not the
Chris
same
Rock,
year,
but
but
the
yes.
same awards type.
Same
correct.
show.
Not that
Correct.
day, but
Yeah.
that nice of an event.
Yes.
That's all.
So allegedly,
Good for these guys.
This one is the brain.
Okay.
This one is the brain.
Yeah, he does most of the voices.
No, he's the.
Like head writer too. And
This one is the brain because this one had been offered jobs and been like, nah, we have a good thing going. I'm
Yeah.
gonna stick with it.
No thanks.
Yeah, he's been offered this.
Trey Parker and Matt Stone, right?
Yeah, the skinny one there.
They
in the
wrote Book
middle.
of Mormon too.
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
Oh yeah. They
When did they have time for that to write that?
Bro, that's what I think it's that one on the left.
Okay.
I think from the way old Cuz in the middle was talking, which he might have just been complimenting Cuz on the left in the interview, but he was offered a hilarious amount of money to go do his own thing, and he was like, "Nah, I'm gonna." This is the basically was saying, massive piece of this whole thing is this guy
Yeah.
right here, and they have created. They got to be worth $1 billion.
They
more
just
than $1
got
billion.
that. Didn't they just get a massive offer from? Was it from Paramount Plus or something?
To
But
bring
they
it
have to-
over?
I think that's
No,
what it is.
It's to
I might be
make
wrong.
it's to make like X amount of movies and shows, and it's like I thought it was $1 billion for 10 years.
Good for them, man.
yeah.
Good brains.
Yeah,
Courageous.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Some of the things they just
Not
send out
scared.
there.
Fearless.
Yeah.
Is wild. But once again, to our point,
animated.
we've looked into the animation, so we can just send send things through these fake humans or fake puppets. It takes a long time. So congrats to whoever did the Chargers one. You win
Kudos.
yet again alongside the Titans. That's
Trey Parker and Matt Stone got a $935 million 6-year deal,
There it is.
2021.
From
Let me see.
Universal. I forget who it was from.
where? So where does South Park air right now?
I think it's HBO Max.
Yeah, they also
it's
they also
HBO?
got like $500 million from either HBO Max or
Oh, my-
someplace they bought. The
I just
entire
saw it.
catalog.
I
Do they
just
have all, who has all their reruns and all that?
that's
That-
oh, it's all
yeah.
part of it. Okay, they get the inventory. And all
I don't know if it's HBO. I was just searching.
It's on HBO for sure. I don't know if
So they would be the ones
Yeah.
then. Max or whatever.
HBO Max spent $550 million to be the exclusive domestic streaming service of South Park's entire
Domestic.
23.
just
seasons.
domestic.
So much money whenever you own.
So they sold the
your
international too.
Viacom
Then.
is
Somebody
who
else.
they did the big deal with.
Viacom. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, Viacom.
900
Yeah, that's who
mil.
Viacom owns Comedy Central. So
Oh,
which is
so
where
it's
they
gonna be
still
on-
go
still,
live.
Still on Comedy Central.
So live South Park on Paramount, Comedy Central. Yeah. Library South Park, HBO Max.
Yep.
I think HBO Max probably won there, depending upon how long it takes to go from live to Max. If that's like a week delay, I think you're still good.
Well, and then I wonder what the international one was. Who they sold it to international.
That's just domestic. Then he can sell it. Man,
I'll tell you what, owning your shit is a good play.
yeah,
that's definitely the move.
Yeah. That's the way to do it. People problem is early. Do you ever think about that early on? Anyone offer you anything?
Oh, yeah.
You almost jump on it.
Nah. Never thought about jumping on anything.
That's smart.
Thank you.
That's good.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Mostly because
you didn't need to though.
No. Yeah, we were good. I mean, I got real low on funds whenever we were starting this whole thing. Nobody would know. Didn't tell anybody. Real low. We got real low, and it was like, are we going to be able to make it? You know. And then I started poking around into the old VCs and the equities. Had a couple conversations with a couple people about money and what we could be worth and all that. It's hard to trust anybody via Skype, whatever, but like those humans I've been taught my whole life not to trust. So like it is hard to be like, yeah, you guys can just give us money and then tell us what to do. Like that's a tough thing for me to ever be able to do just naturally. But we were close, I guess, at one point due to desperation potentially, and I didn't want to go back and kick balls because then it would have been a failure. Then Mike Wilbon would have been right, and everybody else would have been right. So I can't fucking have that happen. So like, there was a thought, but no, it feels. I'm in a pretty. I feel.
Here we
I
are
feel
now.
very good about where our company is sitting currently in the grand landscape of everything.
You should.
Obviously.
But let's not get crazy. Some of those equity firms are like $1 trillion.
They had a lot of money. Yeah.
And if they would like to get rid of some of it, AJ,
Yeah.
I think we would, as a collective group, think about taking some of it. But we are going to have creative control. And that is just something that is non-negotiable, which is a funny thing about what I'm being told on the internet right now currently about speculatory reports.
Well, those people know nothing, so.
Dude, I'm getting messages from people, like heartfelt, real messages about how I am potentially ruining their lives because I am a sellout. We haven't even made an announcement yet.
Nope.
Haven't even made an announcement. I'm like, geez, I appreciate how much everybody cares. We ain't changing. That goes back to the point, though. South Park owns all their shit.
Yes.
So they can just make money in perpetuity, I believe, forever.
Don't have to
off
listen
of
to
it.
anyone.
And let alone Book of Mormon they own. They do that whole thing.
Oh yeah, that's probably still traveling around.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a difference, like when you build something like a house or you lease inside of a building, you know? Like there's just two different values on things. And that's just business, baby. And South Park guys are doing it impeccably.
Yeah.
As are you guys. Huh? What's your favorite storyline of this week that happened?
Oh, man, they were all so
Colin.
bad.
It was. I mean, I'm watching
show-
along. I was thinking to myself, like, God.
Well, the
damn.
shows are just so different because, like, without you, it really isn't the same as what
Yeah, I
it
talk
is.
a lot.
Like,
That's what I'm realizing.
that's what I mean. Like, it's much easier to and you know, no offense to AJ or Ian Rappaport, but it's much easier to bounce stuff off of you and kind of see where you take it versus other
When
people.
does the NFL drought stop? Or like for the
Drought. We just had a schedule release.
That's what I'm saying. After this is all we're talking about for
Training camp.
Yeah, end of July.
I would like to like sit down with Raj and Troy Vincent and them
And do what?
and be like, yo, we need some more shit.
Yeah, what can we do in June here?
Can we open to it? They want. I mean,
Can we open up like another trade period, like maybe some bonus
That'd be
money?
nice.
another tampering period.
So like like this wave of like big time free agents that are out there still, the celebrity free agents that are still out there. Can we not open up like a little bit of a lottery where we can give a little bit more money to sign these people?
Or a
Because
showcase?
anything, like another
Zeke-
combine.
Zeke's out there. There's a lot of big names out there. You're right. Like,
Veteran
give teams
combine.
incentives to sign them now, like during his dead time.
Interviews, like have them. Maybe it's like a symposium. Maybe it's like
That'd be, they sit up there and people ask them questions.
teams do.
And then
that.
teams will sign him. I'll take you. I'll take Zeke. Okay.
No. It's like a information
To
gathering.
sign him. I'm saying to sign the player.
So like Zeke, like what is the amount of money you're expecting? Like what is the situation you were thinking about going into? So then teams can be like, not as expensive as we thought it might be. Why not give Zeke a call? Or somebody else, why not do that? And us as a media, very selfishly, and fans, at least we have some shit. We're like, Zeke is wanting to be this. It's like that's a full 45 minutes. I think they can even add on to the NFL schedule is what I'm saying. I think there's more shit we could potentially do with this league.
They could do like a 7-on-7 rookie minicamp league where it's like the rookies who
get them hurt. Yeah.
Well, that's what that's
They
the
already
only
don't
worry.
do
But
minicamp.
Hold on,
rookies.
though.
They do walkthrough.
yeah,
To your point, though, let's continue to expand upon that. Mia Hamm, I believe, is coaching a veteran U.S. women's national team that's playing against other veteran women's national teams for $1 million prize.
I like that.
So, so if you're, let's say, getting onto the national team, and I was lucky to do this in the soccer world. I was in the whole pool world, never got onto the national team, but in that world, kind of seeing how it goes. Like, there's different age groups for a national team. You know, you could be like 17 under, 18 under, 19 under, 20 under, 22 under, and then like 23, and then there's like the adult team, and then obviously there's people that bypass that. And then there's like an age where still a fucking great player.
Yeah.
But there's probably an 18-year-old, a 19-year-old that can easily do your job, and the team has to think about the next 4 years. That little class of people right there that can still play, you know?
Yes.
That are names, they have value.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Why didn't the NFL do something with like kind of semi-retired, like I don't want to say semi-retired, but like alumni groups?
That would be awesome.
You got to give them a try.
Well, that you put money in.
Yeah, you pay them.
That's how, these guys that are out of the game too, freshly, still in shape, especially with all the science that's happening now.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's guys on a lot of au jus right now that are staying.
T.O. can still play. He's been out for a while.
Yeah, but what team would he play for? I don't know. Like, there has to be like little shit we can add because we're staring down at time, boys.
Oh yeah.
Where?
Is there a championship game this weekend?
Oh yeah, The Rock. The Rock has a champion. The Rock's
Wait,
championship.
excuse me. XFL championship is this weekend?
The Rock's championship.
Yeah.
Going up
Are you
against-
sure?
I think
Yeah,
it's this
XFL
weekend.
championship.
This is the Super Bowl?
That's it. He was on First Take this morning.
And the pivot yesterday.
Yep.
2 days ago.
And the weight room at Miami they just opened up. That he
This week.
his
Yeah, it's
name's
tomorrow.
on
It's
it.
tomorrow. Championship's tomorrow.
Where are they playing?
It's the Arlington Renegades because I know Marquette's down there and Russolino, I believe, are both on that team. They're doing well. Have a great season for both of them.
McCarron and the Battlehawks.
It's Arlington Renegades versus the DC Defenders at the Alamo, though.
DC Defenders have the XFL MVP, Jordan Teamu, who was also the MVP of the XFL before it went bankrupt, before Dwayne Johnson owned it.
Correct.
This guy's an XFL
When he was on
dog.
the Battlehawks.
was on the Chiefs for a little.
And the other MVP was PJ Walker.
That's right.
Boom.
Who are the coaches for the championship teams?
Stoops is Renegades. Bill.
Todd Haley is coaching the USFL, correct?
Yes.
I saw him on
Vipers.
The side. What about Wade Phillips? Is he USFL as
Hey,
well?
they need to fucking waive that one, bro.
Big time.
That's crazy. There's a second league.
That's what I'm saying. Take any of the good players from that one and
Boom.
put them in whichever one is having more success.
Yep.
Which,
Like, we need to do that.
when I assume it's I don't think anyone from the USFL is getting like tryouts for like NFL mini camps and stuff like that. Like at the very least, the XFL's got, a dozen or so guys that are actually getting an opportunity. Like I don't think that's happening in the USFL.
Anthony Becht, former West Virginia tight end and New York Jets tight end, he's the head coach of the Battlehawks this year.
Oh,
and I just saw,
remember him.
I saw somebody, he's a big dog. He's Paisano.
Yeah.
He's stacked, dude. I don't know him that well. He went to West Virginia. He had success. He's a good guy. Seems like a great guy. I do not know him that well. One of his players tweeted a thank you to him for getting a tryout to go to an NFL team. And then he quote tweeted it or retweeted it or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that's a cool, that showcased to me, like, that's a cool environment. Like, if you're thanking the coach, you know what I mean?
Publicly, especially.
That means you're getting along. And
You respect that dude.
that's good
Yeah.
community. Yeah, I think
Good
that's-
coach.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if they're getting into the NFL, that's good.
Yeah.
But the quality of play is going to have to.
Do you think that's like a mark of success for the XFL though? Like that's all they're looking for is like, hey, we have
Guys
12
good.
guys that have an opportunity to go play in the NFL. Like, is that good enough for them?
What are the Rocks? Did you listen to him this morning? Did he say opportunity
bit.
league or development league?
Feeder. I thought that's what he kind of thought it was.
The word he used basically
Not
described
gonna,
it.
he's not going to say minor leagues, but he's going to say some kind of development, right?
Oh, no, I think he wasn't planning on saying minor. I think this is a business shift.
To not say minor. Yeah, we don't want it to see minors. We want it to be like
I think they wanted to be
1B.
a prominent league. Yeah.
You're like, hey,
But
NFL's 1A, we're 1B. They
today, the way I heard The Rock talk about it, it sounds like The Rock has conceded to like,
We're not going to be bigger than the NFL.
yeah, we are going to be a opportunity league almost.
Okay.
Well, I think that was the word he used. It was the,
which is a great pitch.
It was a great idea.
Yeah,
like,
that is
that's
a-
the right play.
Yeah.
I think. Like, who was it? Ocho on one of the
Yeah.
games.
This is the destination league now.
Okay. All right.
I don't
Can't
know
have that.
who.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
can't
yeah.
have that.
We were talking about the.
Can't have it. All right. It's tough to take you serious.
It's all coming back around.
If that's coming out of your mouth ever, it means somebody has said that to you in the XFL. And as an NFL person, I don't want to hate your league.
Yeah, it's impossible.
I would like to love your league or whatever. So that's a whole different world. But I think they did have success, and the championship is happening, even though nobody really knows. But I think they're going to survive. But that other league, get your
that.
good players in the other league.
We were talking about the undrafted free agents and how much they're getting paid to sign with teams now. And someone in here said it. I can't remember who or where I heard it from, but they thought it might be because of the XFL.
Maybe it was Lombo that said it.
What?
Because players are getting more money to be undrafted free agents to go with teams so that they don't go to the XFL.
What's the
or-
XFL paying though? Isn't it like $60K for the year?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not sure, but those undrafted free agent, if that's the case, I mean they're miles above 60K.
Yeah.
Malik Cunningham got that $300,000 bonus just to go to the Patriots.
That's crazy.
The
Absurd.
USFL, the problem that they have is that if there's a game on and it's not the NFL, everyone assumes it's the XFL, I think. Like the USFL is on at the same time sometimes, but you look at it, and I think people, or at least I assume it's the XFL game.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
could
know.
be the other league.
Yeah, it's hard to know which
It
team's
is,
in which
seriously.
league.
Because USFL had no pub leading up to it, I feel like. I don't, like...
No.
My wife was staying in a hotel somewhere on a work trip, and there was a USFL team having their training camp staying there. She goes, yeah, there's a USFL team here. I was like, the USFL's been dead for 30 years. Like, I legit thought it was been dead forever. And then I said they were playing 2 weeks later. I looked it up. They had camp or something.
I think they just brought it back.
They did,
yeah.
Which is, I don't know.
But interesting with the XFL, like they had some stars at some places. Like Marquette was a star for the Battlehawks alongside Jordan Teamu and Russolino over there in the first round. And then they come back and they're on a different team. It's like I think they should have just keep
Ran
just
it back.
keep the if they're in the league, just keep them so you can still kind of build off of the stars. But I think it's gonna survive. I honestly believe I think the XFL is gonna survive. I don't know about that other one though that you didn't know was around for 30 years.
Yeah, no chance. And the poster boy, funny enough, for it is like Taylor Heineke. Like I feel like everyone in the XFL is trying to get to where Taylor Heineke is.
And he didn't even play.
Yeah, and he was the backup for Teamu.
It's like Kurt Warner was for the Arena League.
That's right.
Kurt went from the Arena League to Super Bowl champion, Hall of Famer.
Doug Flutie, you know,
CFL, right? Legend.
Warren Moon,
Tommy Maddox.
Tommy
Maddox.
Hell yeah, Tommy Maddox. What a dog that guy was.
He was.
He came out of nowhere, bro. You're talking. You wanna be beloved in Pittsburgh? Be a fucking nobody who's supposed to amount for nothing, and then get dropped into the starting quarterback role for the Pittsburgh Steelers and dominate.
And then he fell on the sword for Ben. Okay, he will always be loved. He took that injury. Ben went 15-0. Great. Tommy's the best.
They have to love him back there still, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
listen to
like,
the
you could tell.
Fell on the sword.
I knew from afar I was a fan. Now it makes sense.
Never paid for a meal.
Now I'll ask about Neil O'Donnell.
Neil O'Donnell. That dude's got one of the strongest arms I've ever seen.
That's cool.
Yuck.
What are you upset
What
about?
happened
That's
to Neil?
cool if somebody
Super Bowl,
gets
bro.
to you and you throw fucking 2 interceptions right in the.
A lot of miserable motherfuckers walking around Pittsburgh. I'll tell you what, and Neil O'Donnell was the reason. So I think he's gonna.
Mike Tomczak, how you feel?
Tomczak's fine.
Okay.
Hey,
He's awesome.
You know what they say? They say people don't remember what you say; they remember how you made them feel.
Yeah.
That's Neil O'Donnell.
That's Neil.
Neil
Is
feels
it?
that.
To a T.
I'll never
Yeah.
forget.
Where is
fucking
Neil?
95.
He's not in Pittsburgh.
No, he's not.
I
Same
don't-
route.
Goat
Same
farm.
route. Same play. Right in the fucking chest.
1995.
Yep.
How old were you?
7, 8.
Yeah, everybody was at some sort of watch party, and every person that had a mouth blamed one person, and that's tough. That's tough if a whole city hates you.
Yeah.
I mean, as a guy who has felt that in Morgantown, it's tough to come back from
It goes
that.
both ways.
It
You want
is
to be
tough.
on the Tommy Maddox side of that.
Big,
Obviously.
Yeah.
Great opportunity. Also, there's some risk to it as well.
And those are great sports cities. You just, unfortunately, that's
The passion.
It's the other edge of the sword.
How about Tom Brady coming back to New England? Huh? You guys going to give him a hero's welcome up there?
I'm sure people will be very glad to see him.
Is he just going to wave? Like it's not going to retire his number yet?
No,
They're
they
not gonna
will.
put a banner
He's had
up?
multiple celebrations.
Yeah, they'll retire his number.
No, they will, but I'm saying not this first game he comes back, are they?
I wonder if they do the
Q1 of the season?
Yeah, I don't know.
Wait till you see what's
Yeah.
coming. Episode 4, Q4, week 17, week 18. I don't know what the schedule says.
when we need him.
No, that's when they're putting him in. He's going to be. Do you guys have a thing or a
We
thing?
don't have
something,
we don't
right?
have one of those things.
Oh,
I assume they
hey.
do like Ring of Honor the first week. Like, all right, let's get this over with.
But don't they usually say we're putting him in the Ring of Honor?
Oh, and
They
then
just said
retire
he's
the-
coming back, I feel like.
and then do the number at
You're
a
right.
certain point? Like they might. Yeah, the Ring of Honor thing is a.
This
entire
sounds like it's
show.
like, hey, we're just celebrating Tom, and then of course
not even
we'll
Tom.
bring him coming back. What do you mean? Who's that?
That's Singleton. What are you talking about?
That's not in the video. They opened up the door and it was a green screen, and it's probably AI.
Oh, like Dan Campbell.
They might be dudesy.
AI Dan Campbell was awesome on the Lions.
That was sweet.
Hell yeah.
Tom, though, that's a smart play. Ring of Honor,
Yep.
surprise Ring of Honor, night one.
Cool.
Now, you're saying marketing it. I think they are marketing by Kraft saying, hey, Tom's going to be here.
Tom
Tommy's
Brady's
coming
coming
home.
home.
So maybe it's just like a Ring of Honor celebration. Maybe the TV people will be there. I don't know.
Smart.
But he said multiple celebrations through the year. So that would mean that he and Tom Brady have already agreed to this, right?
Yeah.
Because that's getting him back to Foxborough, where he potentially might be doing stand-up comedy if he just reads that AI thing.
Yeah. He should.
We don't know what his schedule is going to be, but getting back up to Foxborough for games is probably not something he's like necessarily putting at the top of his to-do list.
No.
But so him and Kraft had to talk about that. There's probably going to be numerous things, right? Like a jersey retirement at the end of this thing.
Yeah.
Ring of Honor at the beginning of this thing. What do you think?
100% of jersey retirement. I think the Ring of Honor thing's inevitable. I wonder if he's going to be in New England more because the TB12 like HQ I thought was there. So like maybe that's the case.
Also,
where-
why doesn't he get a piece of the Patriots? We hear him trying to own the Dolphins, now the Raiders. Why doesn't Bob Kraft loves the guy?
Him owning the team that he beat during the infamous Tuck Rule game to start that dynastic run is straight out of a fucking movie. There's actual talks of Tom Brady potentially owning the Raiders.
Yeah.
And everybody's going to say, he already owned,
of course.
He's already owned the Raiders. Like, that's a great storyline to kind of get into. And now the Dolphins situation that you just brought up is even more clear. Like, okay, maybe he had been snooping around and Ross potentially was like, hey, I actually would give you a percentage of the team while you want to play quarterback because he's not the only person that has wanted to get into ownership of the NFL who's played in the NFL. Basically, everybody that's ever played in the NFL wants to get into ownership of the NFL because they know how much fucking money is being made by the NFL, and they feel like they probably understand the business and the game a little bit better than anybody who would be coming in there. So him getting a piece of the Raiders would be fucking awesome story-wise, but why doesn't Robert Kraft just give him a percentage and bygones be bygones and let's move along? Welcome back into the family, Tom. You'll forever be a Patriot, obviously, because you won so many Super Bowls here, 6 of them or whatever the case is. So they're not just going to have you in Buccaneers jerseys, especially with how it ended, like Peyton was with the Broncos. But why not welcome him back into the New England family? Why does Kraft just give him, 10, 15, 20%?
Maybe saving it for Bill.
$30 billion.
35%.
I mean, that's a problem. If you gave him, let's say Tom put in $100 million, what's he get?
0.000.
Yeah, that's the thing. Maybe that's the thing. Can I get some sweat equity here, man? Like, what do you do?
I assume the Mark Davis thing would probably force Kraft's hand because if there was some sort of
maybe that's what Tom's doing.
How about Tom getting leverage on ownership of a fucking team? This guy is brilliant.
Leverage on there's rumors that he was going to back out of his Fox deal or he's not going to take it. What do you think?
No, he said fake news or whatever.
But I can see with all the stuff he has going on, don't you? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, 60 million would be. 1%.
I wouldn't be shocked. Or if he takes a lighter load.
64 million, I guess, would be
1% of the Patriots.
That's the value. If they were to sell that, though,
probably be 8, 9.
Would it?
The Patriots? I think so.
I mean, it should, but
they got that whole casino, hotel.
That's what's so valuable.
Maybe more, right?
That's what I'm saying. I think it would
way
be
more.
They have what everybody wants.
If he was to get 1% for 64 million, I think his money would be made immediately upon putting it in there if they were to sell that thing.
Yeah, I don't know if it matters, but their like internet stamp is the biggest of all the teams.
Who, the Patriots?
Yeah,
bigger than the Cowboys.
Footprint. Yeah.
And they're huge. Germany, right? They're big. Germany.
Huge in Germany. Yeah,
and Bill buys into that. Like team buys into being. Like, hey, Germany's a part of our thing. And Germany has a massive fucking fan base.
Yeah.
If they are all to become Patriots fans, or not all of them, I assume there's going to be a lot of others, militaries over there as well. But if you pick up a significant part of Germany as your fan base, you're picking up a whole other fan base.
Oh, yeah.
Let alone merch and everything else. I mean, it just feels like the Patriots are smart business-wise. And winning fucking all the time helps as well.
You guys had Bjorn. We had Sebastian Vollmer, like one of the more famous German players to ever play in the NFL. And we haven't even talked about
that's smart. That's why the Patriots Colts over there.
I was just going to say, we haven't talked about Pat's Colts over there.
Is that who Bjorn hosts with, that Football Bromance show? Is the Patriot?
I'm not sure. That would make sense if it was him. But I didn't think the other guy was an NFL guy. I thought Bjorn was the NFL guy.
I don't know enough about the other guy. The other guy's nice, but I don't know enough about him.
Yeah, Sebastian Vollmer, though, he was in the Patriots video, and he was speaking German, and he was a staple of the Patriots for 6, 7, 8 years.
We have to go to that game, right? Feels like.
And the game before.
Hell yeah.
In Germany?
Frankfurt, yeah. Frankfurt's airport, by the way.
I've never been. That'd be sweet.
Frankfurt's airport, best in the world, bro.
Yeah, that's what that was my big.
What's special?
Dude, to be clear.
It's a giant?
Massive. Immigration was quick.
Oh, that's key.
It was like it was a quick operation, but thorough. They had motherfucking. Hey, I got pulled to the side.
Yep.
2 guys.
They probed you?
They didn't stick anything in me, but as we were walking over there, they were not speaking my language, and I knew that there was no. There's no
funny business.
These
here.
people are not about my shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? It is. I got a good feeling that they were not about my shit. Now, the gun did touch me at one point as the guy turned. like touch me a little bit. I go, whoa, 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 999, and I got pop. I don't want to.
Nice.
So we did get along there, but that airport, beautiful, very new.
Are they super nice over there too?
Everybody was super nice to me.
They have to be.
Now they did not. Well, that's honestly, I thought that when I was over there with how nice people were being. I'm like, it feels like they're trying to make up for something.
Yeah.
And I respect that. Like I respect that they're trying to do that.
Exactly.
That was the nicest country I've been to.
Oh.
People.
A lot of English speakers?
Yeah, everybody there that I spoke, it could speak English. Now, did they, when I was there? No. They did not know I was somebody either. This is like doofus American being dropped into Germany. They were very, very kind to me. But they had beer at this airport. We landed like 6:30 a.m. local.
Yeah.
And they had this beer right out of this tap.
That's awesome.
It was and it was like almost presented to me as soon as I got there. Tasted so good. Got a little bit of a buzz. Started walking around. Everybody was kind. So if we can get back into that airport, I'm with it.
Okay.
If we can get back into that airport and watch an NFL game between our teams, definitely do it.
Well, and the week before is Chiefs Dolphins, so it's like they kind of have two great games coming up. So if we really want,
So maybe we
do
do a little Frankfurt post-op. I wonder how the babies are going to do over there. You guys, what do you think they're going to be?
I don't think I want to be on a plane. They'll stay here.
You want to go like 12 hours?
No.
On a flight with a kid?
12.
How
It's
many
not
is
like
it?
that.
What is it?
Maybe, I don't know, maybe 9.
It's like 8.
Anything 8, yeah, 8 to 12.
8 from New York, so we have to get to New York.
Yep.
And then we do fly a little bit. People are going to hate hearing
Which way
this.
you go?
You got to
You
fly.
gotta fly up.
You got to go up.
Yeah.
Fly up a little bit.
For the trajectory.
Why do you do that, though?
Why?
Well,
I
they
thought the Earth
say
was flat.
that's the
Yeah, but the rotation.
That's a big argument still going on.
No,
I don't think it's big, but it still happens.
The people,
I
for the
saw-
people that are arguing, it is big.
I saw a thread with a couple million views on it of this guy who actually posted a video when he was reaming someone out for saying the Earth was flat, and then by the end of the thread, it was him saying, "I've looked at it all. The Earth is fucking flat." It's awesome.
What a work. What if
Yeah.
that's just one person?
Works himself into shoes.
I mean, there's a lot of people who
I meant to
believe
ask
it.
Jimmy yesterday, like, are you worried you're going to fall off the Earth, bud? Because the Earth is flat, right? I want to see how he would have handled
How
it.
about the Stones on, I know he did a lot of bad shit. At the time, I think everybody did, but we should definitely not be happy about it. And we're striving to be in a place where nobody does bad shit.
Yep.
All of us are on the same mission.
Yep.
Of course.
The Stones just to say fuck it when everybody else wouldn't go. You know what I mean? I think there was something going on at home for Columbus. I think there was something going on at home.
Yeah.
Wanted to get away. You know what I mean? Trying to get me the fuck out of here potentially. But everybody was saying, don't do it. You'll fall off to your inevitable death. Or maybe space or
who knows?
anything that could be. And he was like, you got it. And allegedly. We don't know what's real and what isn't real at this stage of life because everything that has been either argued or debated about how things act. Paul Revere. That's all. I mean, I was singing songs about the guy in fucking 5th grade. And then it turns out he's not, maybe even a. I don't know if he was a big fraud, but.
Do not call Paul. Don't put Paul Revere.
Bro, in 5th grade, I'm sitting
let
there.
him know.
Listen, my children, and you shall hear of the midnight ride of Paul Revere.
Yes.
On the 18th of April in 75. Hardly a man is now alive. Who remembers this famous day and year? And then 1 if by land, 2 if by sea.
That's right.
And I on the opposite shore will be ready to ride and spread the alarm through every Middlesex village and farm.
Amen.
5th grade, they forced me to remember that.
Middlesex County, shout out.
And then as I get older, it's like, nah. Turns out that was all
Paul Revere
bullshit.
was sitting on his ass in his house.
I'm like, are you kidding me?
Nope. Paul Revere's the one that told those two that finished the ride. He actually, he diverted and got these other guys, the Brits that were chasing them to fight.
Oh, he did a distraction.
Yes.
Okay, well, that wasn't in the song ever. I don't think it ever was, so we don't know what's real and what isn't real. But Christopher Columbus saying, fuck it, and just saying, yeah, allegedly, I'll go over. You got to talk about the whole scene.
Yeah, you got to have some real gut sack to do
Imagine
that
those
type of thing.
ships, too. Like, if you look back, like
So
if
many
you're going
people
over,
dying.
say you're coming from Europe or something, and, okay, well, I think it's that way, and we're riding the wind the whole way, and you got to bring all your supplies. So many people die.
How
Just
bored,
being,
though.
it'd be
Very.
How bad does it smell?
Yeah, you catch
All of
scurvy.
it.
Could you imagine?
And you don't know, like, You think this guy's a pretty good navigator. All right, going by the stars and the moon and whatever, and you don't really know what's out there.
Oh, yeah, because you're just putting faith in some random.
Yeah.
This is the village eyeball guy.
Yeah.
He didn't want to go on this trip. It kind of forced him, and that person's going to be able to navigate stars.
And you might never be back. Like, yeah, there's a good chance you'll die, but even if you make it there, the fastest I'll be back here is like 3 years.
Yeah,
to come
exactly.
see your family.
And they didn't get anywhere on purpose, right? They just kind of landed everywhere.
Yeah, honestly.
There's we came upon land here.
They all woke up and the boat was stopped. It wasn't moving anymore, and they hit an island. Oh, here we go.
Something bad happened.
They went the wrong way, didn't they?
Yeah, they went to the Caribbean.
Well, they landed.
Right?
They landed in the West Indies. Was that correct?
They thought
They started down yonder.
It's really nice down there.
Spain.
Weren't they down in the islands in the Caribbean?
Yeah, why would they get back in?
Why would you keep going?
Oh, they probably got sunburned so bad.
Because they were.
Oh my God!
I would have been fried.
They were looking for money. They were looking for money, and they didn't find it down
My
there.
clothes were.
I thought they were going to India.
They were trying to get to India for the spice trade, and they ended up in the Caribbean.
That's why Native Americans, right?
Were called.
Yes.
Allegedly, right?
Allegedly, yes.
But who knows what's real and what isn't real? At this
Right.
stage.
Nothing's real.
Wow, which is kind of sad.
Yeah, it is.
Well, everything's
All right, I gotta get.
You think it's ready?
I assume the pharmacy is ready with our stuff.
I wouldn't be so sure.
I'd hope so.
They take their sweet time.
The pharmacy game is interesting, isn't it? It's an interesting. I don't even want to dive
Amazon's
in.
taking it over. Amazon wants you to use them.
Okay, and I think Mark Cuban has one as well that he's trying to do.
Yeah.
I don't want to dive into big pharma too much because that would be a very personal thing because I've lost more than a few friends to this particular
pharmaceutical
thing that happens, right? But I do believe there's a lot of fucking probably good stuff that comes. And I haven't done enough research to really dive into that whole battle. I'm just going to talk about my experience with pharmacy. Yeah. They're the doctors.
No, they're pharmacists.
Pharmacists.
Do they know that? What is the?
Nope.
Do they? What is the?
They're the keeper of the keys.
What are you trying to say? Like you saying they?
I don't need them judging me when they're giving me the medicine. Okay, the doctor that went to school for 100 years, all right, and is the one who I am going to tell me what medicine. I appreciate that you have a hard job. I'd assume it's a difficult job what you're doing. Everybody has shit that they have to go through. Yeah. I don't need you telling me what you think is good and not good for me. You're a pharmacist, okay? You are just
they judging
picking
your
up
prescriptions? Are they like judging what you're doing?
The last 4 times I've gone in there, there has been a
I
look.
thought they usually say, "Hey, do you have any questions on the medication?"
Which, thank you. We do potentially need that, even though they write out all the directions literally on the thing. So if I could not read, I would appreciate that. And I think you're a very intelligent person. But also, I don't need the
any extra
the judginess.
You're okay. All right. So now I'm questioning.
Yeah. Should I be taking this?
Because this person who's around this drug all day is questioning it, and it's like, they're not a doctor. But are they? I don't know how I'm supposed to view it. Pharmacy world is very new to me because in the NFL, that shit just comes right through the building.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So I don't even have to deal with it. So this whole pharmacy thing over the last couple of years has been a wild development in my life, and it's interesting game. It's an interesting. Have to do the thing.
Oh yeah.
The blood pressure thing every time.
Why?
Just it's sitting there.
You got to go to the just do the drive-through.
Yeah, you should just start going to the drive-through.
You don't have to go in.
I don't know if that
drive-through pharma.
Oh yeah.
Walgreens.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna sit in a 7-car line.
No,
for
no,
nothing.
No.
Is your car getting
Takes
through the
forever.
drive-through?
It takes
You get
3
out
times
going
as
too?
long.
Bro, the pharmacy. I guess it's just the pharmacy that I go to, or that maybe Nick goes to. There is a line out that thing, and that front car is in park. They do not have the brakes on. They are in park. They've been there a long time. And the next person that pulls up, you see the white light. They're going into reverse to go into park. They know this is going to be a fucking thing too.
I've got
I'm going
in the line there. I've been in the line for so long doing that. Yeah.
It's a bad. I've had a bad
Go
experience.
10 minutes before they close. You'll still get a little bit of judginess because you'll be the last guy going there, and they'll be like, "This fucking asshole! I just want to get out of here. Now I got to get this." But outside of that, you'll be the only car there.
What about them not fulfilling orders and not having stuff?
Yeah, that happens sometimes, and that is a real kick in the dick.
The one I have, they'll text you and say, "Hey, your order's ready."
Yep.
Come get it.
Oh,
that's smart. I don't have that. I just have to go.
That's
and
nice.
I do have that
roll the
right
dice.
now.
Eventually, can't they ship it right to you? I know Amazon's trying to take over the pharmacy game. Where do you just get it all shipped?
That's
to your
not
house?
safe.
CVS does do delivery.
There's no way that's safe.
You can do Amazon. They do charge a premium though.
So hold on though.
But
I
how do you-
can't
how
buy
do you
what?
Switch it over to like Amazon.
It's only
from
certain
normal?
things. There's only certain things you can get through
I was
Amazon.
about to say I can't buy Pepto-Bismol without getting carded at the grocery store. People are going to be
Pepto
able to.
has stuff in it.
No, I don't know. What's that? A Sudafed?
Yeah,
Or-
NyQuil,
They like
NyQuil.
lock that up, put you on like a register if you buy it, don't they?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
get one
Sudafed's
box
making
meth.
because that's how they made meth.
Yeah,
correct.
Full check. So you're saying they're going to be Amazon and prescriptions?
I know there's
I think
Amazon
you're right.
pharmacy
I don't
They
know
already
if I
do. I've
trust
done it
that.
a couple times. Yeah.
What have you gotten? Like anything like pretty?
No, just
So you
regular, simple stuff.
So, like, if doctors say,
Like
hey,
what?
where do you go? Do you say, hey, Amazon? They send your script into Amazon? Valtrex, Nick? Is that what you're getting?
Yeah, like what level of thing?
Like prescription medication or over the counter?
Like STD meds?
No, not over the counter.
Thank
We're
you.
talking about prescription medication.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what high level stuff?
Amoxicillin.
Hard stuff? Like you think their oxy's getting?
No.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh, yeah.
we need not
Painkillers
have-
are a whole different situation, aren't they?
I would imagine they're
Any
not
opioid?
sending antibiotics in there, are they?
Yeah.
No way.
In Amazon through Amazon?
But Amazon has pharmacies now, I guess, whatever. It's not like.
Yeah, but how is the transaction?
Yeah, where do they get it? They're their own Walgreens, I guess. How does Walgreens get it?
See, this is what we're talking. We shouldn't even got in this
Yeah,
conversation. We don't know.
no idea.
Anyways, we hope everybody figures it out.
Yep. Good luck.
And I would like a little less judgment.
Yeah.
I would like a little less judgment when
Hell
I'm picking
yeah.
up
So many questions.
medicine for my dog. Okay, I don't know what the fuck.
Just give it to me.
The vet gave it.
Damn it.
Yeah, when my German Shepherd was,
Kevin?
Carl back in the day. Carl was taking some stuff that was like his last like 6 months. He was rough, and it was a nerve medicine, and they had to like ID me or question me. Like
don't know,
I'm
dude.
like, I don't
Vet-
know. Can humans even take this? I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah, the dog medicine gimmick is fun. This is
What is? It's formulated for humans, right? It's not formulated just for dogs, obviously.
I don't know.
It's got
I
to be
think
for
some of
humans
it
too,
is.
right? Or is it just dogs?
So Val is a Shar-Pei pit bull mix. Shar-Pei fever is something that exists, and we learned that after a emergency room visit. I forget how long ago. I thought she was dead. I mean, it was like within the last maybe.
It wasn't too long ago.
Yeah, I don't know,
Yeah.
6,
It was
7
in
months
the
ago.
zone.
6, 7 months ago, it feels like. I thought she was. I was very bummed. You know, this dog. I fucking love this dog. She's beat cancer 4 times. She had to pay for four cancer surgeries, which is the reason for Further Brand, which my wife runs, paying for people's dog cancer treatments because of how fucking ridiculously expensive it was. But we take her into the hospital. She's puking. She's not drinking anything. She looks real bad. And it's like this girl, you know, she's 9, 10 years old. She's been through it. I've never seen a dog at this stage before. I'm like, she's dead for sure. She goes in there for 2 days. She doesn't let him do anything. She's like pissed off at him. Then they are able to flush her with some IVs, get her hydrated, and then they diagnose her something with Shar-Pei fever, which they have no studies on pretty much. They just had to guess. And now she has to take like a daily medicine that basically just keeps her level of whatever creates a Shar-Pei fever. So she's on like an actual schedule with this medicine. Like I think she'll be on this for like
She has to have it.
3 years, I think. Like is the way they talk. Like this is the only way to kind of do it all. It's been interesting. So I've been dealing with the pharmacy a lot in the name of my dog.
Yeah.
But I think in real life I'm about to dive back in there even more.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
They should definitely ship dog medication to your house.
I think so too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but some white trash
Oh, they'll
will
steal
figure
it.
out how to put it
Chop
in,
it and snort
make
it.
it meth.
Yeah.
That'll be that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
You know, they get creative out there. They want to find their-
Oh, yeah.
They do.
Is meth still big?
We'll find ways.
Oh yeah.
Nothing's
Oh, yeah.
taken over meth?
I live right
like the
next
new
to Meth Alley. They
Really?
fucking rip.
Is that what you're watching with the binocs?
Bingo.
You still use those
Smoke?
Binocs?
Smoke
Oh,
meth?
yeah. It's Binoc season, actually. I
They
just-
smoke his meth outside?
You feel weird,
Yeah.
dude? You feel weird? You
You
feel
gotta
weird?
feel really
No.
weird.
No.
Can they see you?
They're homeless bums. I'm watching them.
Can they see you watching them?
No, they can't. They can't see me.
Just keeping an eye
How,
out.
what floor are you on?
Yeah, he's looking out.
16.
Looking out for
Yeah.
it. Keeping
Oh,
an
you're
eye out.
16 floors up.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I see one collapsing and convulsing, I'll call 911.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you, Connor.
Thank you, Connor.
Would you?
I also well, that's the problem I run into is I do that, but then I see where they're buying all their meth and shit. It's like, do I call 911 on that? But then I'm a snitch.
Ooh.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm battling these.
You running a
two
drug
things.
sting?
Yeah, what are you doing?
I see. It's right there. I see
could
how
make
the
some money.
operation works.
You could make some money.
No, I'm not getting involved in that business. There's some angry people.
Had the Dash Mart Binocs to my house the other day.
Awesome. Right? Oh, because you got a bunch of birds and shit out
No,
there.
not
right?
just birds. There was some boat floating around on that lake that had something sticking out of it. And I was like,
Oh, what was it?
what is it? I couldn't see.
going on over there?
It was around a couple days, like 2, 3 days
no.
straight. I'm like, what?
Next time, let me know. I'll bring the drone out there.
Was it
We'll-
American?
We'll
Was it
fucking
from
tackle.
America?
What's in my lake out here? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess it had a crane on. I had to get the binocs though.
Yeah.
I'm not good with the binocs.
Really?
Yeah.
Hard
You
to find
got to
the-
twist a little
Yeah,
deal.
you got
Make it
to focus it.
Yeah, but then when you get on, it's hard. Like
Binocs stink.
they're tough,
They
dude.
do.
You got a good pair.
You're more of a periscope guy.
I think I do want to fucking. I need
Well,
a
you should
Those are
fold
way
them and use
harder, I
one.
feel like.
That's what you should do.
fold that up.
or even in.
These things are
Get
heavy
some night
duty.
vision ones. You need some night vision.
How
goggles.
big are yours?
I'd say about yay big.
Pretty big.
Yeah, those are pretty diesel.
You should buy the
I'm a
video
one-
ones. The
I'm
video
one
ones are way
hand.
better.
Video
I'm one
ones? What do you
hand
mean?
right here.
They plays video in the eyes?
So it's a legit TV screen, but you just fucking zoom in.
Yeah, see, that sounds
That
like.
sounds good.
Is that on Amazon?
Oh yeah,
Everything.
we got
Pretty
you.
creepy, but the binocs are a creepy thing in general. As
for
I was
sure.
holding it up, I'm like, somebody's looking at me,
Yeah.
looking at
Oh, I
this.
thought about that.
Yeah, you look so creepy.
You need the
Like, so
Jackie
what?
Chan ones from Rush Hour.
Oh, the single lens.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if I do that and then I'm able to run up the walls like he did,
Oh,
Yeah.
up to the top? What a fucking dog,
Is he
dude.
still doing it?
So
Oh, yeah.
Jackie Chan
yeah.
handed it over to TC.
well.
Oh, nah, TC
Yeah, basically.
was
Ja-
always.
Jackie Chan
the
wishes he could be fucking TC.
Oh,
like,
don't
hey,
do
yeah,
that.
jumping up walls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
you
cool.
do that.
TC runs circles around him.
TC's fucking piloting airplanes and diving out of them.
How
TC,
dare
you want
you.
TC to run up some fucking walls? He'll do it.
Bet. You saw him run through that fucking forest. Jackie Chan would literally run actual circles
You know
around
what?
Tom Cruise.
Do you remember when TC fucking ran up the face of the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world?
I did.
Has Jackie Chan done that? I don't think so. He's fucking going to the projects in Hong Kong and running up a one-story building. which is
One
cool.
story?
It's
Multiple
cool.
stories.
It's cool. It's cool, no question.
Very
Until he fucking scales the face of the Burj Khalifa, I don't want to hear it.
Dude, how about Tom sitting atop of that thing with no shoes on? No harness, no shoes.
So sweet.
That's so scary.
The only reason why I know that exists because Will Smith, who's still out there doing it. I guess that Chris Rock thing hasn't really settled
What's he
down.
doing for real? What? Will had a movie come out, right?
Emancipation.
I would- Did people go to it?
It was on Apple TV Plus.
Oh, so we don't really know. But what's Will been up to? Has he been vocal about anything going on?
Not really. He's kind of laid low.
Are he and his wife still together?
I don't.
Sure.
She canceled her show though. I know.
I don't
that.
know if they
It got
should be.
canceled.
The Red Table.
Yeah.
She didn't cancel.
I was being
it.
generous.
Yeah, it got canceled.
Who, Zuck? Zuck canceled?
Yeah,
He said,
Zuck.
I got to go to these jiu-jitsu tournaments.
Exactly.
I haven't got time for a red table
He said,
talk.
"Listen, we'll continue it if you let me fucking put you to sleep in an arm triangle." And she was not okay with it. So
Could you imagine she doesn't go to sleep? He gets pissed off. They have to reenact it. She does go to sleep.
Yep.
Did that actually happen?
Yeah.
The entanglement.
Wait, excuse me.
No, I know that. Zuck
put Jada Pinkett to sleep.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner. Zuck's arm was not raised.
Yeah.
Yeah, that actually happened.
And he
threw
was
a fit.
so mad, they restarted the match.
And gave him the silver and the gold, from what we hear.
No, he got one in gi and no gi.
So he was. We didn't see any no-gi action out of him.
There's pictures out there. I saw him.
Really?
Is he properly jogged?
Shirtless?
I'd
Or
assume
was he
he
wearing
was.
tights?
He's pretty yoked.
Does he have like his 10 people security people like with him when he's intermingling with everybody?
Yeah, because he's kind of thrown himself into harm.
Yeah, like he
Like,
always has a crew.
Buddy
around him.
could kill him, right?
Guys like him are worried about
Yeah,
being
he could.
kidnapped too, aren't they?
So
Oh,
every
geez.
human in the jiu-jitsu tournament is going to have to get checked now by Zuckerberg security.
It's like the president's.
Will this guy kill Zuckerberg?
I assume they're just confident because Zuck has a black belt, so like he'll be able to
He doesn't
defend
have a black
himself.
belt,
Yeah.
does he?
I bet he has some sort of force
There's a
field
whole
ring.
conversation, I think, about like different how hard it is to get a black belt in places.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it depends on which like
School.
judo compared to
No.
taekwondo compared to jujitsu.
And which
Oh yeah,
school you go
dojo?
through.
you
Yeah.
want like
dojo
you want like
go
a
through.
Gracie black belt. Yeah,
Yes, you
those
do.
Guys.
Yeah, but I
From
think
that lineage.
I think that lineage of black belts
You don't know where
judge other
Oh yeah.
black belts.
Where's Zuck going? Do we know his dojo?
I don't know.
That's still a thing.
I
with
don't
the
know.
white shirt.
Probably built his own, if I had to assume.
No, he's got to be in there with the people.
How about Chris Farley? How athletic he was in Beverly Hills Ninja.
my
Remember his
God.
somersault? His somersaults were so fast.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing that. He's doing his keg stand in the beginning of Tommy Boy.
Yep.
And he smashes the table. Like
Yep.
everything he does.
He was somebody that the world needed more of.
I
Yeah.
wish.
Massive
We all
bummer.
do. Young people have any like Con? Even you're too
Oh,
young
yeah.
for him, but like you
Worried.
understand his greatness though, right?
Absolutely, yes.
My kids understand it. My kids love. My son always do. Want me to fluff you a pillow? That's my 10-year-old's favorite thing to do.
Isn't it true though that people
For
didn't
real.
appreciate it when it first came out though? Like most of those movies bombed in theaters.
Yeah, critics hated it, but I think people in
I assume.
general. I mean, he was
People
he was the
He's the
biggest.
Sandman. He same
Yeah.
reaction as
He was the
Sandman.
biggest star on SNL.
Foxy,
too.
you've never
Like,
seen Black Sheep, I
No,
assume?
I was just gonna say those were the real first comedies I ever watched.
Oh,
Like
so you
Tommy
did.
Boy was the real first
I mean,
comedy that I watched
That
with
was
all my
a time
brothers.
when those were coming out. That was that makes me like nostalgic. Like Tommy Boy, Black Sheep, everything the Sandman was doing. Then even Jim Carrey had some big time things back then.
Dude.
90s were great.
Hey, those are good old days.
Those are golden years.
There's a lot of bad stuff happening in the world.
Always.
So we're not referring to that whenever we say the good old days. What we're talking about is our personal experiences.
Yeah, we didn't know that stuff was happening at the time, though. So
Bingo.
There wasn't really internet, right? So how would we know?
Yeah, there's no way to know.
Bingo. If we did, we would have been pissed.
Oh, my God.
Want to let you know that.
I'm pissed now about it.
Not exactly. Changing the future, though, aren't we?
That's right.
Hey, remember when the World Cup was in Qatar? We
Qatar.
talked about that a lot. Qatar. What are those stadiums like? Have we seen like drone shots of
Still being used every
leaves
single
growing
day.
through 'em, like
It's
just
mass graves.
dilapidated?
Yeah.
They just turned them into mass graves.
Where's the next World
They
Cup?
finally
Oh, it's
put
America.
They finally put the names on the headstones and stuff like that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm out of here.
It's fitting because they cut off all their heads.
I assume the wife is pissed. Nah, she's been so
not
cool.
as pissed as that pharmacist is going to be.
Oh, I hope. The
I
pharmacist-
just went to a new pharmacy. So actually picked up and moved.
They're going to
there
ask
you
you a
go.
bunch
There
of
you go.
questions. They're going to get real judgy with whatever you're picking up.
I went to this is a new pharmacy.
New place will be
Good.
fine.
This person will be cool. They won't judge you.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Sure.
What if they are? I would love to see your reaction if the person did start like peppering you with questions and asking you.
You know, I got a question about your whole profession. You know,
How many years of school you go for this?
not only that, like
You might have a whole situation.
I'm just doing what I was told would make the whole situation that I'm in better, whether it's for me or somebody else. Let's just we just expedite.
Figure this out.
I feel like we grew up with a local like family pharmacy. That's what you need.
Do you want that? Do you want them to know what your whole
Like
family's
a general
taking?
store.
You don't think they're talking to everybody, telling them all the stuff you're taking? To them?
Oh, the Hawk family's going through some stuff. A lot of chill pills.
Tone
AJ's
keeps coming
kid.
back. Tone has a lifetime Valtrex prescription here.
You said that multiple times. I
That's
don't know
an
what that
STD
is.
situation. I think.
Oh, okay.
AJ's kids have herpes. And just gave him the
Yeah, for
medicine
real. That's
now.
what I'm saying.
Well, if I have that,
Oh, the
AJ,
Hawk family's got COVID.
Look
I'll
out.
I'll wear it proudly.
Yeah,
Don't go
good.
near
I know.
AJ.
That's what I'm saying. You should. I would love to have a general store. Sounds amazing.
Oh my God,
We had one at
we did.
Did you?
General stores
across the
sweet.
street from
We had one
Ellie's.
called Cork and Bottle that we could ride our bikes to and get a little bit of everything.
What's it called? Ford's.
It was Ford's, yeah.
Ford's.
What do they have? Is it grocery? Like small
They were
local
small,
grocery?
yeah.
Liquor store?
It's where I always got
liquor.
beef jerky. That's where we got the.
The dip.
Jerky Chew.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cork and Bottles.
Yeah.
Town
Not allowed to
Pantry.
sell
We
liquor
get
and,
Big League Chew always. That's still a big hit.
Hell yeah.
White
Yeah.
Hen.
Bubble tape,
Candy cigarettes.
candy cigs.
Yeah, it was awesome in there. For me, it was up past Diggs' house, so uphill, long hill, and we'd ride our bike up there. There was an ice cream, soft serve ice cream across the street, Ellie's, that was up there. That was like a probably 5-night-a-week thing.
They had cyclones instead of blizzards.
But it was their
Dairy
version of
Queen got
Blizzard.
put in
So
pretty
good.
close and then put Ellie's out of business, which was real.
Really?
Bro, the Cyclones were this big, huge.
They flip them upside down?
A lot of toppings.
They loaded it with like texture, as opposed to the vanilla cone or vanilla cup I get every once in a while when I order a Blizzard.
DQ didn't used to be like that either. They've gotten real cheap and skimpy on what they.
You
got
got to say 3 extra Oreos.
Yeah.
3 extra
I've
Oreo,
been there when
please.
you order that, Pat, and they still give me vanilla cup. Like,
Yeah.
it's the most
That's
insane
wild.
thing.
Because they get offended by it. Oh, this guy doesn't think we know how to make a Blizzard. No, Will you please charge me 3 extras?
Charge me as much as you want.
Extra Oreo. I understand that that's a little bit more work. I could tip you if we have to. Like, just please, I'm here for the Oreo. I'm not really here for the vanilla. If I want vanilla, I get that. And then you open that thing up, and they got a top heavy on the top.
Yep.
Nothing else.
Just nothing below.
Give me a cup of cookie dough with a splash of ice cream.
That's why you got to go to the old Froyo spot where you make your own.
Love those
My
places.
kids love those.
But then you got to get out of your car.
Yeah. Well, I don't go to Dairy Queen drive-thru. I don't think I've been to Dairy Queen drive-thrus.
Oh yeah.
Dairy Queen DoorDash. Oh.
DoorDash, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do this one, no, the DoorDash.
No.
Actually, got to put that thing back in the freezer.
Yep.
Hey, you need the
That's the
chilies.
problem with them.
Yeah. But give me more Oreos in there.
More Oreos.
Simple.
Just
cookie
triple.
dough. Cookie dough with Oreos.
Do you do ice cream? Never?
No, when I do. Like,
When I do.
I like
There it is.
cookies and cream. I like cookies and cream. I don't like chocolate ice cream very much.
No.
Cookies and cream, chocolate chip. That's my thing.
Yeah, okay.
Chocolate.
We
chip.
know you don't eat ice cream.
When was the last time you had ice cream? Holy shit. I'm looking at his side profile here.
Yeah.
Properly jocked right now.
Properly
Properly jocked.
Properly jocked.
Dude, his tits just bounced over his ass.
We rode our bikes up to the Froyo spot a couple nights ago. It was a beautiful night out. It was awesome. I
You
got
got
the vanilla
nothing?
Froyo and I put peanuts in it.
Are you in better shape
Bunch of
now
peanuts.
than you've been in?
Peanuts,
What
and
is
vanilla
Peanuts or
Froyo.
granola. I'm a
Fucking
crunchy
fuck's wrong
guy.
with
You
you,
guys know
dude.
this. It's about consistency. It's like
Texture.
The texture. I'm a crunchy guy. So peanuts.
So M&M's
granola.
could have done the
Go
job.
get a
or-
payday.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Oh, it's a Froyo spot. Like if I'm getting a Blizzard, I want a Blizzard. I'll go to a Dairy Queen. A Froyo spot, I'm gonna get this vanilla rubbish with some peanuts, and it tastes good.
Vanilla rubbish with peanuts
Trail
and
mix
granola.
ice
So you
cream.
got yogurt
Not
with trail
trail
mix.
mix.
Not
Yeah,
trail mix.
exactly. Not trail mix.
You had a
there's
parfait.
Sliced almonds or peanuts in there. There's real small, and I fill up a little bit, and then I put some in, and I fill up more froyo, and I put more on top.
That's a good mixture.
Do your
It
kids
is
call
good.
you
Ty,
like
the
a
way Ty's looking at makes me want to fight him.
I mean,
He's
you're
so
getting
mad at
ice
me right
cream.
now. Look
Ty
at
doesn't
this.
want that. Ty doesn't want you to
Get
fight.
ice
What do you
cream. Why
get,
the
Ty?
fuck
What do
are
you
you
get?
putting shaved almonds on vanilla
gotta put
ice
something
cream?
in it.
Do
What
they
do you-
let you back in next
It's
time
a
you went
froyo
there?
spot. You ever been to a froyo spot? You
Yeah,
do this, and then
I
you go
have.
over here and you put your toppings on.
Yeah, I understand the concept.
So what should I put on
I've
there?
never heard of some moron going in there and getting vanilla froyo and putting shaved almonds and peanuts
If
on
it's
it,
there,
and that's
then
it.
why is it an option?
Were they out
why
of
is it a
Oreos?
topping?
for assholes
It's
like
a
you.
topping. Thank you for having it there, then froyo spots.
Do your kids think you're a freak sometimes?
I mean,
fucking get ice
You
cream.
know what? Actually,
They probably don't
you're not
know
that
any
far
better.
Off, Con. They do have a lot of things
Okay,
to say.
good.
Can we get back to you being a freak though, like in a good way? Are you in the best shape you've been in right now?
I don't know.
Yeah, you are. You've been
Yes,
hanging
I
around Bobby.
do.
I'm not
Hey,
fit.
he's over in Bobby's
Yeah.
neighborhood now. Remember, he was like
That's
30
right.
minutes away from Bobby. Now he's.
I wish I saw Bob.
Let me tell you about what Bobby told me when I was at their little cult festival for raising money for
Sure.
the
This should
children's
be good.
hospital.
This should be really good.
Bobby said in a joking fashion, but sounded actuality, just
Okay.
was testing the waters on how I'd respond to it. They compete on like body fat percentages.
Of course they do.
They get it
Yeah.
tested.
Not.
They get it tested like very regular, like monthly.
that.
Bobby
and
does. I
Schlags,
do
Bobby, AJ, they're competing.
sense.
He's like, yeah, I beat him in body fat percentage last month. He's fat or
I
whatever.
think Bob's always had lower body fat than me, probably.
See, that's
We
how
don't
they.
test-
See?
You know how they know.
No.
I haven't had mine tested in
Tested.
years. Bob.
Okay, so you're not doing that
Bullshit.
every month. You guys.
We've never competed over any of that
So
stuff.
you gave up because he was beating you so much?
Yeah.
I mean, I would. Yeah, I would never even enter
Properly
that.
judged.
But now you're in his neighborhood, so you're seeing how much he's working out.
Yep.
And you're feeling out. You look fucking
I don't see him.
jocked right now, dude.
No, I can't. That's what sucks. You get older, you can't put muscle on. It's hard to put muscle on. That's the way as you get older.
So you're just getting super lean right now?
No, I want to get big, but it's hard.
Big
to,
and lean?
yeah, that's everybody's goal, right?
No, not everybody.
Nope.
Some people want to be like super lean.
Yeah.
I'd like to get bigger, but it is hard for me to put muscle on as I get older. I think it's hard for me not only physically to lift heavy enough weight because of just pain.
Ailments.
Yeah, and then on top of that, your body's it's a lot harder to make muscle.
You look jocked, right? Like from the side, like, I
Properly
just saw
jocked.
like a fucking.
Properly.
I'm
jocked.
going to start getting consistently spray tanned. Honestly, that
Hell
makes
yeah.
you feel way more jacked.
Hell yeah!
So
Anytime,
much more jocked.
anytime I'm gonna be in public around
should-
people that think
I
that I'm
should have
supposed
a-
to be in shape.
I should have a standing appointment. Hey, I'm gonna get spray tanned this day. Every week.
Hey, to be honest,
For real.
2:30 a.m. 2 nights ago.
Could have used it.
Night duty? No, I was looking in how much a spray tan booth is to put it in
I was saying
Thunderbird.
you should buy one. Yeah.
Just have one in here for us. Just
Stay ready.
Not
easy
bad.
thing
I'm
to
sure
do.
it's cheap.
Imagine the whole crew just being tan all time,
All
so
the
he's
time.
sweet.
Who's gonna be the sprayer though? You need a good even.
No.
Oh,
The
Goop.
booth.
Bad.
AI, bro. We got an AI.
But think about it. When Goop gets back, Goop will be the best
Oh,
spray tan
my-
guy ever. He
He
spent
would
30 years
actually.
painting shit. Think of his hand. His hand is so
Cover up your
smooth.
cheek, Bob. Jeez, I see your nuts.
All
out.
right. Bend, now turn around and bend over and spread them.
I've never done the hand spray.
Oh, that's the only thing I have done.
I've only done machine. Hand spray seems, I don't know how that works.
You know, Bobby's
do a
wife
good
actually
job.
has a booth. It's like a business she has. She sprays people. I haven't even been sprayed by her, but she does it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what you should
She
do.
bought like somebody's booth.
Why didn't you get sprayed?
Yeah, just get sprayed by
I
it.
haven't been sprayed by her. It's a good question. I don't know.
So how's this work? You guys go in there.
It's weird.
I'll tell you how. I go into the machine.
It's really weird.
And you're here. Then you're like here.
Oh.
Then you're here.
What about your face? How do they do
And
that?
then you're here.
It sprays your face.
Yeah. That's it.
So for someone who's done both, you,
You
do
stand
that.
like.
You're naked though.
No,
you can do
roll
whatever
your-
you want. I think some girls go naked for sure. I don't know if guys have dong out. I don't know if they.
You
just
just
say,
put
"Hey,
a sock
hold-
over your
I've
hold
always
your
done
shaft."
boxers and rolled them up.
Yeah, I'd wear my swim
In the spray
trunks.
tan booth.
No, in the person one.
The person booth. It's a little pop-up thing, and then I would just roll my
So
little
you
trunks
just
up. I
you're
roll my
just
trunks.
from here to here. It's just
Yep.
like
Yeah.
You have a really weird,
Very
looking-
white.
Yeah. And then they do this, and then this, and then if they're I think
how
some
quick.
are good.
That's a quick operation.
Yeah, but the problem was last time I did it before we went to Cabo with my family. You need to like let it sit in before you shower for like sometimes
6 hours, yeah.
overnight or whatever.
Oh, no.
So this one I got was supposed to be the quick one, and once you get it done, it smells. It's terrible. You whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So I was
Can't sweat.
I took a shower like 60 minutes after my last one, and it completely wiped off. Nothing was
Not a
zero.
single?
I thought I was like, I'll have a
AJ,
little
you
bit.
can't go 60 minutes.
Talker.
Yeah, but you would think
She
you'd
told
pick
me it was
up
a fast one.
a shade.
I paid for the fast one. Like,
Oh,
hey,
that
this
would-
one you can wash off in 90 minutes or whatever.
I always go. What is
you
it?
went
Tint.
60.
I always go tinted. There's like a clear option and a tinted option.
Oh,
I always go tinted.
I get the lightest they have because I'm ghost white anyway.
Hey, you're gonna have to fight against all the red on my body. So
need you.
I'm on TV 4K tomorrow. So let's go ahead and not make me be the color of a tomato, which I heard you guys talk about the other day.
Yeah, what do you say? Tomato or tomato?
Well, you heard me. I just said it.
Tomato. He's another. You say bagel or bagel?
Definitely bagel.
Okay.
And tomato.
Can't get them all right. Can't get them all right.
And tomato.
Milk.
You say milk or milk?
Yeah, I heard that as well.
Big test.
How about milk and you ever hear somebody say pillow wrong?
Pello.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
I think he's sitting here.
That's an interesting one.
That's dumb.
Diggs, are you a pillow guy?
No, pillow.
Pillow.
Okay, so milk is just its own thing.
I don't know why that happens.
Is it Coach
It's
Diggs,
not
you
on
think?
purpose. I don't fucking try to do it.
Makes me want to smack him right in the mouth every time he says it.
Yeah, the friend I grew up with that said milk also said pillow. So
is it hand in hand?
That person's a prick.
Tone, you beat Pillow though.
I did beat Pillow.
Attaboy, Tom.
You beat Pillow.
If I said Pillow, I'd want you
You
to
think
put
you
a
can
bunch of fucking gallons of milk in there and fucking beat me with it.
I think we can get over our milk situation too. Don't you think we can get back to milk?
Just say milk.
Say it right now.
Milk.
There it is. You got it. It's in there.
Hey, we're all drinking the same thing.
How about
I don't want
pizza
to
or
just change
pizza?
for you guys though.
Pizza or pizza?
Excuse me?
Wait, what?
I think I'm just going pizza.
What was the other option?
Pizza.
Pizza or pizza? I'll take the first one.
How about distract or discract?
I do like
Starting to
distract
become
more.
distract.
Okay.
Distraction.
What a distraction here.
Stronger.
Dude, he drops it in there.
Stronger was really good.
A new word will come out
He
of
had one
nowhere.
yesterday, and I co-signed. I forget what it was. It was.
Yeah, he had to stop and acknowledge it.
It was awesome.
Can't remember.
He has so many good ones like that, and he goes right through them. I have a hard time not.
Just immediate that in the English language in his brain, STR is immediately SKR.
Yeah, it's unreal.
Middle of word.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like can speak
Anywhere in the
freely
world.
sentence and a middle of word comes and it's not even a scrack.
Yeah.
Not even, it's just, this
Immediately.
is the word.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
It's awesome.
It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
He's one
I
of
haven't
one.
seen that in a while.
Speaking a couple different languages, I think it's Atlanta, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but I think
I
this.
believe that's what he said.
Anyone in the office speak another language other than English?
We.
Yeah,
Oh,
French.
yeah, French. I know Zito's a little bit of understand Spanglish.
Si, senor.
French.
Bill was walking around. He speaks mutant.
All right.
I speak a little
Bill?
Mandarin.
Bill did not deserve that.
I got Mandarin
He
in
doesn't
my
mean it.
repertoire.
You can. Why don't you just end the show? We're about to end anyway, bro. You want to make one?
Here we go.
Hold on.
Perfect.
Hold on.
You have
Here.
to say the words.
Use the mic. What do you want to do? What are you giving away? All right, we'll give away. What did we say last time? We tried to get 15 merches the other
15
day.
merches.
We didn't make one. 15 merches if you drain this. You're going to drain if you first one.
I've been doing so many push-ups.
I can tell.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Your arms are bigger than mine,
Less
for sure. I
energy.
promise you that. I've never had big arms.
I've never had.
I've always looked at dudes that are like, and I'm like, man, that dude has like man strength. I've never gotten mine. I'm almost 40.
Oh, you're saying I got man strength?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Let's
Now you
go.
got that.
So do you. You're properly Josh.
Have you felt the
I
dad?
need to get leaner though. I've
Have
been
you felt the
eating
dad
a
strength?
lot.
Yeah, now you got your dad strength.
You know, I don't even. It's not even like a.
You look properly jocked right
Yeah.
now.
You look
Yeah,
proper.
You do get a good bicep pump when you hold your kids.
Boom, yeah.
Right, left,
I've
right,
been doing a
left.
lot of this number here too.
Oh, it's
The football hold.
Yeah.
Keep it low.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then like.
I carry my young kids sometimes when they don't want to carry because I'm like, I need to get a good pump in quick.
Hey, get over here. Shake.
Yeah.
Toss it.
No joke. It's like carrying heavy kettlebells. Yeah.
Love that. What I'm saying is, I don't know. Oh shit.
Oh. Where's the rest of them?
That one was not good though. How many marches you giving?
15, I think it said.
Out of your pocket?
Yep.
15 out of AJ's.
15. Ooh.
Bang.
Oh.
Bullshit.
Last attempt here, AJ.
You got it.
Have to. Oh, there's bones blowing.
Bones blowing.
Like that.
Yep.
Don't need it.
Funny.
Too strong. Too strong. Strong.
Very strong.
Way too strong.
Strong.
All right, last one here, and then we get out of here. We're gonna have a great weekend. You
Yeah.
did a fantastic job here.
You did great. Thank you. Congrats on the baby.
Thanks, man.
What's up? We can stop patting me. All right. What are we doing?
Hey, why'd you kick the baseball in the middle of the sports celebration at Ty?
Did I?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did. I
You watched the video?
Because I was so excited. I don't know what I did. I blacked
think
out.
It seemed like you wanted somebody to pitch you a baseball.
I thought about it.
You were like,
Ty wasn't on the same page
He
as
has
me.
always
What
wanted
if you would have got that baseball during the sports channel,
Oh.
throw it up in the air, and fucking hit it
I'm not going to lie.
as hard?
Hit
Is
that
that
I
what
had,
you
a
were
lot of
thinking?
thoughts. I had a lot of ideas.
Why were you immediately looking for a baseball?
I saw the baseball here. And so I was going to, I thought one of those guys might mosey it in my direction. I was just going to tap it left.
You know that
left
he's a
hand.
bull in a china shop, whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, first of all, his celebration was he was hitting the bat off my desk.
Oh, did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it. But what the fuck?
I haven't seen the celebration.
Boom, hitting it off my desk.
It was a stick tap because Pac asked me for that hockey stick.
Yeah,
so I was like, oh, here we go. That's all I have.
Then you saw the baseball. You went to reach for it. Then you kicked it right at top, and then it bounced back out here. The end of that video is the baseball sitting right there.
That's not exactly how I thought I was going to execute the plan.
Yeah, as I was watching you work, I'm like, is that guy going to hit a baseball?
Oh, shit. Here we go.
I was like pumped. I was like super pumped.
Yeah, right into the screen. Here we go.
Jock.
15 merches.
I'll get there.
Oh, where's that bonus?
Sorry about it.
Football.
Sorry about it.
Here, throw one in the thing. Yep. Here you go. Oh. That would have been one of the best. Yep. Yep.
You guys are dad.
Nothing in that.
That one in.
Throw it in the other net.
Guy's a dad. He sucks.
Oh, watch the
Let's
mic.
go!
What is it? 15 merches.
Guys suck me anymore. Appreciate you guys.
That's it. That's it. Everybody, we're going to get out of here. Monday, we will be back. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to Pat for stopping by. Obviously, boys, everyone behind the glass, appreciate you guys. Appreciate Bobby coming on.
Thank you to Sam.
Obviously.
Yes.
Thank you to Sam.
Shout out, Sam.
Thank you to Mackenzie as well.
Sam.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mackenzie won't remember. Sam will.
Yes, of
Wow.
course.
Yep.
Hopefully your script is ready to be picked up, Pat.
Thank you. No joke.
Script.
Script. Yeah, no, script. What did I say?
Script.
Did I?
Script.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Script. Same word, right?
Script.
Pretty much. Either way, we're going to get out of here for the weekend. Boys, have a great weekend. Happy Mother's Day to
You
all the
too.
moms out there, right?
Mother's Day.
absolutely.
Mother's Day is Sunday. Should be a great day for everyone.
Hell yeah,
check
brother.
us out on Monday. We'll see you on Monday, guys. See ya. Bye.